Brewers Collective. I'm sure you guys know them.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we had them on last year. Good people. Yeah. We had oh, good Lord, Sarah and the extremely tall guy whose name escapes me at the moment.
You're as good as names as I am. But Sarah, yes, Sarah's amazing.
Sarah,
awesome.
Sweetheart, and the giant from Brewers Collective.
Nice.
Do you remember what it?
What do we got? Big Mike?
Big Mike. Was that it?
Yeah, it's Mike, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, come on. Really?
Well, thank you to them, though.
Well,
they need some great beer.
They sure do.
Awesome.
We've been over there a few times.
Yeah.
We didn't go together, did we?
No.
No. No. But, yeah, we went over separate times and had a great time over there. Sarah's great. And
they had a really good space there.
Yeah.
It's a huge spot. It's
Yeah.
nice. And I hope that they
usually a
expand
food
even
truck.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
Good, Victor. We're on. See, look at that. Victor in the studio telling us we got the YouTube page back on.
Sound.
Victor!
My daughter confirmed.
Nice.
Guest
Awesome.
producer. Great.
I just quickly showed him how to use the software. That was a quick training lesson. I appreciate your time, Victor. No pay for you, though. Sorry. You want a couple stickers and maybe something from the
Gold Star.
Brewers Hardware. When I get it in there, you can have like a carboy top or something. Figure that out. Sorry, so I interrupted. We were saying.
No, he's got some great beers.
I know, I missed it all. Tell me about the fucking cheese.
There's cheese.
It looks
comes from cows.
More importantly, I brought some fresh bread. Just came out of the oven.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that?
I made it.
You made that bread?
It's fucking oven.
Serving that up.
Fancy.
Nice. Look at you.
It's worn. It's
It's artisanal.
It's crack.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the place really fast. Is the plan to have a bunch of food available like this, or are we doing small plates, or what are we doing here?
So it's Hops Scotch Bottle Shop. So what we are, it's a craft beer store. We're going to be serving up cans, bottles, as well as growlers to go.
Okay.
So our main focus is local independent breweries, on Long Island, New York, as well as anywhere else for that matter.
Right.
Anybody wants to give us the beer?
We'll take it. You're going to send it our way.
Yeah, but you'll be able to. We'll be doing small pours and pretty much do-it-yourself cheese board. So
Okay.
I'll have a fridge. Everything will be pre-wrapped, as well as we'll have single breads. Be able to come in, grab cheese to go, or you can just make a board and sit and
Very
chat.
cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hold on one sec. This is the Word with Mike and Peter. Who do we got on the phone?
Michael, did I win?
No, you're the first caller, Grass. Shut up.
The first loser. Congratulations, Grass.
I'm the first caller?
First
we
loser.
just started.
To clarify, the first loser.
First loser.
What do you mean, Pete? I fucking saw you in the dairy section yesterday. You weren't fucking happy either. What the fuck? Michael?
Yes, sir.
I heard Hops Scotch brought beef jerky.
They do. They have
did.
jerky and cheese and fresh artisanal bread.
That is fucking awesome.
We're going to eat like gentlemen and ladies tonight.
And I passed by Effin Beauty. I tried to get in.
No,
There's
they're
a
not
fucking
open yet.
town of Hempstead. Well, I didn't know that. There's a town of Hempstead fucking sign in the window. I was knocking on the window trying to get a beer.
Okay. Well, that would look.
I'm sure it was a sight.
I got a good. There's a puppy store right next door. So as you're looking in, trying to get in, the puppies are looking you, saying, "Take me home." Did you see any of the puppies next door?
I wanted
Did you
one of
get
those
a puppy?
puppies, to be honest with you.
I know. You already got a puppy.
I want another. My kids want another one.
Well, tell them tough shit.
Never fucking satisfied, are they, Grass?
No, fucking. Well, you saw your kids yesterday, Pete. They look like they wanted to kill you.
The younger one definitely does. I've spoken about this
Always.
before. She's definitely a burgeoning psychopath.
Well, the thing is, Pete's kids are going to murder him. Your kids are just going to whittle you down little by little over time to kill you. You do know that, right?
Oh, I'm already dead, dude. Oh, you kidding me? I got 4 kids, a wife, and an ex-wife.
Oh, yeah?
The best time of my life is coming to the studio hanging out with you.
Well, there is a slight bit of room. I'm not going to cordially invite you because you might end up just sweating all day, and you don't have a chair, to be honest with you, because nowhere to sit. But you're welcome to stop by and say hello to everybody.
You're gonna let Mr. Senior in the fucking other room?
Yeah,
Take
Mark
my
Senior.
spot?
No, Mark Senior's sitting next to his son, and I got Victor in the O'Toole room over there.
And he's the one that got you back on YouTube?
Yes, correct.
Fuck you, Victor.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
Listen, what time are you going till?
Whenever we are
Yes.
done. We didn't even start beers yet, so let's get through some stories first, and then we'll crack some beers, and then it's open game.
So can I come like 10:20?
We'll probably be here if you like.
I'll sit on the floor.
All right, love you, Sweetums.
Love you.
Later. That's Grazade, host of Limo Talk here on GovsRadio.com. Always good times to come in and hang out and take over our show for a good hour, and then that'll be that. That's fine. No worries. All right, so let's get back to it, Mark. So you gave us a dossier.
Yeah, I wrote up a little.
Everyone take out their dossier. Let's go to chapter 4, line 15.
My first show, I was super nervous. I didn't know what to do.
No.
I do have
anything.
questions.
Yes,
I have
so
many questions.
this is the question Q&A part of our show, where and a lot of this information is on your website, right?
Yeah, all this info is on our website. Our website's not searchable yet, but it's at.
Isn't I mean, I found it because I just typed it in, but I guess
Easy enough to navigate.
yeah, easy. I mean, if anyone knows anything about the inner tubes, they'll be able to just type in this website. It's HOPSSCOTHNY.com.
Yeah.
So there's two S's in the middle there. Don't forget about the Hops Scotch. And so, God damn it, this is going to happen a lot because we're taking the 10th caller, and it's probably Graz again. This is the Wort with Mike and Pete who's on the phone.
Marianne.
Marianne, how are you? You're the second caller tonight. Marianne, where are you from?
I am from North Babylon.
North Babylon. How'd you hear about the show tonight?
I am from North Babylon.
Oh, you can't listen. Listen, honey, you can't listen to yourself on the radio.
Well,
Just turn the radio
I'm
down.
related to the son there.
The dumbass?
What?
Oh, Mark Senior.
Yes.
Oh, you're the wife of Mark Senior. Okay. No, he's not the dumbass. He's actually
Such a loop.
Yeah. He's actually just looking cool and calm and collected in the corner there.
Thanks for the support.
Yeah, no, he'll be fine.
Well, that's awesome. Listen, you're pushing our numbers up. I really appreciate it. Do you have any questions for Mark or Victor?
Let's see. I was going to ask my son, when is he opening up the bottle shop?
There you go.
Yeah,
good question.
When are you opening up the bottle?
It's a good question.
Shooting for spring. I've listened to your show. I listen to all the breweries that are trying to open up.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
Trying to open up, and you can never want to give a definitive answer.
No.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
One
One of the breweries, I'm not going to name who, shot way optimistic.
27A.
And they're still not.
Well, they didn't realize the government shutdown would totally screw over their idea.
Sure.
So no, it's true because as we were talking to the guys at Long Island. We went there Friday. We'll talk about it later. But we said, this is what's going on. They said, well, it's almost a year out regardless. Right. So even if they put their stuff in almost a year ago, then it was delayed even more so, and then backlogged on top of it. Everyone's going to get screwed. I got my Second Talk shirt on today. West Islip, that guy's been trying to open even before him, and he did everything right. So it's almost impossible. So do you guys?
Town's been super supportive. Town of Babylon's been really awesome.
And do you have to apply for the same type of permits because you're doing servings or tastings and stuff like that?
We're applying for a serving, I guess, on-premise serving.
Okay.
So when you're doing the actual on-premise and off-premise, is there going to be two separate licenses?
Just because off-premise is only beer. So I don't. So on-premise.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Technically, you
almost
can
like a
sell-
regular, beer
to go.
distributor or something. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense. So is it something, because I don't see that done that often. I know there's tastings in the beer distributors and things like that. So it's kind of like that, but you're making it more formal with your own kind of layout.
I got my inspiration in Brooklyn. There's a bunch of bottle shops in Brooklyn,
Yep.
Portland, Maine, and Portland, Oregon, and Denver and all those other places. So you can come in, buy beer like if you were going to a beer distributor, but be able to taste.
It's a great concept because people can come in there and have a few tastes and take some beer to go, and they like what they like, and they go.
You hope that they drink more and then buy more.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Maria, you still? Is this Maria?
Marianne.
Marianne. Sorry, I got Maria over here. Yes, I'm going to get confused. Too many people in front of me. Marianne, do you have any more questions for your son or your husband?
They're going to be home late.
I just want to wish them good luck, and it's all going to go good. We're going to have a really great time.
All right.
Thanks, man. I love you.
All right,
Thanks for
love you.
Bye, Mama Mark.
Bye.
Bye. That's so nice of her for calling in. Wishing you guys support. All right, let's go back to the dossier. If everyone turns their lectern to 40 page. So, like I said, a lot of this I saw as I did my research on the website that, like you said, you're going to be offering rotating bottles and cans. You're going to have a 10 rotating tap system for the tasters and even growlers to go, which is important. And then, of course, you really want to focus on some of the local breweries. And so my quick question is, since we've had probably less than half of them in here, so far, what's your favorite brewery to visit here on Long Island so far? I would even go as far as say as you can travel into Queens and Brooklyn if you wanted to. Just stay off Manhattan for a moment.
That's hard.
I know.
I got beer ADD. Don't let me in your tap room or your bar and just let me taste things because I won't stop. I'll just continue to taste.
I haven't had Guinness in a while. What's this all about? I do it too. Trust me.
But all the breweries that I brought today, Poor Boy and West Hampton, and as well as the Brewers Collective, have very unique. They're all very unique. I don't know, Poor Boy. Has anybody been there?
Have not had anything.
I've had something from there, but I haven't been in the tasting room. No.
So they're in Port Jefferson, super tiny place. I mean, the brewer is awesome. The head brewer over there, and I think he's brewing out of like a 3-barrel system.
Oh wow!
So super small, very intimate, and they pretty much built the place by hand, like themselves.
Yeah, I saw the bar has almost like the old school tiki hut or like a down south lemonade stand. I'll say it kind of looks like that. Very nice layout.
Yeah, it's a cool layout. And then West Hampton's like totally different spot. I don't know if you guys have been there, but
no, but we actually in communication. I was looking for my phone a minute ago, and there it is. They might be on the show March 25th.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we have some ties to them. My ex-bartender that I used to bartend with, it's her cousin. And then it's also the other guy is one of the people my wife went to school with out in Medford. Really so, cool. Yeah, we have a lot of connections to them. And when we first heard about them, they literally just opened. We were doing podcasts already, and they said, get back to us in a little while. And then all of a sudden, we can't not book somebody. So we're getting back to them because I feel like it's one of the ones that's starting to, gain some ground and produce good beer. So, what would you like from them most?
Just very like you don't get intimidated when you walk in there. It's like you could bring a family in, your dog, like hang out. It's very classy.
Did you see the? Nice. Have you been out to Montauk?
I have not. Montauk Brewery?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I'm thinking just that same vibe. Like the beachy feel, the bright and open wood planking stuff like that. So I saw some pictures. And we were actually. Pete and I went out to, I said, Riverhead, and I said, we should try to get down there tonight. But they closed at like 7 o'clock on a Friday, so early. I think it was early, 7 o'clock. We wouldn't have made it. But that was another one we were going to try to hit up in our Long Island tour that we did of local areas out east that we don't always get to. But yeah, we'll try to have them in, really and that'll be one. Really so are they doing any growlers outside of there? Are they producing any cans, or what are they putting together?
I mean, when I was there, Dave, who's the head brewer there, was awesome. Was able to throw us some cans today. Actually, one that's not even labeled.
Bingo. Love those. Really surprise.
Really nice. But yeah, they're doing growler fills too. So they do everything.
Oh, great.
They do a mix of everything. Poor Boy, same thing. They have a one canning system there. So
yeah,
it's just
they have a canning system on premises.
Crowlers to go.
Oh no, the crowlers to go.
Oh, crowler.
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
Sorry.
That's it.
So tell us a little bit about what's going on inside this package here. So we have a whole lineup of potential workshops that we're going to do. Because that's interesting. I know everyone kind of saw that and went, oh, cool, what's that? That's something a little different. I know that there's been people that have been trying to do it. We know of one that we kind of cut ties with and weren't sure if that was going to be legit or not. But since we have you here, I'm very interested in what you're planning on doing with some of these classes. So you give a little insight on what this is all about?
Yeah, so my whole thing is that, no matter where you go, I mean, beer is great. I mean, New York is full of, like, awesome beer, and you can walk into an amazing beer bar and get some really good brew, or even just any store. And, I mean, I probably don't go to certain restaurants because the beer menu may not be good because there's just so many choices out there. But I want people to understand, like, what beer is, like the ingredients, what you're tasting. And there's a million people out there that hear that you're opening a craft beer bar and they're like, oh, I hate craft beer. I'm like, I don't
assholes.
Nicely put. Pretentious.
Most people don't like what they don't understand.
Yeah, that's true.
Or what they fear, right? So I'm hoping and will be putting together all kinds of courses, everything from beer ingredients to distinguishing two of the same beers to the,
Bud versus Bud Light.
Yeah, exactly. Heineken.
Corn syrup and no corn syrup.
Right. Yeah. But not just that.
Can you taste the Deathstrokes?
But you're right. There is some education that needs to go into it. Part of what we were doing is not so much that we have any education. It's about the brewers and getting them to give us their education. And we learned a lot along the way, right?
Yeah.
Have you learned a lot, Pete?
A lot. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. I want to make sure that
a little bit every show.
Yeah. It's something new all the time. We're like, what the hell? How come we've never heard of that? And then we turn to each other and go, wow, that was amazing. So that was a really great idea to put together some sort of class lineup and things that people can attend. So obviously it would cap it off with drinking beer, I would assume, right? I mean,
So all include tastings.
So there's always a payoff in the end where everyone gets a happy ending Sunday.
Correct.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave off the Sunday part.
Is there a public shaming for the people in the beer, for the beer haters course? Is there some sort of scarlet letters like system?
That's like it's going to be hopefully
we get to branding.
It's going to be a great intro for those people that may feel intimidated about craft beer, and it isn't for them.
Yeah,
you've been drinking Coors Light. Here's something better, kind of.
Yeah.
Here's something adjacent to that, right?
Yeah, that makes
something
sense.
that's not too overwhelming.
Yeah,
and that they can enjoy.
Let's not start with this Belgian double. And here,
going hard. I'm actually really interested. Do you know which West Hampton you brought in? Not the unlabeled one. I mean the labeled ones.
Yeah. So
all of those?
All of these.
Get the fuck out of here! You brought all of this in?
Yeah.
He has a big motherfucking bag too.
I saw the big bag.
That's why I had to bring a list.
Jeez, I see the list. I'm like, oh, so this is what you'll probably carry when they finally send it out. And then I'm like, wait, no, you brought all of this.
Yeah. So I didn't want to forget what I actually brought, so I just made sure that I hit on a couple of items here.
So we don't even have to.
Where we want to start.
Yeah, well, we don't have the brewers here, so it's perfect that you just listed every single thing that's in there and how it's made. It's perfect.
And then should we just start?
Go ahead.
There's a lot of beer in here.
Bartend me.
We should get started.
Yeah, bartend me here.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so we're going to open up a growler from Long Island. This is 9 Lives?
9 Lives, correct. Pete and I were out there while you're pouring. Pete and I were out there on Friday. They were one of our first guests in the studio. Not the first, but like within the first few months. And we had them on for Craft Beer Week, and we had them. We've had some rough goes with them, and then we came out on Friday because we've never been to the brewery, and they kept saying, "Let's go to the brewery, come to the brewery." So fine, we went out, and like I said in our post, they treated us like VIPs. Scotty walked us around and brought us inside the production area, and then we got to taste right off the bright tank. We got
King Celtic
right off the bright tank. That's the new one coming out for their next month's with their 12-month release.
10 beers of 10 years, 10 beers.
10 years, 10 beers. That's right, not 12. And so we got to taste that. It's going to be amazing when it comes out. And so we tasted a whole bunch of new stuff that we haven't had from them that they don't necessarily can all the time. And this is 9 Lives IPA. I haven't yet to see this in cans, so I think it might be only a tasting room option at this point. Have you seen the 9 Lives in cans?
I have not, no.
No, so
this is,
this is one of the ones you can only get at the brewery. And cheers, everybody. Cheers, Victor, in there.
Cheers.
I don't want to leave you out.
Thank you.
Salute.
Silence.
There we go.
There it is. To break up the silence. Ooh.
It's good stuff, right?
That's the one you like because it was bready and malty.
I like this one,
That was the malty.
Yeah.
I think I ended up having Mos Def and the other one that they had.
Baylor.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So that was great. And we had a great time. So we want to thank those guys for being so hospitable to us.
I'm looking forward to that King Celtic.
That was really good. And it's going to come in at what he said, 8 or 9?
8-2 or something like
8-2,
that.
yeah, that's going to be rough. All right, so let's go back to you really quick. I have more questions. I've gotten through 4 pages.
No, it's because it's such a unique. It's a different concept than what we have on here. There's plenty of beer distributors that have a lot of good beer to take to go. Some do growler fills, but nothing that does food. No one that does on-site tastings and stuff. And
well, like you said, it's that bottle shop concept. I've been to a few in Brooklyn. There's something like that needed out here.
And that's the whole premise is really just to welcome people. We want everybody to come, no matter if you're a craft beer lover or you're a Budweiser lover. I mean, everybody loves beer, so we want everybody to come in.
Yes.
They should all love beer.
Well, that's true. Now, I'm going down the line, so now I see my cheese. So, McCox Bay, is that McCox?
Yeah, Maycox.
Maycox, okay.
McCox.
So where's this located? This is in Deer Park as well?
No, they're in Maycox Bay towards the Hamptons.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they're far out, but really great family, small farm.
Now, how'd you get hooked up with them? Was it something like just online connection made kind of thing?
I mean, there really isn't that many local dairy farms on Long Island.
It's true.
And when I was trying to do my research, they kept popping up, and I was able to get my hands on them, and I was like, this is just incredible. And after speaking with the owners, Pete, and the rest of the family, I mean, they love what they do. And when you talk to people that are passionate about their food, you can taste it.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, I would suggest if we were to go with the Saigot, that's the Alpine style. cheese right here.
Okay.
It's beautiful. I mean, every single one of their cheeses is just absolutely beautiful.
Before we start digging into that stuff, it probably doesn't translate well to radio when we're eating as much as drinking. But at the break, we're definitely going to carve into some of this. There's a lot of different styles here. So tell us a little bit about that and matching up with beer and, how that class is going to end up being, because I saw the beer and cheese pairing.
Yes,
so
beer and cheese.
it seems like like they do wine and cheese. It seems like a pretty good connection between the two. Tell us a little about what you're planning on doing for that kind of class.
Yeah, so exactly that. We'll probably have around 4 cheeses and 4 different beers, 4 different style beers and 4 different style cheeses. So with cheese, as it gets older, it gets like super rich and sharp, and beer is like the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Right? So as it ages, it like tones down, mellows out, it gets just super smooth. But with beer and cheese, I mean, there's a lot of rules. And I guess our class will really bring out the fact that it really just comes down to preference.
Right.
And
what people like, the
drinking,
taste profiles between the two. And I would imagine, guys, especially in the restaurant business as well, finding that perfect combination of, the drinks or the cocktails and then, of course, the food menu. Do you guys find it very similar to that of, what you're looking at to do and matching those things up, or?
Some people, when they go out to eat, it's they're drinking enough. The food tastes good no matter what.
Okay.
The more they drink, the better the food.
Right.
Taco Bell has created something that we all know.
Oh, yeah.
They have the key to everything.
It's in a Nacho Bel Grande at the bottom of it.
Sauvignon Blanc with the oysters, things of that nature.
Right.
So it's going to complement it. Cheese with the saltiness for your beer. IPAs, perfect.
Right.
The pretzels. We were talking about Sand City.
Yeah.
Vinny was telling me about how
Sand City's pretzel bill is.
their pretzel bill's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, it really is.
It's what it
They got
complements.
barrels of pretzels everywhere. So you can
Genius.
have,
It is genius.
because you're constantly eating pretzel. Like I can't
And
go
then
there without
drinking
eating
more beer.
and then having a lot more beer to go with it.
Beautiful thing.
It is. Sorry. So then I see on the opposite side. We're going back to you, Mark. Yeah, I'm getting to the back end of your dossier. So we have the beef jerky from Two Big Jerks. Tell us a little bit about that matchup.
I'm glad I brought my sheet because I know absolutely nothing about it.
Well, I'll tell you this. I learned a little
Bacon
bit about
jerky.
jerky when I go to Beer Fest, because that's one of the things that you find a lot at the Beer Fest is the jerky merchants.
Yes.
And I always inevitably end up buying about $80 worth of jerky after the 75 drinks I've had at a Beer Fest, and go home and go, I'm not going to eat any of this. But man, it was so good when I drank.
Would you
for 3 hours.
Would you eat bacon jerky?
Yes, I would.
Because he brought bacon jerky.
Fucking A. Sorry, Mom. I'm going to curse a little bit today because that's bacon. Bacon makes me saucy.
So two
Wait.
Big Jerks Jerky is,
Yeah.
I believe it's a wife and husband
Okay.
out in Rocky Point that started this company, and they just make great jerky. I mean, if you go to their website, it's like, I don't even know how many different styles and types that are out there, but
Yeah. There's a bunch, but I mean, if you have something, I think more locally based, then
correct.
not chained or bought online and sold at the those things are a little more commercial, we'll say. But the mom and pop ones end up having like the better product in the end.
Absolutely. And it shows. I mean, when you eat it, you guys will see.
Nice.
We're gonna have that at the break.
So let's talk about American Beauty and Effin Beauty.
Yeah.
So
Before we get too drunk to get to that. There you go.
Bring back a little bit of Effin Groovin', one of the early craft beer bars, right?
I believe they brought craft beer to Long Island.
Definitely to me.
I think
That
the
was where
reason
I
why
got
we're
mine.
all
That was mine.
rotating our taps right now is because of Effin Groovin'.
Yep.
What we're trying to do is we're not going to be able to bring Effin Groovin' back to what it was. If we try to do that, it would not work.
No, it would not.
It's more of, and I spoke to Dan Domingo and all the guys who used to run the joint.
You remember the transporter? The bartender, the big tall guy with the ball guy?
Monster.
Yeah. We call him the transporter. He was actually at Beer Fest at the Great Beer Expo.
I remember.
Yeah, and there's a picture on the Great Beer Expo website of myself, a guy I used to play softball with, and the transporter sitting in the Long Island VIP area.
Speakeasy.
Speakeasy, that's
Forget
correct.
his actual name. I think he came into American Beauty at the bar and he said, "You guys opening soon?"
Yeah,
I'm like, "What's up?" He goes, "I'm making sure you're doing the right thing."
yeah.
So
He's the transporter.
Yeah.
Scary.
Okay.
He'll drive that Mercedes or BMW right into the front door. So yeah, I mean, for us, iconically, Effin Groovin' was the staple of craft beer for all of us. I think in the end, the vibe, the craft beer list, everything about it ended up being something that we all went to. We all kind of gravitated to quickly after the Mulcahy's days and the Zachary and Chelsea days. When we finally started appreciating decent tastes, we went there. I think my first craft beer was from there, and it was Number 9. Number 9 was like a staple on tap there.
Number
so
9, the Hefe from
Yes.
Wien Stefan.
Yep.
The Magic Hat, number 9. What else did they have in it?
Hogarden was a staple over there
Yep.
for a long
that's
time.
right.
They also introduced me to
Mortite.
Wit from Omegang.
Yep.
When that started coming out, he's like, nope, this is a real wheat beer.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
So let's talk about the transition. So Effin Grooven closed down 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
A year and a half.
Year and a half. All right, so it was around 2. And it left a void, I think, in that area for a good craft beer bar or something to go a little further. So tell us what you're going to do to, revitalize that bar and what we're going to see from...
We're trying to pay homage to Effin Grooven, but on the same token, back then, you had craft beer. It was something. It was exclusive. Now, the exclusivity, it's not there anymore.
No.
There's like 70 brewers on Long Island.
Yeah.
There's a
And we're
ton
saying
of
that we're-
bars that specialize in it.
We're introducing, new people. But they are as well. We had a 63-year-old woman 2 weeks ago in the restaurant.
Love her.
I need an IPA, not too hazy, looking for Northeast, under 6.5%.
I was so
It's like,
proud.
damn,
So
And
specific.
I went, okay, I have. She goes, you have KCBC, that'll do.
That'll do.
I said, okay, you got it. So the exclusivity, it's still there. We get some good beers. It's hard. People are waiting online for the really, really good beer. Other half, they're pulling
Yep.
back the reins, things like that. We're going to have good beer there. The best beer that you could possibly get. Make sure it's at the right pressure, the right gauges. We're going to teach them how to drink. Now, what we're doing is we're also going to do craft alcohol. No Tito's, no Kettle, nothing.
No
mainstream.
Smirnoff.
But we're also not going to be different to be
Smirnoff.
different. It's going to be good. So if Beefeater's the good gin, that's what we're going to serve. But we're going to make it more exclusive to alcohol. And there's a lot of craft alcohol bars in Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens.
Okay.
We're bringing that out east.
And so stuff like the Brooklyn Gin and those types of...
Hanger One vodka.
Hanger One, yep.
The real, good craft alcohol.
There's actually the old Effin vodka, which was for
yeah.
us. I think it's coconut and regular. I think that's the only two they have. I could be wrong.
Well, Effin Grooven also, they were the first ones to have all the Van Goghs.
Yes.
I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
They had
Yeah.
all the Van
Remember
Goghs, like
those?
the coconut. They had this, like, taste it. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Before there was actually
cool in there?
flavored vodka. Try this. Okay.
Yeah, before there was actually syrup in there, and now
Yes.
they were using
Yeah.
real ingredients to create
But
that
those
that
bartenders,
taste.
all of us, we trusted them. And
That's
as
true.
we said before, they weren't pretentious. It was open arms. It was more of a vibe for Effin Grooven.
Dan was the Asian guy, right?
Yes.
Yes. All right, I remember
He's still
Dan.
Asian. He's still Asian.
Yeah.
Oh.
he didn't
Wow, that's awesome. That's
he
so
didn't
good to know.
age
Keeping that up.
age out of the ethnicity. Okay, cool. And then the transporter. Those are the two buddies I know. Actually, Dan was really good friends with my friend Vinny, who I went to Hofstra with. So that's how I got to know Dan pretty well. And again, just being in there almost every weekend.
Yeah.
Because it was the only place to go to find the decent beer, find anything. And then, like you said, the exclusivity.
I couldn't get the word
Exclusivity.
twice either. I can't get it.
Exclus-
I'm not going to try again.
They had the that high octane list.
Yes.
I always
Yes.
love that.
Toxic Sludge. Remember they brought that out
when
from
Blue Point made Toxic
Yep.
Sludge.
Remember
Ugh.
that came out?
I really didn't like it. Was that cherry one?
It's horrible.
It really wasn't good. But I'm wondering
Never
that's why
had
they
it
got rid
before.
of it.
Never had it
Something
before.
new.
Yeah, yeah. What's new to me is old to them. I don't know how that works. But yeah,
Dynamite dropping.
Yes, I know. Yeah, good for you, Blue Point. Go spend that money wisely. Stop making your freaking tasting room so big. You guys all see that video, right?
Looks awesome.
It's going to be
Pretty
ridiculous.
huge. It's ridiculously large. It's pack
Yeah.
dog. It's monstrous.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. So tell us a little bit about the craft cocktail menu. What's the the plan? Are we trying to do something more unique, or are we trying to follow the trends that are working in other places?
Both.
Okay.
Starter, intermediate, excessive. So it'll come down to a whiskey sour poured properly with the egg white,
Okay.
introducing them to that.
Right.
Then we get into some more absinthe.
Yeah.
Things of that nature.
Is there a place to hallucinate on premises? Or?
Well, it still has
Yeah.
the cove up
ceiling.
top. We
Oh, okay.
can see it.
Oh,
We
we're
blacked
never
it
gonna do
out.
that. You
It's still the
can't do
same.
that.
You're not bringing back the foosball, are you?
No, it's
Okay,
no room.
I know.
But I'm bringing my
But you're
Street
gonna
Fighter
need it.
2 machine, put it back. there.
Sweet.
What was that? Street
Fighter
Fighter
2,
Nice.
championship.
There you go.
All right.
Do a little tournament.
We used to play the Monopoly pinball game there. That Monopoly pinball game that was
Oh,
there
I wanted a
for
pinball.
years. I didn't stop playing that. I used to bring a $10 roll of quarters just for the night, just for the pinball, and then a couple of beers there, and we wouldn't leave that for hours. So I was foosball and pinball, and that was my night with some nice Magic at number 9s. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
My foosball or my pinball?
Well, just the roll of quarters.
Roll the quarters.
Yeah, the roller quarter part. I put them in my jeans properly, so it looked like I was packing when I walked in too. Uh-oh, who do we got here? Go ahead, pop it up, Pete, twice. This is the word with Mike and Pete. Who do we got?
Michael,
Yes, sir. You're only still the first caller.
I got my schmeckle wet in the parking lot of Mr. Grogan. I got a blowjob in the
Oh,
back
did
of
you?
the-
Oh my God! Everyone's got to.
An Effin Groovin story.
Jesus.
So when was this? How long ago was this?
Oh, well, how long has that place been open?
No, it's closed now.
I know. Well, when was it open?
Oh, I think 1999, maybe.
99.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
99.
Could have been like the second week.
You're like a new place to have some sex. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Now, was
That
his
place
first
had
wife
the
or
best-
second wife or no wife or in between wife?
I don't even want to.
Oh, that was right. 1999 would be single.
Okay.
Bartending at Inns 41.
Oh, boy.
Cracked out of my brain.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Spackle bucket in the back. Yep. Okay.
Oh, making a circuit. But I got to tell you, that effing beauty. That place. I put my head in over the town of Hempstead sign over there.
Uh-huh.
Place looks nice. That's
Yeah.
gonna be
Thank
beautiful.
you. Appreciate that. It's only a year.
Can I
you know?
come? Can I come hang out? Because they don't ever hang out. I'll come hang out.
All right, Grass, thanks a lot for calling. We're going to see you in a little bit.
On Monday nights, we're going to be having drag queen bingo. So
Yeah.
it'll be,
Graz, perfect. Graz,
Story,
if you show up in your bikini with chocolate nibs poured all over you, it might just fit
It
in.
means I can only go to every other drag queen.
I'm going to make that my hub because I hang out at the third rail, which is
Yes.
a stone throw away.
Yes, it is.
Go.
So then I'll hang out at Effin Beauty
Yep.
if they like me. If not, if you don't say bad things about me, Michael.
Yeah,
You sound fun.
I
no,
think we're going to like you just fine.
no promises.
Absolutely.
Fuck you, Michael.
Listen,
All right, Graz, we're gonna
free
talk
up the
to you later.
phone line.
Yeah,
Come on.
see you later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Love him, but that's it. Just leave it. When he hangs up, it'll actually cancel out, so it's fine. So again, the phone number 516-465-3990. If your name is not Graz, give us a call. We're up to the second caller. 10th caller tonight will receive 2 tickets to AC Beer Fest. If there are not 10 callers, we will hold on to them for the next show and do the 10th caller again and keep doing it until we get 10 callers in one night. We usually plan out most of our calls. Tonight, we're not doing that. I didn't do it. The only person I talked to was Alex from Local to Locals. So speaking of which, I know we kind of talked about before the show began, Alex from Local to Locals. I'm sorry, Alex? Andrew, thank you. I was thinking Alex from My Bomber Jackets. I did that to them actually live on the air, if you heard that show. Andrew, we were calling him or texting him throughout the week. I don't know about you. And they have a brand new Local to Locals coming out with Dubco and the Donut Shop, part of their Local to Locals concept. Would that be something you guys are willing to bring in to the bottle shop or to the restaurant?
Yeah,
Already ordered.
Already ordered. Look
so
at it.
Already got a couple of cases.
Yeah.
And now that we have 2 places, we can order
Yes,
twice.
it's true.
Yes.
So one of the restaurants will get it. The other will go in my garage.
Yeah. So when's the plan for open? We'll start. I know you said soon. You saying spring?
Spring.
So somewhere
This is
between now
Q2.
and June. Yeah, Q2. How about you guys?
Very soon.
Very
Beyond
soon. Yeah.
Soon.
Okay.
He's-
Because I saw the pictures online, and the paint's starting to go up, and the place is starting to come together. So, do you have
Paperwork all good, or is
Paperwork's
it like
good. We're going to clear some permits over the next 2 weeks, and then it's going to go down to finishes.
and then all you have to worry about is local permits, right? You don't have to worry about
That's
the
it.
state
We're
and
good.
federal and all that
No,
other
no.
crap. Just the
Fine.
liquor
Liquor
license,
license is
obviously.
done. That's all done.
Nice, yeah.
Everything's done.
Oh,
It's easy
oh,
when
so
you already
it's
have
just
another
like
place, too.
finishes.
certificate of
Yeah.
occupancy
last
stuff.
minute, yes.
Yep, need my PA, and then
Okay.
Open
roll.
the doors. Turn that light on. I can't wait to see that light up.
Yeah.
she wants
We
to keep
use
it.
it.
Oh, the
I said
neon
if we
sign?
put the neon
Neon.
Oh,
The
yeah,
they're going to
yeah,
start
yeah.
coming.
Yes, at the
Line.
minute you put it on.
I'm not putting a neon.
It's like a beacon.
I'm going
Oh
to do it
my
on
God.
Sunday
Like a
night,
bat signal, like,
8
oh,
p.m.
oh,
Slowly see how they come in.
And you got a really good, because I work right up on Deer Park Avenue, up right by the LAE. You have a really good location.
I'm so psyched about it.
I know it's
Right?
I'm so
because
psyched.
he's right in like the hub of this really industrial area.
Yep.
You're gonna have a lot of people driving through every single day between Deer Park Avenue and Comac Avenue. It's a huge hub for all the people coming in and out.
traffic jam, especially after work. So that's really what
Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
It just
That will be-
people are like, I'm not going to sit
Good
in
place
this.
to pull over and have a drink.
Before you have to get home to the family, you pick up some beer.
I mean,
have a
yeah,
couple
makes
of
a lot of
sense.
glasses.
traffic today.
Very cool.
So did you pick? I mean, you're doing very well with American Beauty.
Yes. Correct.
And so you picked this as a challenge to kind of do it, or was there it was a special buy? Like, what
This
brought you to
is
say
mine.
we want that location,
The
Effin
way you
Beauty?
said it, this was my bar. I grew up in Belmore. That was Mulcahy's. We'd go to
Sure.
Mulcahy's,
Yep.
chill, drink our Bud Lights, and then that was like home base. You go there, and it felt like home. Like when we opened the doors, when we first got the keys, it still smelled like patchouli. I'm like, this is amazing. I'm like, oh my
place.
God. It was a big deal when everyone heard it was closing. I mean, all my friends, we were freaking out. Like, how
I
did
hadn't
that
been there in
happen?
a long time, but
Neither have I.
it still hurt to hear that.
It
you know,
did. We're like, how did that place even
God,
close?
fuck.
And-
It
Yeah.
was a comfortable spot. There was never a
It
bouncer
was.
there. It was. I
Yes,
used to call it self-regulated.
Yeah.
You know, people that weren't. They just didn't.
They just
come back
didn't.
anymore.
Yeah.
No, it was just
Because
chill.
of the people in there, like you said, self-regulated. You go in and go. If that wasn't the place for you, you just turn around and walk
That was
away.
the
You're
second
like,
date
no.
spot. Had a little candle on the thing.
I think I think like the
Let's have
third
a
or fourth
beer
date
that
with my
you've
wife.
never had before, and
Yep.
you teach a girl, and then maybe they'd hang out later.
Yeah.
So I don't have that I got my schmeckle wet story in the back. But I do have I slept in my car in the parking lot
Nice.
after it closed, believe it or not. So I was coming home from Beer Fest at Belmont, I'd say 2 years ago. And I'm driving home on Southern State, finally got off and came down the Meadowbrook and said, yeah, I probably shouldn't be driving right now. I'm at the edge. I'm at the brink where I'm like, yeah, I'm recognizing that this is probably a bad idea. So let me pull over. So I pulled over right where I knew where I was comfortable, pulled right into Effin, took great care of me, took a nice little 45-minute nap, pulled around the next block to Taco Bell, got some food in me, and ended up getting home. And on my way home, my connecting rods and my engine blew, and my car going 60 miles an hour lost all of its power on Southern State. I didn't crash the car. I was able to get over very easily. But thank God I took that nap, because I can't imagine,
Yeah.
having that
Yeah.
moment, because I didn't even know what to do when I was fine, let alone when I was on the brink of saying I probably, shouldn't be driving at all. But Effin Grooven took me in with open arms and caressed me to sleep, and I woke up nice and safe, and everything was good. Thank God for that parking lot, plus the years and years of time spent there. It just felt right to be there. Yeah. So I'm actually really anxious to get back over there when you guys reopen and just feel the same vibe and that same idea and the same layout. It's really the layout. Did you keep the layout?
Same layout.
Fantastic.
Same like bar with the
Bar.
With the
you
two
just
steps
awkwardly
up.
stare across the bar if you're in
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, around the
Come
front
up.
part. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It still has the old porch metal rods, going around it on the
Oh
end.
yeah.
Still
Oh, yeah. All right,
We're
yeah.
good. We're good.
No, but we did with the bar top is I collected old school Playboys, old school Esquires, and the entire bar top is vintage beer and liquor ads.
Oh, cool.
We did the epoxy over it, so it's just.
For a second, I thought it was gonna be vintage like Skin Max.
Hey.
I'm like that's
The funny thing
that's
was,
unique.
She called me.
Yeah.
She goes, I got to tell you something. I said, what's going on? She goes, I'm cutting up these magazines. These girls, they didn't shave.
Good Lord Almighty.
So I said, sweetie,
70s
I was
bush.
born in the 70s. She goes, yeah. I go, what are you doing? She goes,
I wasn't prepared for that. Wasn't
We're
prepared.
dealing with.
Yeah, there are some boobies on the bar,
Oh,
but it's
that's
tastefully
right.
done.
Good.
Yes.
Because I know the theme, the concept is, Effin Beauty being those pinup models and things like that.
We're
So
squishing it together.
Yeah.
But we're effing.
with the artwork that you guys are putting up
Yeah.
and just kind of revamping the idea, and then on top of it, when people come in there and see that same layout, they're going to be brought back immediately.
Yeah.
And it's brighter in there now, I'd assume. I saw a little bit of a brighter color on the walls than
It's
the
a bit
dark,
brighter.
dark.
We got some nice, a little bit
Not
lighter
cave-like.
tones. Not
not cave-like.
Like
Yeah.
blacked
I
out
didn't
the
mind
ceiling.
it at
No.
deep night, but like during the day, or if you went in there at like 3 or 4 o'clock, it was like, it's a little dark in here.
You felt like you were sinning.
Yes, at all times.
Yes.
It's 2 in the afternoon. The beer's enough. Don't
Yes,
feel like you're
correct.
sinning.
No, we're gonna have the candlelights and whatnot, and the artists that we brought in recently to see their reaction when they walked in, to be like, wow, like
Yeah.
their eyes lit up, and they
That's-
were the last generation that was there, and they're like,
Yep.
all right, we're good. I'm getting the stamp of approval. I feel better.
So I want to just, again, impart just a little more story into this. So Effin Grooven was a place that all of my friends, when we went away to college and then we ended up, moving away and having people away, but our families were all still here, we would come back during the holidays, and on, let's say, Thanksgiving Day Eve, Effin Groovin would open up on Thanksgiving Day Eve. Not Thanksgiving Eve. They were open, but that's the biggest drinking night. The biggest drinking night is Thanksgiving Day Eve. So we get together, and it wouldn't open up till like 8 or 9 o'clock. It would open up late, and we all end up going there and hanging out and meeting up and seeing each other that we haven't seen in maybe a few months, few years, whatever it was.
Get
It was
away
our
from your
spot.
relatives.
Get away from your relatives after, rough day. And then, even Christmas Day Eve. That was the other time. So it was Thanksgiving Day Eve and Christmas Day Eve. They would open late, like 8 or 9 o'clock, and then you could put in a few hours and get back together with all the people that you were missing. And I like that as part of it. Yeah. There's not a lot of bars that did that, and that was really cool. And that's, again, one of the things that wrote me into that place besides the beautiful lineup and everything. Let's take a quick break. Because I want to eat some cheese because I've been staring at it, and I want to hear more about it.
Jerky.
And what the jerky too, yes.
The jerky.
And I see you just brought out the West Hampton, so maybe we can crack a few of those and do some tastings. With that, let's take a quick break. This is The Wort with Mike and Pete, govsradio.com. Again, we are on YouTube streaming live. Victor fixed our audio.
Yay, Victor!
Hold on, Victor. Got that? Yeah, he's just thumbing up.
Thumbs up. Great.
Yeah, thanks, Victor.
He's a new audio technician. See you next week.
We'll be right back after this. Or not. There it is.
This is The Wort on Govs Radio.
Seem to bending back, you seem to uphold. Have you lost your way? I find it kind of strange. You'll be drawn to anything that's about to unfold. I should apologize if you were not one that I was born to prove it so. And I should clarify, you should not expect that I take you more than half the way home. And I want you, baby. Things I do are best kept out of the light. They're only for your eyes. And I'll show you, mama, dreams are always meant to catch fire. You taught me, gunning towards the flip side, no. Won't you hear me out? You who fear to drown. I swear that the water's nice once you learn to swim around. It's alright to dive with survival on your mind. You can take it step by step till you find solid ground. Child treading water in the deep, God knows. There's a certain kind of peace, God knows. A kind of sweet release, God knows. You must try to see how it goes. Until you face your fear, how can you hope to grow? Tell you settle down, settle down, settle. But pay no mind. As if they tell you settle down, settle down, settle. I'll pay no mind. As they tell me settle down, settle down, settle. Never pay no mind. As they tell me settle down, settle down, settle. Things I do are best kept out of the light. They're only for your eyes, and I'm singing on show. Dreams are always meant to catch fire. Come join me, gunning, gunning, gunning towards the flip side. Oh, baby, things I do are best kept out of the light. They're only there for your eyes. And I'll show you, mama, dreams are always meant to catch fire. Good Shoulders and hips, boys. Shoulders and hips. most nights. Afterwards we can drift slightly forever. There's a bar that knows me by name, at least I think. When you're a suburban kid, legend on the 6 cities means to you. I feel it, call the tune. Now you're above a home, I approach to go, and I'm not sure what to do. With the memory of you, with the memory of you.
This is Ghost Radio, and you're getting drunk with Mike and Pete on the Wort.
This is the Word with Mike and Pete, GhostRadio.com. We're listening to a little bit of the ripe. Oh, Christ. Hold on. It's probably, this is the Word with Mike and Pete. Who do we got?
This is Sarah Anderson.
Hi, Sarah Anderson. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
All right. Where are you from, Sarah?
I'm from Eugene, Oregon.
Wow. Very nice.
They reached out to me on Instagram and said to call. So
Sarah, it's not they, it's me. It's
those assholes.
Those guys. I'm Mike. This is Pete.
Sorry.
That's okay, Sarah.
Hello.
How are you? Thanks a lot for giving us a call. You're one of our
good.
Instagram buddies that we communicate with. And the reason why we like people to call in is we get information around the country and across the globe about their local beer scene. It's a great time to call because we just started our second break here, and we can hit you off right at the beginning. So tell us a little bit about what you got going on out in Portland, Oregon. Did I slur that? I feel like I slurred that. Sorry,
well,
Portland, Oregon.
in Portland and Oregon more generally, we just kind of have a lot of everything. There's a lot of beer, and it's everywhere, and it's super popular right now. It's really fun for anybody who's into the craft beer scene because you can basically get whatever you want if you're in any part of the state that has like a town. So yeah, I guess that's the biggest thing right now. I think there's also just because it's so popular, there's hundreds of breweries out there, and there's a lot of really good ones, but there's a lot of really not good ones.
Okay.
So at a certain point, you kind of reach this saturation level where you're not seeing as much good stuff. You're just seeing stuff.
People opening just to open.
Yeah. So that's what I would say. I don't know if that's very articulate, but
No, I hear you. So the Portland scene, is everything kind of concentrated within the city limits, or is it spread out, or how's it all kind of situated out there?
So Portland itself is divided into 4 quadrants.
Ooh, tell me about the quadrants.
Okay. So,
no, that was a true, honest question. I know everyone in the studio laughed at me like, "Are you making fun of?" No, I'm not. I really want to know. I've never heard that before. We've had a couple of people on from the area, and they never spoke about how it's broken up. So tell me about that. Was that a better way of saying that?
I don't know.
No. I was talking to Pete, my co-host. He looked at me again.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You can see us on YouTube making fun of each other visually. That's the word I wanted.
Okay. I have the YouTube live stream up on my computer. I just have it muted.
Well, don't listen back to yourself. Don't listen back to yourself because then it feeds back and it sounds horrible.
Oh yeah, no. I have it volume off.
Yes. All right. So tell us a little about the quadrants.
It's divided by the river. So there's the east side and the west side, and then there's North Portland and South Portland.
Okay.
So the Portland area is concentrated mostly in Multnomah County, and then there's Clackamas County on the east side and the Washington County on the west side.
Okay.
So the city limits itself is pretty small, and the way that people have sprawled out, the beer has just kind of followed. So there's a ton in the city, in the quadrant areas where most of the people live. But even where I'm from, which is in Clackamas County, I think there's 7 breweries in the little suburb right next to me. Wow. There's a ton over in the west side. Literally here, they're just everywhere.
So do you know what the total population is? I'm just trying to get a gauge of, the density of the population versus the amount of breweries that are in the area. Is it something where there's a lot of people or just not as many people as your major metropolitan city? Or do you think that these breweries can sustain, major stuff that's going on?
Well, I just looked it up, and Portland has a population of 600,000, 32 309.
Thank you very much, because I
So-
couldn't get to my phone faster.
Yeah, there's less than 1 million people that live in Portland.
Okay.
But I think the reason why there's so many breweries out here is like people like it. Like it's really sustainable. And at least the kind of like craft beer scene culture that I'm in, like that's what people prioritize. They prioritize like finding cool new places and like independent craft beer makers and brewers and whatever.
Okay.
And there's like a decent sized economy that is around that like surrounds the craft beer scene. There's like craft beer tour groups, which I actually went on with my boyfriend over break, and that was kind of interesting. But they'll like take you to all these breweries, and you like brewery hop, and you try all these beers at these places. There's I don't know if you've heard of them before, the beer bike, and you like get a group of people and you cycle on like it looks like I don't even know, like a little biking cart.
Oh yeah, we've seen those.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
Those are
8
the
people.
wineries.
Yeah, 8 people jump on it.
Yeah,
and they're all at a
those are
bar, and
really
you.
popular in the summer.
Yeah.
And people do that all the time. It's like shit like that. Like what there is to do here is like drink a lot of good beer.
Sounds like a party.
So like might as fucking well do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of where it came from. I mean, I'm somebody that I don't make beer.
Okay.
I just drink it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You're in good company.
You're in good company because we're all here, and none of us are brewers today, so we're good.
Yeah, so I can't speak to like that aspect of it, but like people go nuts here for going to the right places and like getting beer clout, and like I went here and I went here and I got this beer and this beer and this glass, and like I met this guy. It's shit
Sounds
like
like a
that
keeper.
people love. Yeah.
So quickly,
Huh?
what would be the place to go if we were out in Portland? What's that one place that everyone's like, oh, well, you didn't go there?
I'd say probably it'd be Great Notion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good. See, he said it right away. He
Everybody
knows.
loves that.
We got an online beer
Yeah.
trader with us here today.
Yeah.
Mark knows
Everybody-
the online market there. Great Notion's a big one. Yeah.
They do. They
Yeah,
make some
Great
good beer.
Ocean's huge, and I used to where I worked this past summer was only like it was like 2 miles away.
Lucky.
And well, I mean, I went there sometimes. Yeah, it was good. My favorite style of beer is not a hazy IPA or like an 11.5% stout.
Mhm.
So I kind of have to be in the mood for it.
Okay.
But Great Notion, like what they make it's really good. Obviously, it's phenomenal.
It's like all the half.
But I think there are other places around town that just don't really get the same kind of attention, A, because of the saturation, and
Yes.
B, because they don't necessarily make as much of the, like, really popular beers right now.
Well, they get
or
overshadowed
don't
by
make
the
it
big guy
well.
there.
Yeah.
Is the Commons
Yeah,
still
because
open?
that's always been my critique kind of Great Notion, as somebody whose opinion doesn't matter. It's like, I want, like, some more stylistic variety
I don't
going
mind that opinion. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Wait, Mark.
so-
Mark from Hops Scotch had a question for you. Got it, Mark.
Is the Commons still open?
Can you hear him? Oh, I'll crank you up a little bit.
The Commons? The brewery?
Oh, the Commons? No, the Commons is
They shut
closed.
down?
Yeah.
And that was like a big
They make
deal.
good brew.
So, yeah,
Belgians,
I am
everything.
very young, so I had never been to the Commons before it closed, and now it is the big like modern times
Yeah.
I haven't been there.
location
It
in
wasn't that long
Portland.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a child. I live in Eugene, and I've lived in Eugene since I started to go to college, and now I'm in law school. So most of my time drinking beer has been in Eugene and not in Portland.
Okay.
But I lived in Portland this last summer when I worked, so I got a lot more experience to that scene. But Eugene is like the exact same too. It's just like a fraction of the size of Portland. But there's a ton of breweries here and a ton of places to just beer hop. 'Cause
Yeah.
there is nothing to do in Eugene.
Okay. Well, that's it. Well, we here on Long Island in the New York area, there's lots of places to go. I'm sure you probably have a very similar. You can go if you're an outdoors person, you go skiing. If you're hiking, stuff like that. But at a certain point, at the day-to-day, there's not much to do per se without spending $1 million. So the easiest way is to grab a significant other or grab a couple of buddies and then head down to a brewery. I think that we're all in the same boat with that one.
Yeah, it's the same here. Like, there's I mean, there's a lot of outdoor activities to do, or a lot of ways to spend your money.
That's true.
But I'm not outdoorsy, and I don't have money, so I resorted to drinking beer.
Limits the options.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Limited options. So
Awesome.
But
Well,
I like it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's a great area to be in. Everyone check her out. Her handle on Instagram is Local Beer Girl. She hails from Portland, Oregon. If you're traveling out to the West Coast, go ahead and hit her up and ask her for some local beer information, where they should go, where you should be. And, of course, follow her on Instagram and on the other social media. It's Local Beer Girl. And check her out. She's got some great stuff that she posts and great information. She's also on Untapped as Sander13, and she hails from Eugene, Oregon. So if you're going to be in the area, give her a shout-out.
Yeah.
Sarah,
I'm here.
I'm just here when you need me. Let me know.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys.
Thanks Sarah, for calling in. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Have a good night.
You too. Later.
Bye.
That's Sarah. She's our third caller, if you don't count Graz's second call.
He's gonna call in now again.
No, because he knows that I'm not gonna play these games with him. We're not gonna be the
Sure
the
you're
first, the fifth, the eighth, and the 10th caller. If he wants to go down to Beer Fest, I can just have him come to Beer Fest, I guess. But I hope he didn't hear that. Is that
Should we take the bang
bus?
bus?
Yeah, we could take if he can get the bang bus to take us down. Anthony also has a limousine service, so he has this bus that we call the bang bus, and we spent some time on that thing. So hi. What were we going to say?
I haven't spent any time on the bang bus.
You haven't spent any time on the
get
bang
that out there.
Yeah. We weren't going to get in trouble for actually just taking a ride on the bang bus. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Sorry, Mom. Mark's mom, who's listening still. I still feel truly terrible about cursing and talking about bang buses. But so, Mark, I saw you unleash some beer over there. Yeah. And I'm very interested because I haven't had a single West Hampton brewery beer yet.
Awesome.
So I'm extremely excited. While you're kind of pouring out, Senior looks like he wants to get in on it, so you could stay on mic while your dad kind of hooks it up. He's like, give me this. Oh, give him the mic. There you go. Yeah. Look at him. He's going to hold it for you and everything. This is crazy.
I went with this one first just because I feel like it just truly...
Yeah.
Just pass this around.
So you've had this before, I would assume, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us a little about that. I know you did the nice
Splash the mic.
Yep. We're going to put this on hold for a minute while I believe
think
this is the Word with Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com. Who am I talking to?
Well, this is Ralph Vitale from Franklin Square.
Hey, Ralph, how are you? You definitely don't sound like Graziday, so I'm okay with that.
What's that?
I said you definitely don't sound like Anthony Graziday, so I'm cool with that. As we're pouring out beer, we're talking to you from Garden City.
Franklin Square.
Franklin Square? Is his name Franklin?
Garden City, whatever you want to call it.
It's right in the same area. Nassau County. What's going on, man? How are you tonight?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Are you friends with any of the folks that are in studio tonight?
Yes, Mark is my nephew.
Hey,
Uncle Ralph.
Uncle Ralph is
my
calling.
godfather.
There you go. Look at that. You got the whole family tuning in tonight.
Nice. Love this guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Such support.
Are you listening to us on GovsRadio.com or are you watching on our YouTube page?
My wife has it on the phone right now.
Nice.
Hey,
Marie, how are you?
Hit that subscribe button, and you'll get notifications whenever we're back on. And, Mark, at this point, since he's so close to where I work, I'm going to be kind of hitting up the shop every couple of weeks for some beers that we're going to feature on the show.
Delicious blonde, by the way.
Why not?
Yeah, of course. He's local enough. And, by the way, and I wanted to mention this, Mark, that you are very centrally located. I know I said about the Deer Park and the Comac, but it's in general in Long Island. It's a great location, in my opinion, because there's nothing really around there or anywhere.
I mean, you got Babylon Village. And
yeah, but that's not that close. You're still talking about 10, 15 minutes up the DPA.
You're right. Absolutely right.
Right around the block.
No, come on.
Conveniently located.
No, but really, you're far enough away from those North Shore guys, and I think far enough away from the South Shore. They kind of centrally located in between, where there's nothing right in that little belt there.
It's a beer desert right over there.
Right, exactly. That's
not for long, right?
No.
Well, not for long. So, Uncle Ralph, are you having some beers with us tonight, or what are you doing?
I'm going to try to have some beers with you, but I got a very important question for my nephew.
All right, good.
Yes.
How many beers are we going to have? I kind of joined you late, so you're going to have to tell me this.
We are only on our second tasting right now. We started with Long Island's 9 Lives IPA, and now we're moving into West Hampton Beach's Beach Blonde. Nice light-colored beer.
Okay.
Do you have something to drink along with us, too? Do you have anything there in front of you or anything in the fridge?
Well, I can go down and get a Corona downstairs.
All right,
But
that's
no.
No, that's
No,
okay.
go ahead.
Yeah.
No, we don't mind
Represent with
Coronas
Corona.
because
You don't
in the
like
summer
Corona?
sometimes you just need a Corona.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, crack that one open for us, and we'll drink with you on air. In the
And they actually
meantime,
Not a
match up
problem.
together. It's Corona's Super Summer. And
It screams summer. Whether
Yeah.
whatever you think about it, it's
Yes.
I don't really have too many of them in a year,
a few
but when I do,
tacos or at a barbecue.
yep,
Nothing wrong
there
with
you
that.
go. And so with this, the Beach Blonde and Beach Blonde, I said it right, good. What do we got going on here? Because we're reading our
I know we got tasting notes.
You got it's fantastic. Love this. So tell us a little bit
Come to
about
the
this.
store, this is exactly how it will be. I mean, you will get tasting notes there, representing whatever it is that you're going to be drinking at that point.
Awesome.
So with West Hampton, I don't know. I just figured that this one, maybe they say otherwise. When I think West Hampton, I think like citrus.
Summer.
Right? And
Yeah.
that's exactly what we taste with this. We have a lot of orange that comes out. And it just clean. It's just a really super clean finish. So
15% wheat, I see that, which really does give that smoothness on the tongue. And like you said, it's for me, it's one of those types of beers that I would have a lot of playing volleyball down at the beach or
Exactly.
late night hangs by the fire, those kinds of things, and especially in the summer. And that can't come fast enough. I'm fucking tired of this bullshit already.
And a good solid.
So what is it, like a smooth
4.46%.
finish?
In a way, because the like it said in the literature here that we have, the wheat actually adds that next layer of smoothness on the tongue when you taste it. So that's one of the things that they look for. That and things like lactose definitely helps create that creamy, smooth kind of feel. So instead of having all the bite of a really bright beer, the wheat helps kind of mellow that out a little bit. And it's coming in at a what? What's the ABV on this?
Yeah, solid.
4.46.
So
very
it's-
precise.
You
Yes.
drink this all day.
It's
There you go.
Sessionable beer.
Session.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Alphabet City short lease.
Ooh.
Before that went out of business.
Nah, I've
But
never
like a
had
better
Yes, the Alphabet
better
City one.
version of it. Definitely a better version of it.
You know, I'm going to say it again, and Pete's going to look at me, but I think it has a lot to do with the water.
Yeah.
So the water where it starts, if you have the New York beers, you'll feel it. They all have that very similar feel to them because of the water that they're pumping in from upstate. And then when you come out here and we're dealing with the aquifer, that has a real true change to the way the beer is tasting. Because what?
Mineral content.
80% of your beer, even if it's filtered, still has the remnants of that taste that's in there. Even if you kind of take some of those minerals out or whatever the chlorine or whatever fluoride or whatever they're putting in there, you're still going to get that same back end finish, I think, in places like Montauk and West Hampton Beach because they're so far out there, and Riverhead and Long Island, they all have that same kind of feel. I don't know.
Beach water.
Beach water, yeah. That's. I mean, they're not literally pulling in salt water and dredging the ponds, but yeah, it's that.
God, I hope not.
Yeah. Well, it'd be very interesting to have. Drain the Swamp IPA.
Should be smooth, I
Someone
hope.
probably has that.
Somebody
that has to exist.
It does.
That has to exist.
Someone has to make that.
We always come up with names and like, nope, that already exists. Fuck, we're not going to have that one. What was the one we came up with last week or 2 weeks ago?
Oh, I don't know.
We had a great one. I got to listen back now.
All right.
It was a good one. We'll go through that with our naming. So that's what we're drinking. So, Uncle Ralphie, did you open up the Corona yet?
Yeah, I got it down.
All right. I was about to say, did you do the swirly, the tornado? Did you tornado it? Do you know what the
Why
tornado
not?
is? Okay, there you go.
All right.
Flip it over.
Yeah, there you go. All right, fair enough.
Come on, you're talking Uncle Ralph.
Bingo. Franklin Square. What do you
Anyway.
do? What do you do for a living, Ralph?
I'm actually a painting contract.
Nice, good. So
Good answer.
Yeah. Oh, there's definitely something more to that. Oh boy.
Stay friendly with them.
Yeah.
And drink beer.
Hey, there you go. And that makes you part of the crew, so I appreciate it. All right, we're gonna let you go, Ralphie. Keep our phone lines clear. You're the fourth caller tonight.
You're good. I just want to wish them all the best, and
Thank
we
you.
will see you at your place.
Thank you, Uncle Ralph.
I'll see you out
All
there,
right,
Ralphie.
have a good one.
All right, have a good one.
All right. Love you guys. Be
Love
good.
you.
Is Uncle Ralph from Franklin Square. See, now I got it right. It just took me a minute to actually process the information. Come on. And, again, a 516-465-3990, 516-513-0515. Go on our YouTube page. The phone number is plastered right on there. Give us a call. 10th call tonight wins tickets to the AC Beer and Music Festival, March 29th and 30th, down at the Atlantic City Convention Center. See, I can say all that, and I didn't practice that.
Good for you.
Yeah, I can do things.
It's almost like we're...
So what do we think, Effin Beauty? One of
Amateurs
the
at
things
this.
that would pair well with this in regards to your menu that you're planning on doing
Menu
for...
is not even close to ready.
Ooh, is that what's going to keep you from opening like tomorrow?
No. No, we actually have our consulting chef coming out next week.
Okay.
So we finished building the kitchen, and now it's we're ready to go.
Double click.
But yeah, we're a couple weeks away from that.
Okay. And now, are you planning on doing a relatively same menu from the
American
restaurant
Beauty?
for American Beauty,
No.
or are you going to try to do something totally different, or what's the plan?
No, American Beauty is going to be more of our restaurant base.
Okay.
Effin's going to be more about the booze. We're going to have awesome food, more bar bites, a little elevated, but it's going to be there to put
It'll
something
be
in your
elevated
belly.
bar food.
It'll be elevated bar food. Something to put
Okay.
in your belly, keep you there drinking and happy and good.
Good times.
Yeah.
So you guys
I'm
spoke
so
to
psyched
me.
to come there.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys talked to me, via text message, whatever, DM, whatever we call it, leading up, and you said you really wanted to also focus on the craft cocktail. So, who is the craft cocktail gentleman? That would be you.
Yes.
And so, what do you do over there?
I am involved.
Vinny is
with
the
all
beer
that.
guy.
I know.
He's the beer guy.
There you
the
go.
beer guy.
No, he came with the veil. I saw
He
the veil.
forgot more than I know
He knows
about
veil.
beer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vinny is our educator.
Yeah, so I'm just the nerd that enjoys all of the beer.
Nice.
We
So
love
you're
him.
us, just you.
Exactly.
I don't mind that. You think you like yourself enough to be Vinny?
No, I'm sure he knows a lot more than I do. That's
That might be
We're
true.
we're just like Mark. We kind of want all the same local breweries that are coming out, and we want to definitely support the newest ones. There's one popping up every other day.
That's
too.
what's
Absolutely.
So good. That's
And
what's so good about it.
Like we have on deck something from Root and Branch that's going to be
Kopek.
I'm so
coming up.
excited for them.
Yeah,
Right around the block.
We're really
It's an
happy
embarrassment
with
of
that.
riches lately.
Yeah,
There's
it
so many
really
good
is.
beers out there
Between
from
that, like,
local.
all the new Nightmare stuff that's been coming out recently.
I want to get them on the show.
Yeah,
I got to reach out to
Yeah,
them.
so Pete's a metalhead, and he doesn't give a shit about the beer right away. He wants to hear about the music that
Kinda.
we're going to pair with the beer.
You put my playlist on Spotify.
That's true. I could, and it's just all D chords and screaming, so it's okay. I know.
Lamb of God, Slipknot.
Yeah, I
some
know.
of that stuff.
I know. But we had I had one of their beers from one of the local distributors that lasted all of 2 seconds,
Yep,
and
me
other
too.
than that, it was it seemed pretty cool. But we'll get them up and running. And where they plan on opening? Have you heard the inside
I
information
know
yet?
it's just contract brewing at a GSB for now.
Right,
I don't
like
know.
everybody else.
Yeah, pretty
Contract
much.
brewing at a GSB. This is the word with Mike and Pete. Who we got on the phone now?
Oh, they're gone.
Oh, fuck them.
Does that count as a number?
No, it does not. We did not take them to the
there
air.
you
That's
go.
number 4. They have to try again. They'll be the next call will be number 5.
Halfway there.
So who do we got going out at GSB right now? Let's put on Root and Branch. Has been doing contract brewing.
Root and Branch,
Nightmare.
Nightmare. Fire Island's still doing contract brewing. I believe.
No, they're
we're
on their
not-
own side.
They're on.
They have their own,
yeah.
but we're not sure
They're in
where
the same
they
building.
stand
Yeah.
right now, or whether their whole setup is actually just contracting right now. Because I haven't seen much come out of there new.
Yeah.
Dan Moss is gone, and we need to talk. He reached
I
out
know,
to
I
us,
know,
but we
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
gotten back to him. We feel bad. I DM'd him, but he didn't get back to me on that. I know Instagram sucks, so. But we'll talk. He was our little first brewer guest.
Yeah.
So Dan has taken us a long way with the people he knows and the people he introduced
guy.
us to. And so there's a bunch of others though coming out of there. I'm missing at least one major one that I know of.
From Great South Bay.
Yes, because they
I'm
did
not
a
sure
release there recently, and I went, oh, they must have contracted there. But we know some inside information. You want to share some of that with Long Island and who they're contracting with?
Oh no, was
You
that
don't
for
wanna do
public
that?
consumption?
I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a secret. Okay. Why are you looking at me? He wants me to say it. It's not that big of a deal. It's not like fucking The Alchemist is his head.
No. No, the Killington beer one. That was the one I was surprised to see. K1 from Killington. I was surprised to see pallets of that in Riverhead.
Yeah, so Mike
instead of in Vermont.
is the owner and operator of Port Jeff, and then also opened up Killington Brewery up in Killington, Vermont, and also now is partial owner, I believe, of the Patchogue Beer Project. So he's got his hands in a lot of things. So with that, I think he had to contract some of his stuff out to other
Well, I'm
people.
sure the Killington, their capacity is probably.
Well, I'm thinking
nowhere
just
near
in
what-
general, all 3 breweries, the capacities weren't all that great
Sure.
to do their full distribution that they're looking to do. So the other ones that I think Scott kind of gave us some inside information. Did he say off the record?
I'm not.
All right, I won't go any further than Port Jeff right now.
It's too late now.
No, I'm sure if you looked at a can of a
I mean,
brewery
it
you
says
don't
it
know
on
about.
there. Yeah, I
It
mean,
does. It does say it on
But
there.
I'm gonna.
Another big contractor was Two Roads. Two Roads contracts 1 million people. Carton, Who else am I thinking of? There was one that was Montauk. Montauk was there for a little bit, and now they're all upstate.
No, they're still in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, that's what it was. And then who else was contracted to Two Roads? There's some really big players in that game.
Two Roads, Lawson's.
Lawson's, yes. Sip of
That's the biggest
Sunshine
one,
came
yeah.
out of that's right.
That's why you see it all over the place.
Right, because they're part of that.
It's just another beer to everyone.
It's one of those things, you just got it and that's it. So I like this. Delicious.
Super clean.
What do you think would pair in regards to the cheeses or the beef jerky with this nice, bright, like you said, citrusy beer that we have here?
Probably one of the younger cheeses. So that would be, let's see.
Seems
Put me
sexy
on
to
the-
say
put
the
me on the
younger
spot
cheeses.
here.
I'm out there
Really?
trolling for
Probably
the younger
the
cheese.
one that I can't pronounce. This is Sean Dacey.
Sounds terrible.
Sean Dacey.
That sounds
I know it sounds terrible.
Oh.
It's all right.
Yeah,
they know what I meant. It's all about the
Sean
cheese,
Dacey.
baby.
That's going to be this one back here, super mild.
Oh, okay, yeah.
creamy. So we'd probably go with this is a lighter beer.
Yeah, that's the Shadow Days.
But is that how you pronounce it?
Schwandasi?
Schwandasi? No, that's those
God,
darker beers. I'm losing it. This dossier is not labeled correctly. I need my yeah, no, it does.
Yeah.
For the people on YouTube, they're just staring at cheese this entire time going, oh, I want to eat cheese. I guess with the Belgians too, the Micox Sunrise probably would work as well
You can go
because
with any of them. You can
yeah,
really
I
go
mean,
with
if you
any.
like cheese, it doesn't really matter. But I'm just thinking, just because
But not
it was
those middle-aged cheeses.
a low, yeah. Well, they're sexy too.
No
one-
cougar cheeses.
No cougar cheeses for us. Those old as shit, not getting into the club because you too old and too pregnant cheeses are not getting into my
Personally,
repertoire.
I like to go with like really sharp cheese when I have a light beer because then I feel like
Oh,
I'm getting,
nice little
like,
balance, yeah.
Have both best of both worlds right there. Yeah.
I'm a fan of like a good, blue, yes, I was going to say. So the blues or even something with a good spice, like a pepper or a jalapeno-based cheese, those are great. And that would actually, put that heat on there where I want to drink more, especially with the lighter beers. So awesome. And what about the
come out with a spicy beer?
Yeah,
I mean spicy cheese.
Spicy beer too. That would be good. A mild cheese or a smoother cheese with a spicy beer, like
had a couple beers that
Chipotle
had,
Porter we had, and,
from RAR.
yes,
They have,
and they,
Paleta de Mango.
yes. Oh, there you go.
There we
Double
go.
click it. This is the word with Mike and Pete. Who we got on the phone?
Hello?
Hello, it's the word with Mike and Pete. Who am I talking to?
This is Jonathan from Queens.
All right, so I have to get the award for most family.
Yes, you
It's my brother-in-law.
There you go.
Represent.
What's his first name?
No.
John.
It's his hashtag kick-ass brother-in-law.
There you go. I don't know if we're going to include that in all our hashtags at the post-show picture, but I'll try to. I'll try to remember it. So how you doing, John?
He's writing it down.
Unlike Uncle Ralph, I'm drinking a man's beer right now.
You guys are all. Oh, what are we drinking?
I'm drinking Finback Yellow Cake IPA.
Ooh, I do like that one.
Sounds good.
That's a good one. I like a lot of what Finback does. How far are you away from the brewery over there?
Too close.
About 20 minutes.
All right, yeah. It's harder to get around, I guess, without taking public transit and driving around there. Where, in fact, do you live?
Yeah.
What part of Queens?
We're in Woodside.
Ah, yeah, so you're a little bit... So you're closer to things like LIC.
Yes,
And,
exactly.
and the other one
the
is...
new-
what's the other
The
one?
new one is Fifth Hammer.
Oh, Fifth Hammer, sure.
okay.
Say hi to Matt for me. Matt was called
Will
into the
do.
show. Matt Archambaugh.
Archambault?
Archambault. So he's the
Oh,
front of house guy. He's the host of PBS's Brewed in New York. And
Nice.
yeah,
great show.
he ended up working with Fifth Hammer, and we're having him on the show in a few weeks. Actually, he's coming down with some Fifth Hammer beers, and we hope to pair him up with West Hampton Beach. We're going to have them both in the
That'd be
studio
sick.
that night. It's a good episode, and yeah, Matt's a really great, and they Fifth Hammer's doing some great things. They had opened like maybe 6 months ago, maybe a little longer.
Oh yeah, I think I went during the summer, and they had just opened. So yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
I went to a beer
Yeah.
beer tour one time,
Yeah.
walking, and we got to step in there. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. When did we go on a beer tour in the
About
Brooklyn?
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walking tour.
They just signed the lease, and they were still
Open
submitting
and-
plans and everything, but there was
There's still beer coming out of
There's
there.
still beer coming out.
John, what's your favorite
So
brewery
nice.
in there around your area?
around Queens, I would say it's a toss between Finback and LIC, but sometimes it's closer for me just to go to Williamsburg, and I could be at Grimm and KCBC actually quicker than I could be at Finback. So those are two that Mark and I visit a lot as well.
And have you gone to the canning distributor for Evil Twin over there?
No, actually, I did not even know Evil Twin was.
Yeah, they just opened one right around the same area as Bridge and Tunnel and Queens Brewery and Finback. Well, it's still a little bit away from Finback, but it's right around that area, and it's right up the block. And they're doing cans out of there. They're not doing a tasting room yet, but they're doing all their distribution can work right out of there. So give them a shot because they have some on-site brewing stuff and then some stuff that comes over from the main brewing site.
I thought you said the brewery, the canning is opening up. I was like, who is this?
Yeah.
I've never heard of them before.
No, we're opening up this can, though. There you
So
go.
I have a question for my kick-ass brother-in-law.
There you go.
Here we go.
So
I didn't bring any
what
sours,
does the
John.
name?
I did.
What
Did
does
you?
the name Hops Scotch mean? How did you come about that?
It's a good question, John. Thank you. You want to answer that?
Did he come up with it and he's just setting you up? Okay, good.
No, he's psyched because he loves the Scotch eggs too.
Oh, okay.
So Hops Scotch originally started because of my love for hops and Scotch eggs. So I don't know if anybody's had a Scotch egg here.
Awesome. Love it.
You want to explain a little bit about it?
We'll put the restaurant tours on the Scotch egg.
I know we got a chef in the house. I'll let him explain.
How are you guys actually making them?
All right, so just for anybody that doesn't know, it's classic Scotch egg would be a soft-boiled egg, but it can be hard-boiled. I like soft-boiled. With really seasoned pork, traditionally, but you can do beef or chicken or whatever you want.
Mhm.
And you will douse it in breadcrumbs or panko crumbs, and then just deep fry it. And it just comes out like this beautiful goldenness.
It's like the center part kind of melts a little bit and gets gooey and kind of.
You want it over medium. Just
Yeah.
a little bit. It's soft,
Yeah.
None of the white. Just.
So
Nice.
if you go
Yolk on
the
anything's good.
Yeah,
Yolk's
yeah,
great.
yolk is good on anything. If you go on the Instagram account, you'll see I have a bunch of Scotch eggs posted in the past, and as well as a couple of new ones I was just coming out with.
Where did
just
that
random
start? Did
ideas.
you do that to him? He did it to himself?
Are you guys doing Scotch eggs?
So yes, we'll be doing some Scotch eggs.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that will be the.
He's like,
Forget the cheese on the
Yeah,
jerky. I'm ready for the Scotch
Let's get those
eggs.
Scotch
This is
eggs in here
awesome.
now. Victor, roll them in. Let's go. Back to truck up.
He might have a deep fryer. We don't know yet.
Yeah,
But
but
he's got over there.
he brought a big bag. And we start smelling that deep fry oil smell, peanut oil smell.
So they match up perfectly with beer because they're good, awesome.
Yeah.
You got a lot of grease going on and crispy.
Calories included.
Calories included. So good. Thank you, John.
John, any other
And
questions for your kick-ass brother-in-law?
It's delicious, everything that he's made, and I'm proud of him, and I can't wait for the space to open and to be the next Long Island entrepreneur.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Love you.
All right,
And
thanks.
And big shout out
Best
to
family.
There you go.
Mark D Senior as well.
There you go.
Love him.
He's here.
And Victor.
No, one
and then
moment-
my father-in-law Victor in the other room.
Yeah. He's on the mic.
Thanks, babe. I call him babe.
Oh, you're on the mic.
He's my babe.
The entire family's a cast of characters. I won't even There's not the one person that has not.
Is there a
you know,
floor
one
show
personality.
as well?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
They have one of those reality plays, like a murder mystery play at night.
If you
Come
only
down to
knew-
Hopscotch.
If you only knew this family.
You get to meet Uncle Ralph.
And beer to that reunion. Oof.
Those are all sides
Oh,
of the
jeez.
family. They're not even. None of those people are related so far.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. They are.
So we've only had a few branches of the family tree.
Everybody.
Well, you're friendly with the good branches, so that's good.
There's my cousin Tom. I know he's listening.
Yeah, he'll call in. All right, Johnny, we're going to free up the phone lines. I appreciate you calling. You're our fifth caller tonight. Give us a shout-out, and you can say goodbye to your boys.
Thanks, guys. Best of luck.
Thanks,
Hey.
John.
Bye, John.
Bye-bye.
There's John from, what is it, town? Queens, but where?
Woodside.
Woodside, that's right. Okay, thank you. Shouting out from Queens, all over the place, and loves the, what do you say? He said the KCBC and the Grimm.
Finback.
And Finback. I love Finback.
Yeah, it's
I've
always
been
good.
there twice now, and everything I've had from them is unbelievable.
It's a pain in the ass to get. Claire Rose, just they don't get the beer.
I know. There's if you spend a morning in there, because we got there right at opening, literally it's guys with U-Hauls. So they're all just case by case by cases leaving that brewery through U-Hauls there's no major distribution truck that comes. It's not like the Corona truck pops up and you load it on. They're going somewhere, so they got these contracts all over the place, but they're probably for local shops and stuff like that. It's hard to find.
Every time I call, it's like pulling teeth.
Yeah. I do want to give one little prop to Copeg's Fine Fare and Copeg. He does sometimes get. Franklin does
everything.
He got everything. He's got.
I call my distributor like, "How come he's getting?" He's like, well, "I don't know how he's getting it."
I know
like,
how. We all know how he's getting it. It's just the fact that he's getting it, and it's just amazing, and how he's able to
single cuts that I can't get.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah. The easy ones, the more popular ones, you can get pretty much anywhere. But those ones that are like limited
Serious
releases,
one-offs, it's not happening.
Yeah, dude, it's impossible. And the stuff, foreign object stuff he's been getting, and the Captain Lawrence, he actually got Nightmare, and that's where I got mine. It's crazy what he's able to pull together sometimes. He knows people. That's the thing. He does good
but
things.
You know what? That's what beer's about. It's about the relationships.
Right, absolutely.
But it's not like he's one of those guys just capitalizing on it. He wants to bring you good beer.
Yes, that it truly is his passion. I've had numerous conversations with him, and it does. There's a cost for doing all that business. So I mean, I'm sure his costs go up as well as everybody else to personally transport stuff around.
He's not
or whatever.
making that much off those cans.
No, he's not.
He's really not.
He's really not.
I go down there and I start, I got a little coal fire left. I'm like, I'll take it.
Yeah, whatever you got in there, I'll take it.
getting excited just
He's given us
thinking
some
about
great
those
stuff to bring
coolers
onto
and
the
stuff.
show, and
Such
it's
a
been
great
amazing.
spread.
You don't realize you'll go in there like, wait, okay. Okay.
What I didn't.
You're up to $500. You're like, oh boy.
Yes.
That's the problem. You walk
Very
in there,
quickly.
like, feed the kids or buy beer.
Yeah.
Well, definitely the latter.
Yeah. I mean, there's peanut butter and jelly and rice and beans in the cupboard.
That leads to more children.
Yes. then there comes a crossing point where there's too many kids to feed and not enough beer to drink to forget their faces. See where I was going with that? He's like, wait. Oh, there you go. You got it. All right. How you feeling,
Caller
Pete?
number 6.
Break.
What was that?
Yeah. Oh, you
Yeah.
got to pee?
Yeah.
It's starting to fill up?
A little bit.
Are you up to your eyebrows?
Almost.
All right,
Getting
we'll
there.
get there.
All right.
We did another 45, so I'm
Perfect
good with
time.
that. Yeah, let's take a quick break. We're going to bust open that beef jerky. I've been staring.
yeah.
Pete, you want to try the bacon jerky?
Fuck yeah, dude.
All right, we'll take a quick break. This is the work of Wort with Mike and Pete. GovsRadio.com. Give us a call in our next area, 516-465-3990, 516-513-0515. We'll be right back after this.
This is Ghost Radio, and you're getting drunk with Mike and Pete on the Wort.
Here comes on the rock on. I drank 15 beers. That's a whole lot of brew in one night. When you're trying to drown the memory from your mind. It took the 15 beers to get here. I don't know how many more till I leave. Take my change in tears and drink my 15 beers. Yeah. Well, I rolled into Joe's about 6:15 and I was ready to pour 'em down. 'Cause at 8 o'clock, Delilah was meeting me there. Well, I thought I'd have 3 or 4 just to loosen up, 'cause we were really gonna swing tonight. I could already see her face and touch her long red hair. Well, at 9:35 I thought, man alive, what could be holding her up? Just then a man in a long black Cadillac came in and told little Joe, "Fill her up." While he was cleaning off the windows, guess who he saw? In the back laying soft as rain. It was Delilah, sipping on pink champagne. I drank 15 beers, and that's a whole lot of blues for one man. When you're trying to drown the memory from your mind, it took the 15 beers to forget you. I don't know how many more to just feel while he holds Delilah near. I'll drink my 15 beers. Bring it up. I drank 15 beers, and that's a whole lot of brew in one night. When you're trying to drown the memory from your mind. It took me 15 beers to get here. I don't know how many more till I leave. I'll take my change in tears and drink my 15 beers. My 15 beers. How many is 6 or 7, 15 beers. Just keep bringing them some. 15 beers. That's what I need. Bring me that 15th here, and by the way, bring Billy Scott.
Govs Radio. You're listening to The Wort on Govs Radio.
Hey, moron, it's pronounced the Wort.
What the hell is a wort?
It's pronounced the Wort.
What is it? The wort? Yeah, okay, I'll do that again. This is The Wort on Govs Radio.
It is the Wort. Not wart, not fort, not short. The Wort.
I'm sorry, I just don't know what that means. When do you guys start drinking?
Who says we haven't been drinking?
Where's mine? If I say it correctly this time, can I have a drink?
We'll think about it.
You're listening to The Wort on Govs Radio.
This is The Wort with Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com. Streaming live on our YouTube page. Go over to YouTube, type in The Wort, W-O-R-T. You can type in Mike and Pete right after that. You'll find us on there. Also, streaming live on GovsRadio.com. Again, our replays will be held tomorrow and in the next few days. We'll be rotating on GovsRadio.com as well as on our iTunes, as well as on our Laughable app, the Hopped Up Network, and we have an announcement. More jerky, yes. More jerky's being opened. I want to make the announcement right now live on air, even though we posted on our Instagram. We finally got picked up by Spotify.
Oh, right.
Yay. So now we're on Spotify. If you're going on Spotify, you can't listen to us live, but you can listen to all of our replays, probably back in the last 24 episodes. I think all 24 are up there right now.
I think so.
So you can go check that out on Spotify. Another easy place to find The Wort. Type in W-O-R-T, Mike and Pete, and we will pop right up there on your Spotify dial. We are in the studio today with Hops Scotch. Mark and Mark are here. The Mark's brothers, and Victor sitting over there in the old tour room. What up, Victor? Nope, we got to push that button one more time.
Hello, howdy.
Hey, how you doing? Victor, now that we heard from Mark and Mark's entire family, and I know you're part of it too, Victor, what do you do?
I am the master carpenter.
Nice. So you're going to be part of the completion of creating the entire look and feel of the place.
Mark and I have been actively building the shelving units that are going to house the
I
product.
saw that online. That looks pretty nice.
And soon to be other shelving and cabinetry, and he's got some great ideas. So I have a workshop, and we've been working it out.
And so that's what you've done for a living?
No, I just retired from advertising. Oh, conveniently.
Related field. I guess.
Yes, related field.
Which definitely helps to have, an extra set of ears and eyes in and around the area.
Very excited when he said he was retiring.
I'm extremely excited that you were retiring and going to be part of that. Well, that's good. And so you've done some work, I guess, around the house, and you're pretty handy with the shop.
Amazing stuff he puts out.
Wow.
Really nice
awesome.
stuff.
And maybe that's new retirement fund there.
Big ass boards.
Yes.
Big ass boards.
All right, cool. Go ahead. This is The Wort with Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com. You're on. Who is this?
Hey, ¿qué pasa, maricones?
Nope. Not going to fall for that one.
What's happening, maricones?
No. We are drinking Mexican cake. So maybe for just one moment, I'll believe that you are not who you think you are.
Did I win?
You did not. You were only the first caller because you called in now twice, senor.
My name is Chico Escuela from Brooklyn. What are you talking about, maricones?
Nope.
Fucking Pete and Mike. Mike, best beer in business.
That's right.
Beer show.
Yes. Jesus Christ, you do the worst impressions.
Fuck you. It's not good
Yeah, it's the worst.
What are you doing to me? Come on, I want to win.
You want to win what?
I want to go to Lake City before I go to Vegas.
Just fucking meet me at my house before we go to the goddamn show. You're 2 minutes away from me.
Invite me, Pete. He doesn't want
I
me
told
to
you.
steal the show.
Listen, we do have a full car. We're taking on the young intern Thomas, our lead producer for the AC Beer Fest down there. Thomas is going to come.
Oh, we're taking him. Fuck you. All right, guys, see you later.
Well, I'm just saying that because
Pete, I swear to God, next time I see you in the fucking fruit section, I'm going to swear.
Fruit section. Fucking. Next time I see you at a pizza dinner.
Up your ass, Pete, you bastard.
Yeah. Listen,
promises. Jeez.
Well, we're quickly racking up phone calls from Mark's family, called from all over Long Island. So if you hold out and you get somebody else in your family to call in about 4 or 5 times, you might actually be the winner.
I might have Grandma Beatrice call you up in fucking about 10:45.
10:45.
Yeah, well, what time
is it?
Till?
No, it's
Yes,
not. It's not
not the
10:45.
It's 10 o'clock now, right?
Yes, correct.
Are you having a good time with Hop Scotch, whatever they... I used to play Hop Scotch when I was a fucking kid.
Yeah, that's a good one. You got it. You're
Is
right
it
there.
Hopscotch?
It's
Yes.
hopscotch, yes.
What do you I have to tell you something.
What's
when
that?
you come on my show,
Yeah.
I treat you like gold. You come on I go on your show, you're very fucking distant to me. I don't like it.
No, you're the best. I love you.
No, you don't.
No, I do.
I want to go to American Pie. Can we go to
And that may be why we try to just keep arm's length.
I want to go.
When are we going on date night, Graz?
Yeah,
Me
when
and you. We'll date night it up.
No, we should
to
triple
American
date.
Beauty.
Triple date over at American Beauty.
I would like to go to American Beauty.
Yes.
It's a great spot. It's going to be fantastic.
Nope, that's Effin Beauty.
No, that's the one in
We're talking about the one
Massapequa.
that's in
Hold on,
Massapequa. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. That one's really nice. I've been there. That place is really nice. They got good drinks there.
Okay.
Effin Beauty, that's a nice spot, too. I think they're going to do very well there.
Thank you.
I think so too. I think that's like I said, it's well known, and they have the the namesake for the restaurant, and of course the location from the nostalgia that it brought many people over the years.
How many taps are you going to have on
Good question.
at one time?
We're having 24 times.
24.
24. It's a
Yeah,
sexy.
Mark's like,
That's
I need some.
You know, as an American Beauty, I have 12 taps. And
Okay.
It diversifies so damn hard.
Yeah.
It's,
May I ask
I
the question
that
now? Will you
choose
be
between
brewing any of
Cezanne
that
or
stuff there?
Sour. What was that?
No, they're not brewing anything. These are not brewers. These are restaurant owners and bottle shop owners. So there's no brewery. There's no one brewing beer. It would require an entire new license and an entire production area that they probably don't have in either of these spaces.
I apologize. Sorry, fucking Stanley. I apologize. You know everything. Well, can I ask you a question? Will they putting on one of the breweries that we've had on your show?
Yeah.
that
Probably
might
be-
open up by 2020?
Out of the 24 taps, there'll probably be
No,
yes,
we're gonna
6
have
or
a
8
lot
of
of
them.
local beers.
Barrier, right? Barrage. All those guys are really good. Lithology.
Love them.
Yep. All right,
Great
buddy.
talk, Russ.
Listen, we got to go. We got to clear up the phone line so we can get our sixth caller in for the night.
You have any more beer for me?
Are you really
Yes.
stopping by?
Come down.
But the answer is yes. The answer is always yes.
Well,
I want to
listen,
meet him
free
now.
beer
He's
for
got
me.
to come here. I want to meet the family. I want to meet him. I mean,
Listen, they want to meet me, Michael. You're a fucking bore. I'm the talent.
Hey,
Can you not
senor.
see that? Listen.
All right, Graz, are you in the parking lot or
Yeah,
Radio
he's
1?
in the parking lot, and in less than 5 minutes he'll be in here.
Wait, I have one. I'm not. I have one question for you, for the guys.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're in the Hopped Up Network, correct?
Yes, we are.
Because you're a beer show, correct?
That's correct.
Don't
I like
you
to think
think
so.
because I own a limo company and I keep beer in my limo, guys from Hops Scotch and American Beauty and Effin Beauty, don't you think my show should be a beer show too? Because I'm keeping beer in a limo.
I think that you could have a beer element.
I think it should be a beer show. I think I should be on the Hopped Up Network with you guys.
No, you gotta. There's like a rigorous thing you have to pass to get on with the boys.
You know, Michael, I'm in the parking lot. I'm coming in.
All right, bye. All right, Graz will be in here in just a moment.
Good Lord.
Yes, he's relentless.
And
And
Turn Bull in a China shop comes to mind.
yes, that's a really good one. That's all right. I don't really have a mic for him, so I don't know where he's going to go. He's going to have to push Victor out of the way.
Ralph to come in too.
Oh boy,
I really do.
that would be
Bring 'em.
that'd be the you know what? Maybe we
Wow.
recommend Graz and Ralph do a show together.
Oh my God.
Spin off.
Radio
That is
Gold.
pretty cool.
Yes, I mean, I would almost consider us a spinoff of his show.
Yeah.
I mean, because it was just a matter of time before I started my own, but I was producing his show, so. More than likely, he'll end up walking in here, and everyone on YouTube can see the old Anthony Graziday. And he's not really that old. I'm just saying, old Graziday, like old Snapper. No, if you
Nah.
have kids, you know what I'm talking about, old Snapper.
I
Anyway,
don't.
we're at Mike at PGubsRadio.com. We are drinking Mexican cake from Westbrook. This is an imperial stout that is the complete opposite of what West Hampton Beach Blonde was. It was a 4.6 or something, and then we jumped up to a 10.1. Out of nowhere. I just thought it was a little bit of a palate enhancer before we start moving on to the next things.
I'm going to take just another last sip of that.
Yeah, this is something
Really
my buddy
good.
Nick got me in addition to some of the other things that he was bringing over, and it's like extremely good. It doesn't taste like a 10. It tastes more like a 9
It
or an
smells
8.
boozier than it tastes.
That's where I was going with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as boozy to the tongue as I thought it would be, but I've had some really great Westbrook stuff, so I really do like what they're putting together, and this is something definitely different.
It's terrific.
You like, because there's no coffee to it, right?
Yeah, I don't like coffee, so.
Right, so that's perfect for you. I'm
it's
actually
very
glad I
good.
brought
I
it in,
like it a
because
lot,
I did think of you if I was going to pour it, whether it was going to actually work for you or not.
It's good.
All right.
Not a fan
Like
of
it.
the carton coffee?
No.
I don't like any coffee, period.
Nothing.
No coffee.
Oh, wow.
No, he doesn't do well with those. We've had a couple of them come through here, and he'll do the taste just to see and remind himself that he doesn't like it.
No, the one from Barnshed was
the clear one.
The very light Barnshed Brewing in Bethpage.
Yeah.
They have a very, very light colored.
It's clear. It's
not clear. I think he said he starts with like something that's like almost like straw color, like Coors Light in color, not in taste obviously, but Coors Light in color,
Right.
and then it ends up being like the 9 Lives in color once he adds some
compared to everything else, it has this really dark roasty flavor, and
that was good. That was a coffee flavored beer I could actually enjoy.
So I shouldn't take out the jacked up from Po' Boy.
No, we could drink it.
Everyone else can
Pumpkin
enjoy.
ale,
Fuck Pete.
Coffee,
Yeah.
spice.
Don't let me stop you.
I mean, that'd be a good continuance of what we're doing here, but you have so many beers to choose from on this list. I feel like
seriously,
I'm at Effin Beauty thinking, I don't know what I want today. There's so many good things you
My
got.
list is half the size.
Do we have the Earl from Brewers
No.
Collective? We didn't have that. Which one did we have? Duke.
We had the Duke.
Yes.
We had their
I did like
Gruits.
Duke. Yep.
So they actually suggested taking the Earl because you guys had their.
Oh, so you talked to them about you coming
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Oh, awesome. Perfect. So they knew, what we've had and what we haven't. I remember being at...
We had was the Blitzkrieger.
Yeah.
When I went to the brewery, I had it with the blueberry syrup. I think they call it something else without the blueberry syrup, but with the blueberry syrup was the fucking balls.
Yeah. And Pete's a big Saison fan. If you want to get Pete going, give him
You
some
like
Saisons or farmhouse ales or...
Allagash, Omegang Hennepin.
Hennepin.
Yes.
Very good. Very good.
Big fans of those.
Very good.
Vinny, we really haven't heard much from you today. I know you're like the silent beer nerd, but what do you what's your go-to beer? It could be national, it could be local, whatever you're thinking. What do you really go to right now? I know, like we said, it's ADD pretty much right now with so many beers out. But
at the moment, I'm jumping on the bandwagon with everyone with Hudson Valley.
Ooh, okay.
I haven't had anything from them yet.
Ooh, if you like saisons, make a trip to to Hudson Valley and Suarez.
Okay,
and you'll have a great day.
Where'd I end up when I was up there? I was in Poughkeepsie. No.
Plan B.
No.
I brought some Plan B.
So good.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, I think I ended up at Newburgh. No, I ended up Newburgh, which is not Poughkeepsie.
Peekskill, right?
But
yeah.
Yeah.
But there was another one up there I ended up stopping at on our way upstate, and I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I mean, the Hudson Valley is just that whole area is doing amazing things.
They got a lot of room up there.
Yeah,
they do.
I just watched another episode of the Brewed in New York show on PBS, and they had Good Nature and one other. We were supposed to get Good Nature to call in tonight. I was trying to get them to go down to AC.
Yeah, their brown ale's delicious.
Yes, that's their staple,
and it was delicious.
Yeah, and I've heard some unbelievable things. They had Empire on right in that Syracuse area, and there was one other that they had on that it was looking out right over the Hudson River. It was gorgeous. It had a huge deck. I think the guy is one of the starters of the Think New York, Drink New York movement, and part of the app. It wasn't Dale or Dan or whatever his name is. It was another guy. So it was a beautiful spot. And so when you go up to a place like the Hudson Valley and you have the views and the decks that they put on, and then the beer, it ignites the whole experience. Yeah,
Outside?
Oh,
yeah.
I'm an outside guy. I can't wait to not be in my house anymore. I really can't. The minute it gets warm, I'm lighting a fire and I'm just sitting out there all night with the kids.
I'm looking forward to mowing my lawn.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you? Do you really like mowing your lawn?
I love mowing my lawn. It's an hour to myself, and then I get to drink a beer after, or 7.
I drink while I'm mowing.
Before.
Yeah.
What's that?
You drink when you're mowing.
Yeah. He doesn't have a cup holder established onto the mower yet.
But I need to get a ride-on mower.
Yes. I think, what do you have, like 50 square feet of lawn?
Yeah.
So for you, I don't know what you're doing out there for an hour. You could have just used a pair of scissors and you would have done it in just
well,
a minute.
gotta
just kidding.
Gotta trim and
it's gotta be even.
Yeah.
Straight.
Do you take real pride in your lawn?
Fuck yeah, I do.
You do, yeah, right. Did you go the opposite direction and then like do the crosshatch?
No, I don't do the crosshatch.
Okay.
I don't, because the way the the property is
it's tough to
situated.
do.
I can't do the crosshatch.
Well, you have the white picket fence. You ever leave the tire marks on not the picket fence, the plastic, the PVC, like I do? You ever leave the tire marks on the?
Oh, from hitting it with the lawnmower?
Yep.
Yeah, every day,
dude.
every time.
So frustrating. If anybody has a trick on how to get rid of that, I've heard
probably
Magic
WD-40
Magic
or-
Eraser. I've heard. But then that's going to scrape up your white PVC fence. Give us a call, 516-465-3990.
Fuck PVC fences and
mowing lawns with lawnmower beers and PVC fences. I'm just making ways for people to call us and be the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th caller of the night so we can get to our 10th and be excited. All right, so what do we have on tap now? So do we have something else that we're going to open, or what do we? What's the plan? What are you
I
thinking
got
about?
the plan B. What do we have, Vinny? I have Sand City 1, 2, and 3.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And he's got 2 over there. You guys are...
and I got a little Burlington.
We have this weekend's other half release down there, too.
Oh, do you? So you guys all get the real hookups. I mean, we get some... So I have to literally go to Sand City to get stuff instead of... I'm sure you
I
went
know
there.
he goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there for that one.
Okay.
I get a call. How much do you want?
Did you stand online?
Yeah, every year for the Sand City release.
I feel like I can get those though without standing online. If I just wait till 11:30, and there's usually they'll have 4 cases left, and I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll go up there and grab it now. But I don't know. I don't mind standing online for some of the unique ones, but I feel like because it's so local and because I can go up there pretty much any time, that I don't need to stand online. But I'll stand online at Treehouse. I mean, you're going to. You don't have an option, I guess, at Treehouse.
You really don't.
Not anymore.
Yeah, no?
I don't know. Well, when I was there, I didn't even have a line.
What the fuck? When'd you go?
Yeah.
My brother goes up there all the time. I just have him stand in line. and
Right,
then
exactly.
bring it
Bring
back.
us shit down.
That's it.
Yeah.
They're such a... They're like...
Yeah, last time I was there was a 150-person line the entire time. I was
Jesus.
there. I was there for 3.5 hours, too.
Yeah, so when did you go up? When was
so
it?
listen, when I was driving up there, it was probably I don't know what time of night, whatever time they close.
Yeah.
But I was literally going to get there 5 minutes after they closed, so I tweeted them 20 minutes away. I was like, I'm not going to make it. My GPS says I'm going to be...
I'm not going to make it.
I'm not gonna make it. They actually tweeted me back. They're like, don't worry, just tell, what's your name? And they let me in, and I was literally the only one in there.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was super
that's
customer service.
That it sure is.
Yeah.
I've been to
Really
Trillium
great
4 or 5
Gotta say
times. I've
Trillium.
never stood online at Trillium.
Really?
My buddy lives 2.5 blocks away from Trillium at the Canton
Yes.
facility.
Beautiful.
So he literally just walks in, and we would go on a Friday night or a Thursday night, 6, 7 o'clock. Walk right in, no problem.
They got a good system there, too.
Oh yes,
It's
it's
you
it's
go to
the
bar,
soup
you go
Nazi.
into- yeah,
It's you
exactly.
step
Keep
up,
it
you get
moving.
your beer, move it, you walk back. You get
Keep
your,
it moving.
There's no more. You can't think. You have to know what you want. Otherwise, they're like, all right, what do we get? Who's over there now? You get nothing. And then the
Beautiful
bar is on
facility.
the complete other side if you walk around a whole other way. What we really found was a great brewery understated by those 2 big ones up there is Castle Island.
Oh, yeah.
We've been getting
what was
some.
that? I wanted that beer.
The brown.
No, was the lager or?
Oh yeah, the award-winning lager.
It's fucking great.
It was
more
also
back.
ridiculously inexpensive. It was
Right.
a 6-pack of 16-ounce cans for $13.
It's crazy.
Wow, that's great.
That's
cheap
compared to me spending $70 at Sand City for about 4 or 5
4 beers.
4 beers, $70.
$85.95.
Yeah, God damn it. Yeah, they are very good. There's no listen. We want Billy on the show. We had him on the show at the live show at Croxley's in Farmingdale for Craft Beer Week. He came on briefly with us and talked a little bit about the beer. But Red Sand is one of my favorites, and they released that. So I got our buddy Frank, the worst bartender in the world, to run up there and grab us a few 4-packs of the Red Sand before they sold out. And little did I know that it didn't even sell out. They were kind of handing it out at one point because they just get this out of here. So much Red Sand here. But I love it. Red Sand's one of my favorites from them. I've had, I think, 2. I haven't had 3.
I had 3.
Wait, it's 3 with the. Let me.
Yeah, we have Red Sand.
3 is the Roman numeral, right?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So I've had 3.
Okay.
I haven't had 2.
That
And
smells
I will
amazing.
touch one after
There's one
I get to. Oh yeah, and Pete brought a Treehouse. If anyone hasn't had Treehouse, he brought the Bright Mosaic or Galaxy.
Galaxy, I think. Bright
Galaxy,
with Galaxy.
I have a Treehouse double shot sitting down there, too.
What I found is the Treehouse Snow. I've had a couple of them now. I had Julius and Hayes and Bright and the Session Bright. And I found Snow out of all of that to be one of my favorite beers they've produced so far. It's unbelievable. It's a hoppy wheat, and it's got the Trillium taste. Yep. Like, I love Trillium, so that to me was the Trillium equivalent to what they're doing up there. What do we have now? What do we? Oh, we got 1, 2. What do we got?
Oh, that's pretty goddamn good.
I'm just gonna get some of the stout out of my glass. Victor, how you holding up in there? Nope. Other button.
Yeah, how's that?
That's good.
There we go.
Excellent.
Awesome. You find
You're
it
right there. You need a beer.
Glass? You need some beer.
Need some cheese?
Some jerky. Shoulder
We
rub.
got it all here.
What do we got? What do you need?
So if Graz comes in, and he hasn't been coming in as much lately because Graz finished up a 24-hour radio marathon right here in the studio. So they broadcasted for 24 straight hours. Wait. I'm getting both of these? No, that's all right. What am I doing with this?
I don't know.
You can have both of them.
Oh, whose is this?
Yours.
Oh, okay. I'll just pour it into mine. There you go. Thank you. I didn't want to take someone's glass. That's why I didn't want to do it. Talk about some of your favorite foreign beers. What do you, I mean, we did discuss some of the other ones that you're into, but out there in the trading world, what have you had and what have you enjoyed the most?
So I am a terrible whale hunter. I'm not a hunter at all.
Okay.
And so I'm always about the local. So
Okay.
I really don't have, like, I guess a favorite. I would say, if anything, I love Trinity.
Okay.
And I believe they're out of Colorado. Yeah, they're so good. So they
Great
were the
Saison.
ones.
You like Saison? Saison, man.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
They actually what brought me on, I think, more into saisons and sours and all of that, and like this, different yeast blends that you probably wouldn't have tried previously.
Huh.
So this is in the past. So they're probably one of my favorite.
I've
not
heard of them.
Yeah.
No, I've heard of. Well, we're following them, of course, but it's just one of those ones that pop up every so often. You're like, oh shit, look what they're doing. But we haven't tried it yet. That's what we.
They're known for their saisons, just like Central Waters for their barrel aged. Their saisons are just amazing.
Barrel aged saisons, Pete.
No, I'm not saying that.
Complexity.
Central Waters. It's just they mastered it. The Central Waters, I haven't had a bad barrel age from them ever.
Something I have not had. I don't know if you've had it. D Grande. Is it D Grande or out of Oregon? They
Not
just
yet.
got.
That would be
award.
interesting.
From everywhere, but
Yeah.
I'm like you. I'm not
Yeah.
a whale hunter.
Yeah.
I do everything from local. Like my favorite brewery around here right now is Dubco.
Yes.
I've been loving them for
Very
so.
good.
You can go there and have such a extensive, versatile taste with everything, like from a sour to a barrel aged to a great
hazy
Belgian to a
IPAs,
hazy
Belgians,
IPA.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm always
Stouts.
really happy about going there.
Yeah, it's so good. When you can go to a place and be able to try multiple different things, and you're not doubting, not saying that IPAs are, but sometimes when you go to
sometimes you want something else.
Yeah,
you want something a little different than a hazy IPA.
Exactly. So when you can go to a brewery and step in there and have a range of different things, I mean, that's always good.
Yeah, I think that's
agree.
why most breweries now are looking for that niche style and then expanding from there. So they get their audience, they bring them in, and then they kind of send it out from there and experiment. And I think, even like the Brewers Collective does a really great job of doing that.
They have some
experimental shit that
weird,
you're like, what?
some weird
They
stuff.
do. They got some.
They push the
really-
limit there,
they
which
do.
is it's good to see.
And when you
Old Man
think about
Rye
what
right now is so delicious.
What's that?
Their Old Man Rye.
I've not had it.
So good. I don't even know if I don't even think they let me bring a can. I was like, I want that. They're like, no, you can't have that. Sorry.
That's off the table right now. We like those guys, but fuck them. They're not getting the rye.
The Gruit was something that I was interesting. That wasn't. I hadn't even heard of it before they brought it in. That
was it?
Their Gruit.
Exactly.
No hops. So it's a beer that's.
Oh wow.
So the preservative agent was herbs. I don't remember.
Like old school beer.
Yeah, I don't remember what the. What
was it
what
hibiscus
mix.
in there? And
I don't know
else?
what they had in there, but
There was
I was just taking it. Hadn't.
It's very similar to what Island to Island was doing. Remember, she's using a lot of. She's not that she's not using hops, but Danny from Island to Island in Flatbush.
Sure.
She's doing some very. I don't want to say ancient, but like old school recipes that are doing some fresh ingredients, herbs and spices to kind of increase that flavor profile of the beer. Have you noticed anybody else doing stuff to that level here on Long Island?
I was checking out. Was it St. James? Not St. James Brewery out east.
1940s.
Jamesport.
Right near
Jamesport is
1940s.
out there.
Yeah.
St. James is
St.
the
James.
Belgian
Yes.
style.
So I've been wanting to get over there. I don't know if anybody's have gotten there before.
I've been there.
Yeah, I've been to St. James. 1940s does great stuff too.
Yeah, 1940s does some good stuff.
And Spider Bites across the street.
Yeah, they're all right there.
Yeah, 94. We had Charlie on for our last show. Great
guy.
interview and wonderful beer. And I actually passed by on my way home on Saturday to see if anybody was still kind of lingering at 10:30 at night. No, Spider Bite was gone, lights off. 1940s gone, lights off, and St. James was gone, lights off. But all three are within half a mile of each other. So that is what we talk.
St. James is closed every time.
Yeah. Well, he's got a real, like, you talk about small operation, your beer is served on a cooler. Like, here's the beer. He doesn't have, like, this official bar last time I was there, where the other ones are all kind of there. You literally walk into the production room and you're having beer at St. James. It's in the garage.
No nonsense.
No nonsense, but delicious beer. The double, the triple. We talked a little bit about the quad last time. He's done some really great stuff, and it's one of the ones that, if you like Belgian beers,
we'll have to make a trip.
Yes, absolutely. And like I said, we can hit Larry, we can hit Charlie, and then we can hit I forget his name, Matt. What's his name at St. James? Do we know a fan? I forget.
Not a fan.
I think it was Matt, but I could Dave doesn't sound right. So let me. You said 24 taps, guys. So are you gonna break the tradition of Effin Groovin' and have your? Okay, you're not.
No. Not even close.
No. Okay, so it's gonna be all.
That would be sacrilege.
Yes.
Still go to Mulcahy.
So no Bud Miller cores.
No, I think they would go up in flames.
And we're taking it a step further.
The walls would catch fire.
Step further. No goose, no kettle.
Right. Yeah.
No
We said.
Tito's.
Yeah.
I just like that. It was we don't serve Bud Miller cores. If you want that, here's Mulcahy's address, like on there.
No, we're gonna have an extensive
The balls.
bottles, cans, beautiful coolers to highlight them. We're gonna bring a little old school back as well.
Do you have your initial tap lineup or what you're thinking of for the opening, or just going to depend on timing and everything?
It's going to depend on timing with what comes out. We have certain things we have cellared, like
okay.
Not I wouldn't say cellared, but have
gotten
gotten recently, for instance.
You're waiting for that opening
we have
day.
a Hill Farmstead.
It's all refrigerated.
What is a good what mix on that 24 taps, like what
We haven't broke down the ratio yet, but we're gonna end up having a ratio where it's a certain number of IPAs, certain number of sours. Like we said, we always want WA Meadworks on tap because we really want to support them. Joey's a good guy,
and something different.
Known Joey for
they make good stuff.
We want something to bring in a female crowd that's going to go, oh, you want wine? Let's
try mead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One of the first times I heard of mead, it was up at upstate New York in Tuxedo. Anybody know what happens in Tuxedo, New York?
They make tuxedos?
No, they don't at all. No, the Renaissance Fair. The yearly Renaissance Fair.
Nice.
And what they serve up in Tuxedo,
okay.
you can't find beer at the... You find nothing but mead.
They didn't have silverware, but they had Pepsi?
Yeah. Yeah. They had a ton of different selections at the bars that they have it around, but it's a lot of mead, yeah. And it's one of those things you're like, okay, well, when in Rome, you might as well do it. And then it caught on. So now, like, primarily people go up there for the mead because some of the mead works that are doing stuff around New York are all going there like a craft beer fest and selling their mead at the Renaissance Fair because now it's the thing to do. So I didn't tell the WA Meadworks about it yet because I'm sure they would know about it. But it'd be a great little trip for them to take as being part of their own like Meadworks Fest. There's not that many meaderies in the state.
He's starting to do I think he's doing a collab with Dubco, yeah?
Yeah, that's in the works.
He did a couple collabs already with Ryan. 27.
27
It's the only way 27 has produced beer is through Meadworks right now. He didn't even have any brewing materials up until a few months ago, and then he of course can't do anything yet. But he had the his first couple of major releases were done at WA, and then he did a bunch of collabs with them, and they were on tap. And we had one; it was very good. And by we, I mean me. And somebody else.
Oh, I didn't have any of the collabs. No, I haven't had any mead yet. I gotta.
Oh, you gotta try.
Yeah.
Strawberry Raz on right now. It is flying.
And they've been bottling it too. You've seen they've been bottling a lot of their brew, and that's something really important, especially for the town right now, to show that the Meadworks works and the system works in Lindenhurst, and that will hopefully open up for more bars and more restaurants.
That's up and coming. We even know the girls from The Good Life. They're opening up.
You know Sarah.
Okay.
That's my buddy's ex-girlfriend. Yeah, I know her very well. Used to play volleyball with her. No, she's very nice. There's no, it's nothing but love for her. There's no worries. It wasn't a bad breakup, so It's all good. But I mean, they're open
about
up
to
where
open
Top Bun was.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. I
okay.
just an article on them.
Yeah. And they're gonna it was empanadas and small plate Mexican and Spanish based food. So that was interesting. And then they're gonna have, I think, beer on tap. I believe.
Those girls know their beer.
Yeah, they sure do. They worked at Good Life. They know their beer.
Yes, they do.
Now, how hard is it to compete with one of the craft beer bars that's well
There's a
known
bunch of
now on
places.
Long Island?
Yeah, in Massapequa, there's Good Life. There's
now,
Tap Room.
The distributors knowing that we're doing Effin.
Well, they're right in town with them. That's
They're
what I'm saying.
doing whatever we want. We have serious kegs in the basement. He's like, how the fuck did you get that?
It's so different.
I was like, you guys wouldn't give that to me a year ago. They go, you weren't opening up Effin Groove.
See, now we're coming out of woodwork.
We have a sixer right now
now
of Susan downstairs from Hills Farm, and he's like, holy shit, they gave it to us.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, they did.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That'd be a great. Now, what is the style? Is it a IPA?
Yes, it's an IPA.
So we got to open soon before that drops off. A little bit.
Listen, they're watching my beer menus. You know, companies like Hills, they watch, and they'll
Okay.
call up, why is that not on?
Right.
Excuse me? Why is that not on? We gave it to you a week ago. It needs to go on. Hudson Valley, why isn't it on? You know, earlier this year we had
Well, Hudson Valley wants their shit on immediately to sell it out immediately.
I had a keg, and it's on the line. I get a call from Union. How do you have Far Rockaway's Endless Winter on? I'm like, it's on. It's selling. They're like, they haven't come out with it yet this season. They're like, take it the fuck off now.
Oh, really?
Oh,
To put it
Oh,
blunt,
they
the brewery-
strong arm you, huh?
They get mad. They get mad. You know, they're like, it's a.
When was the release date supposed to be?
I don't know.
I thought it was this day, but apparently not.
If it's unfiltered, it's going to be bad.
Yeah,
No,
especially if it
it's gonna
sits, you got to go right away.
It wasn't unfiltered, and that was my argument.
Okay, that's not bad. Would they say would they rebuke with that?
Take it off beer menus and
Yeah.
just continue what you're doing.
Okay.
And you'll never get another keg from them ever a fucking.
Well, that's all right.
I have 2 licenses now. Let's just keep somewhere else.
They won't know it's me.
No.
It's Effin. It's Effin. It's
Without
Effin.
commission, put the mustache on. I'll take 2 cases of Hetty.
Hey, I know.
I'll take 2 heads of Hetty.
Everything's
His
good.
family's got 50 cases.
Bringing everybody.
Yeah, we'll get Uncle Ralph, and they'll make it strong arm somebody else. Nobody's fucks with Miss.
But
with
right
Uncle
now,
Ralph.
our lineup on the board, people just come in. They're like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
I'm like,
What's the most unique thing you've had up there?
Hills Farm.
That's a big one because no one gets that down here.
Said even at American Beauty a couple times.
Yeah. I've had a couple times.
Some Equilibrium stuff.
Okay.
I got
Equilibrium
D-Hop
was-
too. They gave me.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that was
nice,
really
okay.
good.
That was really good.
I had that in
Hudson Valley,
can at
they
one
had the
point.
Amulet, good sour.
Yeah.
That was really
That was so good. That was so. And
But
it
you know
was
what
so
it is?
beautiful.
You're getting sixtels. And
Yeah.
it goes
Yeah.
quick. I'll have 5 guys sit at the end of the bar, and
And they'll
don't fit
finish.
Up, and I'm like, guys, they're like 10 ounces at a time. They're knocking down that sixtel. I'm like, let the public have some.
Yeah.
You know, you get a case of Hetty every now and again from Union.
Yep.
I got to limit people to 1.
Yeah.
1 per seat. You're charging this. I go, I'm not charging that. I'm charging a regular price. This is what I'm paying. Just,
Right.
You get 1.
Yeah.
Can I take this to go? No, you cannot.
Well, we were at Hoptron and they just got in a case of Focal. So
I got a case of Focal.
we
now.
both got a can to go. We were like, we just got to take one to go.
Oh, listen.
I'm not going to take 4. Actually, somebody took 2 and he's like, that's all you can take. He
We
only
all
lets
got
2
a
out.
case of Focal, case of Hetty, and what else was it? Bissell. We got Bissell Brothers in.
Ooh, yeah, that's another one we
Drank
haven't.
one the other night.
We haven't. Yeah.
Oh,
That was fun.
I love tasting it.
Thanks for
Steph's
bringing
like,
it
we didn't
tonight.
taste it. I'm like, me and Vinny did.
Yeah.
We will explain later on.
That's a great one. There's some other ones we're looking for, especially in our West Coast trades. We want to get into Pure and Monkish and Great Notion, obviously, from the Northwest. Some of the ones we're trying to kind of trade off for our Sand Cities and our Barriers and our other halves and our single cuts. So those are the ones that people from out there like to have.
Out of the 3, this one is the best.
Yeah, I
liked 2.
2.
That's what I think I just had. Yeah, I like 2, and I remember 3, and I'm trying to compare it, but
You're about to find
I'm about to find out, I guess. Yeah. All right. Sold. Yeah. Thank you, Peter, for all your work. You're doing a great job tonight. It's the Wort with Mike and Pete, GubsRadio.com, 516-465-3990, 516-513-0515. We are still waiting to the 10th caller. If we do not fulfill our 10th caller tonight, we will not leave until we... No, I'm just kidding. We're going to leave as soon
I'm
as
waiting
the
for
10th
Verizon
caller
to come
comes
to
in.
the door right now.
Nah, he'll pop in. He'll pop in. And then, if no one does make the 10th caller tonight, we will end up traveling over to the next show and see if we can get 10 more callers. We're not going to pick up from 6. We're going to go right back to 1 and try it again. Someone will win tickets to go down to AC Beer and Music Festival held at March 26th, March 29th, and March 30th. It's a Friday and Saturday. One session on Friday, 2 sessions on Saturday. We got bands playing too, guys. We have The Used. Anybody like The Used?
Nope.
We got Soja. It's S-O-J-A. S-O-J-A. I'll pop some of this jam band music on, which is fine for me, but whatever. Pete doesn't like anything jammy. He likes everything
I'm looking at their profile pic on Spotify, and I already don't like them.
Well, because he looks like that kid from that 90s movie, that teen movie thing.
It's fucking terrible.
Well, it's just guitar. Relax for a second. Don't hate it. You hate it. You hate it. All right, so Soldier's playing. And then one of the bands that I've seen a few times over my years of being a 2000s or punk rock kid is the Wonder Years. Wonder Years are playing. I can't play everything. And so they'll be down there for the second session of the Beer and Music Festival. And so that's one of these. No? A little more guitar-y. You're not going to like the singing, though. No. Which one are you guys having? You having the jerky?
This one's a spicy one.
Ooh.
Habanero. What do we got?
Habanero.
Habanero.
So that's the Wonder Years. They're playing down at AC Beer and Music Festival on March 30th. We'll be down there with the Hopped Up Network broadcasting from the Hopped
Beef
Up
jerky?
Surely.
Get your
I
beer
smell
ready, bro.
the heat. Yeah? That bad, huh?
No, good.
Good, but like heat-wise.
Delicious.
Get the sweetness right up front.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. There's Graz.
Bang on the metal door.
I'm gonna pass it back down.
Go get Graz.
Thank you, Victor.
Oh, wow.
Graz has a key. I don't know why he bangs on the door. He literally has a key.
It's very dramatic.
Because he can.
I'm going to say this. We're going to put him in there so he doesn't become... Who's like, Victor's like, yeah, just go on that mic real quick.
Can we get 2 big jerks in for a fucking tasting? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This is
It's a
good.
real deal. And you said they're
him
North Shore. Do you know what town that was?
Rocky Point.
Rocky Point. Hey, there he is.
Raz!
Wow, it's a full house, huh?
Full house, baby.
Mariana Rivera is here from the station. What's up? Hi, boys.
No, that didn't go over.
No, he did not.
Hey, Mark. Nice to meet you.
Vinny, how are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Anthony
Michael.
Graziade from
Hey,
Limo
hi, brother.
Talk. You're broadcasting Thursday nights right here on GovsRadio.com. Did you shave a little bit? You got a little less
Yeah, I took my
scruff.
beard off.
Okay.
Go hang out with
Yeah, go hang out with Victor.
Victor, you got any beer in here?
No, come back out here. Come back. You need beer from somebody. Anybody have a? I have something for you.
Here's a number 2.
Oh, there you go.
That's really
Yeah, drink that. Here you go.
I'll take that's like a shot.
Yeah.
Graz, Graz.
You bring any Budweiser tonight, Graz? All right. I was gonna put the headphones on and leave the mic on.
Graz, you like Guinness, right? You like Guinness?
You got to push that button. The cough button's off. Push the button.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah,
No?
there you go. There you go.
GovsRadio.com. It's the Wort with Mike and Pete. And Limo Talk with Graziade for a late nighter. We decided we're going to do a show tomorrow night.
Are you?
Yes.
Wednesday night with Dan Romano?
No, Tuesday night. Tomorrow's Tuesday night.
I don't even know what day of the week is.
Yeah, Wednesday
Are you
night's Dan
surprised?
Romano, and then we'll do our regular Thursday night.
So who's coming? Who's supposed to be here Tuesday that you're taking over for?
Dr. Love's gone.
Yeah, fuck him.
So yeah, well, look, tell everybody, look what I took. I took his Logans, put all my fucking God on.
Oh, you want to see it?
Yeah, listen.
All right. So what do
You
we
look
got?
exactly
You know what
like
numbers
you
they are?
sound. What, I do?
Yeah.
1,000%.
Get ready.
Hold on, listen.
Strap in. Hold on. This is the Dr. Love Show.
That's what they started to call me. I'm the new Dr. Love.
You're the new Dr. Love.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm the new Dr. Love. But hey, listen, guys.
Yeah.
For 2 things.
Yes.
From the
Effin Beauty.
Effin Beauty.
Thank you.
I wish you nothing but God bless, good luck. I'm sorry I got my schmeckle wet in your parking lot, but that was a long time ago.
I'm okay with it.
No one's upset about getting their schmeckle wet.
No, you know,
Can't blame you.
You don't really want to, you know, Effin Beauty, go get your schmeckle wet in the parking lot.
That would sell.
Is that going to be the logo?
I'd go to a place like that.
Yes, I think so too.
You're going to drink beer and get your schmeckle wet.
I would definitely be dragging my wife here on date night.
Date night.
You're coming out.
Boys, I got to tell you the truth. What happened is
God.
I used to work at Inns 41, was in Franklin Square. The gentleman that's my comedian on my show is Bobby Anzarello. He is now my comedian on my show. I used to work at his bar. He used to be a big Tom Seaver fan. So it's called Inns 41. So I used to shut the bar down at, say, sometimes 1 o'clock when it was dead, and I go out and travel around. You guys always see that. They always would stay open a little bit later. Yeah. So I enjoyed that place. The atmosphere was always great, and
It's an industry spot too. Every bartender from here to Montauk,
correct.
that's where they drink. So
it's almost like the dark horse of Farmingdale. It's
Sunday,
that place.
Monday nights are going to be ridiculous.
Listen, I'll promote you. Just have Michael text it on Thursday nights. I'm the top-rated show here at GovsRadio.com. I've been here for 3 years. That gentleman was my producer.
I've been here for 7.
But he built this studio.
Yeah. Nice. We don't need to go over all of these steps every single week.
Relax.
I love you, but
relax.
Let's move on to where we were going, and that is the fact that we are now working on a new tap handle for your third rail distribution.
So it should be the third rail, and then Effin Beauty should have a tap right there with the Wort with Mike and Pete, or better yet, the Wort with Pete and the penis.
I'm not trying to take anything away from local to locals.
For our place?
Yes, absolutely. So what we're trying to do, here's the thought process, all this. So one of the things that we want to give back to the brewers is some sort of hookup with certain bars and restaurants. You know, I worked at the Meatball Place for years, and I worked at a bunch of other places throughout Long Island over my 20-year career as a bartender. Thank God I'm done. And through those kind of connections and networking that everyone you know managers, you know people where they moved to and where they've been and everything. So we wanted to, as a response for our guests on the show, be able to, for then those 2 weeks after the show, set it up where we can feature the brewers that came in and interviewed, then their beer on tap at these places. They promote it, we promote it. And what we're trying to do is not create a full tap handle, but kind of what locals did with their little bumpers there. We want to do that for the Wort. And we have a tap handle company that is potentially interested in doing that for us.
That'd be awesome.
So there's no money spent out of our pockets because we're not getting paid to do it.
Can we use the pornographic one in the shape of a penis?
Sure. You want to do that one?
It'll say Pete. No.
And everyone
is there another shape?
It'll say Pete and the penis.
Yeah.
Here's a couple of things.
There's a second option?
Well, so we had the third rail who was willing to do that.
The third rail. Just, guys, if you want to jump in one night when you're doing construction over at Effin Beauty and go over to the third rail, the guy's name is Jim Flood Jr. and Jim Flood Sr. and Joanne Flood. They just took it over in September. When 9/11 hit, Jim was a big transportation guy at Merrill Lynch, and I had buses. So he supplied me with an awful lot of money. I made a lot of money over 10 years with him. So I'm indebted to him. I built my house, everything else. Yeah. So if you're ever construction-wise, walk on over. What?
If you have any construction-wise, call Victor.
Victor, I heard you're a whiz, huh?
Yeah.
Can you build me a studio? I want to do a studio at home. I'm tired of this fucking place. I don't even want to come here no more. I want to go.
The 24-hour marathon really ruined you, didn't it?
Dude.
I know.
I did 24 hours for the Wounded Warrior Project, and now I hate my job. I don't want to come here. I hate it. I'm kidding.
That's what you get for doing something nice.
That's why I'm going to be honest with you. It's really why we do our show every 2 weeks. Otherwise, not that this gets old, but being in here and doing everything, it almost feels like we're
generating.
I could be
nursing a hangover every Tuesday morning.
I have to tell you, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. I say it all the time. This is my favorite show. I like you guys. I like Knock 'em Dead comedy in the afternoon.
I'm waiting for the other one.
I like the Dan Romano
There you
show.
go. I wonder why.
Planet Comedy?
No, Planet Comedy. There's no more. Planet Comedy was let go of their duties after the 24-hour marathon.
Yes.
It's only limo talk on Thursday nights now. Every Thursday.
Are you doing every Thursday?
Every Thursday.
All right, good. So that's why you're getting pretty much sick of it. That's what I'm saying. Like every week after week, same
They
kind.
want me 2 nights a week here. They
For
want
what?
me Tuesdays and
To
Thursdays.
do what?
To entertain. I don't know.
No,
to do what I'm doing right now, taking over your show.
You need to get Richie to produce and get some more guests in there, I think, to break it up a little bit.
I
Like
absolutely
to have
agree
these
with
guys
you.
in here tonight kind of took a break almost from our constant brewer interaction, and it does, again, give us a little more extension to what we do. And, of course, gets more personalities on the air.
Is that cheese?
Cheese. That was a delayed reaction. He's just like,
can I have some beef jerky and cheese, please? Can I have some beef jerky and cheese?
Yeah, there's jalapeno jerky we had when you
I'll
walked
take
in.
it all. Shut up. I'll give me just a bit of everything.
My mouth's still going.
It is. It's still, I still feel it.
Banging out some bread. Hit the bread up.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You're off the. Yeah, we can't hear you. Keep talking.
No, it's fine.
Can you hear?
There we
Can
go.
Why do I have to press the button?
That's the cough button in case you want to interact with Victor or you
Victor's
actually got
not
the
saying
cough.
3 words to me. Put me on.
You're always on. I'm not touching you. You're
So
the
why
one
do
that
I have to
determines.
push the button? I don't want
Then
to.
don't touch it.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
I don't want to push the button.
Don't push the button.
Do you need another beer in there, Grouse?
Yes, I want.
was
I
a
want
shot.
whatever beer that they.
Hold
can
on,
give
hold
me.
on.
Now,
All right, we'll take care of you. Hold on.
Michael.
Yes, sir.
I'm so hurt by the fact that you can't even invite me to AC with you guys.
You're invited.
All right, stop yelling at Mike and come grab this beer. Just for
Victor,
you.
can you do me a favor? Go get my beer, Victor. All right?
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
Victor, tell him to fuck
No,
himself.
Victor, don't
Sideways.
tell him to
Hey,
fuck yourself.
make sure you shake it up before you give it to him, Vic.
Nothing like black liquid in your face
shut up,
to start
guys.
the night.
Victor, you married? Married, Victor?
Yes.
How many kids? 2?
So
Are they out of
you-
the house? What kind of fan are you?
What do you mean? What kind of
Yankees,
phone?
Mets.
I'm going to turn him up. You have your own conversation back there for a moment. All right, so we're with Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com, 516-465-3990, 516-513-0515. Victor's coming back in to grab some cheese and some snacks for Graz while he takes it down a notch. So, listen, we have our kind of moments there where I have a feeling that both places might just open at the same time. Right?
I'm with you.
I was thinking about that as we were going through the break last time. I'm like, these guys are going to open at the same time. So let's talk about hours of operation. So as opposed to being a full restaurant, you're going to take on bar hours, correct?
Correct.
And as far as opening a bottle shop, is it going to be more like retail hours?
Correct.
Yeah.
So you guys won't really conflict all that much in regards to business. So that's
When
perfect.
I close, I'm coming over to them.
Nice. Bring the whole family. Bring Uncle Ralphie. Bring the whole crew.
Nice.
So let's talk about this. If you had to exchange one beer with each other, unsexual, just exchanging beers.
Does it have to be?
It can be sexy, I guess. What do you think you would, and getting just to know each other tonight, what do you think you would give them based upon what they've been saying and their experiences, and what do you think you would give Mark? Ooh, okay, so Vinny and Mark, the ultimate challenge.
Here.
I don't know. So it would be a beer that I believe that they would like.
That's correct, yes. Yeah, that was my line of questioning. 516-851.
Definitely be super hoppy.
Okay.
No.
I love all beer. So
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, so then I would go with something maybe then I believe is super complex. So it would be some kind of Belgium.
Okay.
Maybe a strong Belgium.
Yeah.
Barrel aged. A little cherry in there.
Yeah.
right up Vinny's alley. All right, Vinny, what do you think after seeing what Mark laid
Now's
out?
a good time to put Barry White on.
Yeah. That wasn't Barry White. But it was Barry White-esque.
I saw how much you enjoyed that stout we just opened before from
Yes.
Westbrook. So
That was delicious.
That treehouse stout down there is probably right up your alley.
Yeah.
That's the double shot? Is that the white label?
Yeah, it's a double shot Little Buddy.
Oh, I haven't had that one yet. That one's a good one. The single shot I've had. That's the dark label.
Yeah.
Yes, that one I have.
In cans, double shots are in bottles.
Okay. Right. Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's correct. Which one did we open now? So we just opened another.
Now we got something from
So by the way,
Brewers Collective.
as we've been drinking, we opened up a bunch of Sand City. We had 1, 2, and 3. So 1 was the first anniversary. 2, how many do you have these stockpiled? Because 1 is not out anymore.
Right? Anything stockpiled.
Oh, it's
okay.
a collab.
At your house.
This was personal collection.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
They don't distribute. No,
Like I said, I've had the 3. I don't think I've had 2, and I don't remember if I had 1 because that was a long time ago, obviously. But it held up well because I just had it.
Every year they released all
3.
Do they? So is this year's
Yeah,
release
this
of all
was-
3?
this
Ah,
was,
okay.
I
The
think it
dress-up
was
knife?
at some point in
By Brewers
November.
Collective?
Okay.
They released this one.
Okay.
But this Brewers Collective, I don't know if you guys have
Yeah, so
been
what-
seeing this a lot. The Brute IPAs are really coming out.
This
and
is a
they're
Brute.
Delicious.
Harborhead is a really good brewed IPA. that I
Small
like a lot.
Craft in Amityville did a really good job
Yeah.
on
Did
their,
they? Yeah, I didn't
Brute
have it
IPA.
yet.
Yeah.
That's one of my main jump tos is Small Craft. I love their Bay House Brown, and that was their first beer, one of the first beers I had from them. And every time I go back, that's what I get. And in the last 2 months, haven't had it on there because they've been rotating some new styles in, like the Brewed IPA.
Yeah.
They've been doing some really great stuff there, dude.
Oh yeah, I went there for the first time recently, and it was just I went after brunch with my girlfriend. And the first time I had a brewed IPA was at Small Craft.
Wow.
I was
They make it really good.
I've heard about this style and I haven't had it yet, and it's a knockout of the park.
Yeah, I definitely recommend trying the Harborhead.
The Harborhead one
was out of this
killer.
world.
Yeah.
And
same thing. First brewed IPA I had it was. I told him like I don't know if this is the most awful thing I've ever had or the best thing I've ever had.
That's a good way to describe
It's
it.
like I just can't stop thinking about this. It was just super
very good.
interesting.
You know what? You guys talking about new stuff. Have you guys done casks?
I've been to Cask Fest at Blue Point. I've kind of.
I have not done. No.
Well, we did. We had the cask of Long Island.
With Firkin, right? Is that the same thing?
Yeah,
I don't
same
know.
concept. It's a single one-off brewed in a cask or a what's the smaller one? The pinner. What do you call the smaller cask?
Firkin? Isn't it called a Firkin?
I think this is just another name for the cask, though.
Yeah.
In a firkin. And they did the stout with the graham crackers. We had that.
The s'mores one.
The s'mores one, yeah. It's usually just one-offs, and so they really do small batch right there in the cask. So it ferments in the cask and does everything in the cask.
Non-carbonated.
Bringing out more of the actual aroma, the
Yeah.
taste. It's a completely different style. They say either do amazing or it's horrible.
I went to 2 years in a row at the Blue Point one. The last few years I've missed because I have a family now. So I don't get to every single beer fest I used to go to all the time. I get the big ones, and then that's it. I don't get the medium-sized ones. And so the Brewers Collective had their Cast Fest, this past weekend.
Yep.
No, this coming Saturday.
February
16th.
Oh, Hops and Props was this
Hops
past
and Props
weekend.
was this past Saturday.
Grass, have you ever been to one of the Hops and Props ones? Oh, you got to push the button. You got to push the button again. You got to stop pushing. I'm not pushing anything.
You told me I didn't have to push the button.
Stop touching the button.
I don't want to touch the button.
Okay, so ever been to Hops and Props?
Keep my mic on. I'm not going to have conversations.
That's
I'll
fine.
be quiet.
All right.
I have been to Hops and Props. And here's my second question.
Okay.
Are you guys going to have a similar type of can selection like the Nest? Remember the Nest in East Meadow on Jerusalem Avenue? They used to have those. They used to have refrigerators in there with all cans, all lined up. Is that what you guys are
We're
going to
gonna
have?
two merchandising, big tolls, and they're gonna have all the cans. Yeah. We're also gonna have an actual old Effin Groovin section where you're gonna have the Magic Hat number 9.
Yes.
and all the
Nice.
stuff that they
Yes.
used to
Right,
have.
old
Dude, I can't not have number 9 when I walk in the place.
Exactly.
It was going to be one of my final questions.
I like the high octane list they had, where it was
Oh,
just
yeah.
like anything. I think it was like 8% and over.
Even there was at one point they did a lot of ciders. There was
Yes.
a point where
Yeah.
they were doing
Yeah, they had a
8 to
lot of them.
12 ciders. And
Dude, you look like a buddy John DeFalco. I used to want to punch him right in the fucking face.
What kind of fucking comment is that?
You look like a buddy of mine.
Hey,
though.
you look like this guy I'm friends with that I want to beat up all the time.
All right. Mike is muted now again.
It's all good.
Just want to do a quick shout out the Brewers Collective Indie Cast Fest, February 16th, featuring 1940s, Barnshed, Barrage,
Had 'em.
Blind Bat, Brickhouse, Dubco, Great South Bay, Greenport, Hopwinds, Lithology, Mustache, North Fork, St. James, Spiderbite, Squarehead, of course, the Brewers Collective, and more.
I could say we had half of them on the show already.
Yeah, but you got to be proud of yourself because
Yeah.
you know everybody. Michael,
No, we don't know everybody.
Come
We don't
on,
know
but
Blind Bat.
You are the most influential beer show on Long Island right now.
No, we're not.
Yes. Okay. Who's better?
I don't know, but
who's
we're-
funnier?
I don't know. But
Nobody's funnier.
All right.
We had 7 of them on that
7?
list.
That's not
7.
bad. Yeah. So we got to get Blind Bat. We got to get St. James.
So these guys are really getting into the actual cast. They're ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah. And
think
then
the public's
Hopwinds,
ready
who doesn't
for
even
it?
have a place to brew, obviously, is
They're going to be
These
next.
guys
Oh,
ready for
actually,
it.
I'm sorry. And you can get tickets at Brewers Collective, their website. It's $50 a person. Terrific selection.
Yeah.
You
Well
got
worth it.
media credentials for that, Michael?
We could. I talked
We're
to you
both
about
going
that.
to be away.
Yeah, we're both going to be away.
Well,
for it.
he thinks I'm going to go in there and make a mark.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't
want
say
to go
that.
in there
I
and
didn't
take
say that.
interviews out, and maybe make some good interviews with some of these people that we don't know that you guys might want to get.
And you have a portable rig now, I hear.
I have a portable rig now. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we could definitely have you go out there and just go around and talk to some people. That wouldn't be so bad.
He's dying to open up his business. He wants to open up today.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Only because she does.
No, I think that's fantastic. The passion. I love the beer business. I love the bar business. And what you're walking into and what your ideas and what I heard is going to be something that Long Island needs. And you're in a good spot because you know what? If you go to the right, there's nobody there. There are no breweries after because I consider you guys like a little spot in a brewery. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's how I look at you. I'm sorry. That's how,
I wasn't being facetious.
No, I consider you guys a stop on Sunrise Highway.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
As you
and
should
to
be.
the right, going past Meadowbrook Parkway, there's nothing. There's nothing.
There's the train.
There's you guys. There's the third rail, and then Mulcahy's, and then here we go. Bada bing.
That's what I was saying
I think
about
there's an Applebee's.
Yeah,
There is an
well,
Applebee's.
no one wants to.
There's an Applebee's.
Nobody wants to go to
got good
Applebee's,
apps.
Pete. That's why you're
Yeah.
not the talent on this show. Come on,
Half
all
off
right?
after 11.
Please, get with the straight.
No, it's
that's why
100% accurate.
Hey, he
That's
rejected.
totally
He
accurate.
rejected me. Now he's got you.
You
Yeah,
scared my
He looks
kids. What am I
exactly
going
like
to
you
do?
said.
I said
Scared
hello
his
to your
kids.
daughters.
They're delightful.
So now, can I ask another question? When are you guys opening?
Soon.
What's soon? Wait. Before you say anything, I've been doing this show with them for a year now. Our anniversary came up.
And you didn't get us
Happy
anything.
anniversary.
Where was the fucking card, Raz?
I have something for you. I just got my check, you prick. I already told him I got something for you. I asked him last week. I go, what do you like to drink besides beer, you dumbass?
I didn't say it.
Not you.
All
Fuck
right.
you with your
I
beats.
don't hear this.
All right. Fuck me
What
running.
was this conversation with?
Don't worry about
The
it.
wall, apparently. He sees his own reflection in the window.
Victor, lower
so
the
he's just
lights.
yelling at
Victor,
himself.
lower the lights.
God
I'm
damn it.
angry. Victor, lower the lights. Let's
Yeah.
get some soft, relaxing music.
You should.
You and I will hold hands. What was I saying?
I don't
No
know.
one knows. All right, cut
we'll
his
get,
mic.
We'll get back to you in a
Let's
moment.
talk about, I don't know, more of the tap selection is going to be at Effin Beauty.
Yeah. So 24 taps. Yeah, I know the hills. The farm stand. Yes. I had to finish my sentence. So what else? What are you thinking in regards to? We said it's a matter of time because you really want to buy something now and then find out it's going to
Exactly.
fall off by
Yeah.
then. But what are some of your other dream taps that you'd have on there? Like if you had your wish list, what would it be? I'm going to ask the same thing to you, Mark. So start thinking about
wish
it.
List, it's hard to really get a wish list there, but we want to, like Michael, myself, and Maria, we want to nerd it out as much as possible to pay homage to the original Effin.
Yeah.
And we don't just want to nerd it out that way. We want to teach you about everything that we have on tap. We want you to come in there and learn and love beer.
Bus tours.
Bus tours.
Yes. Take bus tours. Do a class.
I agree.
I have a bus.
1,000%. We've been speaking about doing monthly trips to breweries.
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely, as you guys have the brewers coming in here, we want the brewers.
I have a 21 passenger
They're
bus.
Host
They're the
the.
rock stars.
They know.
Host the
They know
tasting
about
at
the
the-
bang
at
bus.
the
Do
bar?
they know
Not
about
only
the?
that, I want to bring them in where there is a Q&A on a weekday, on the
Yeah.
weekend, where they can come in and explain what they did with the beer, why they did with the beer, when we fucked up with our beer, why it tastes good. We want to bring the brewers in so they can explain.
It works for us.
But it's not just that. The beer shares that I've seen in all these bars, they do them during the week.
Lithology does one of those.
No, they do
Yeah.
them during the week.
Yeah.
They do a Friday and Saturday night beer share.
They're big around the country.
But do them on the Friday and Saturday nights. These guys, they don't want to come out on a Tuesday, Wednesday. They have jobs, families.
Yeah, but isn't that gonna restrict your regular Friday and Saturday night business?
No, it's
When
gonna
you-
it's gonna bring the fucking
real
beer nerds.
drinkers out.
Yes.
And you know what they're going to do? They're going to see the other half of my board, and they're going to be trading going, shit.
Yeah. Should have just came in
I
for
have
a
a
pint.
21 I have a 21 passenger bus that's not doing anything on a Friday night. You tell me what you want to do. I'll bring my Russian guy Val. He'll sit there and go.
Val's great.
He go, where do you want me to go? That's it. And you tell him where to go, and I promise, whatever you want, I'll do for you.
We could do a nice.
with the other bodies.
No, I don't want to stay anywhere where the TLC's around.
Be great if again we've been talking about.
I'm tired of talking about it.
I know.
I'm tired of talking
I know.
about it.
We're gonna go.
I want to hang out with.
But what better than like if we do a day trip because they're doing bar hours. We do a day trip and Mark and Hops Scotch is doing some of these sessions and education workshops. We could have them start there and then we'll go to the next closest place there
Just
is
as
to where
a
he
goof,
is.
stop by the third rail, go see Flood. We'll
As a
get
goof?
Well, yeah, because
No, we
they're
got to go
not-
to Deer Park and then go to
Because it's
Merritt.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, because it's
He comes
close,
out, he's like,
and
"How you doing,
You
everybody?"
want to focus on effing beauty, Pete, the fucking
No,
non-talented
wait. I
show.
got this. Wait. So the day trip, we start with Mark at Hopscotch, and then we can go somewhere else. The night one, then we can have Effin Beauty and have it start before their bar hours and do the meet the brewer thing, and then have the brewer stay through and be there for while their beer is on tap and educate people throughout the night. beer share or bottle share, whatever you're looking to do.
My pants are
and then
getting
we
hard
can
right now.
and then you're
got a
right
stiffy
in Nassau
right
County.
now.
You got a couple of places. You can go right into Rockville Center over down the ocean side.
Yeah.
Hit a Barrier, hit a Long Beach. You know, we know the boys over
The
there.
bus
So
is sitting there. It just got DOT'd. It's sitting doing nothing. The first wine tour is in. The first wine tour is in March.
okay.
So
in the off season, quote unquote,
which is now.
right. Well, it's like,
All right.
all right.
So 10 taps for
Yeah.
growler fills. That is an unusually large selection for a beer distributor. Most have like 4 or 5. So when you open up, what would your dream lineup be for those 10 growler lines?
There you go.
It's not, it may not be a dream of who will be on there. I think it's just the assortment that's going to be there. You know, like you were saying before, I want to have a percentage of everything. So I want to draw in all crowds. You know, anybody that likes sours to IPAs to stouts. So I hope that 10 taps that I'll be able to at least rotate them out and be able to just have an unbelievable selection. Like just hearing like you guys just talk about who you want on those 20-something taps. That's like
24 taps
I want to be there now.
We only have 12 at American Beauty, so to have 24 is like, oh my god.
And the 12, it's like you're begging for single cut. I want that. Give me Jenny said. Give me.
Who's
I'll give you one.
Let me just say, who's going to make the final decision? Is it going to be? Yeah, I was going to say, is
You're
it Vinny
always
or is it
the
you?
People that work with you.
Yeah.
I have the final say in life, but
Okay.
no, if it's the beer, you gotta trust them. I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. I forgot about my penis. Yes, she has the final say.
It's hard to argue with that.
Are you married?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Four
please.
babies.
No, wait.
Yeah.
We're not
Oh,
married,
yeah.
but she stopped fucking me. And she
what?
takes all my money.
Oh, right, yeah.
Sold out, Maria.
Dude, you can't say that on the air.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Okay.
You just did.
You say
It's
the
a
word.
family
Four
show.
kids. Somebody's getting
She
some
still
action.
does.
4 kids, Graz. 4 kids.
I got
Find
4
the guy. He's
kids.
I know. That's why.
Oh yeah. See how many kids you got?
Does he look like a happy man in there?
You got 4 too.
Four.
She's with
How
me.
old are
It's
yours?
why they're the same 4 kids.
9, 6, 22 months, and 4 months.
You better hope that you better have Effin Beauty about 6. You better have 6 of them.
Yeah. We're working on it.
That made no sense.
No, I got what he's saying. He's got to have 6 restaurants
6
in order to support
Oh,
the 4 kids. I get it.
okay.
With 4, I'm sorry.
I speak Graz.
I speak
I speak Graz.
I'm a little drunk. I had one of these already.
What? How did
I'm
you?
drinking 8%ers over here all night. You
Can
sure?
I ask you what this is? It's fantastic.
Which,
What, the one I gave you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Hooligan.
Long Island Hooligan. That's their version of Guinness, but it's better
It's fantastic.
because
It's
Dan and
Is
Greg
this on
made it.
tap at Effin Beauty?
we could. I mean, they would definitely have both places are going to have local beer on tap.
I want to
and
hang out
focus
with him.
on
I
local
want to
beer.
hang out with him. He's driven. The one in the middle.
A little bit.
You're the one that owns a restaurant.
All right. Listen,
You're really shooting
I'm
in the
trying
dark
to
there,
stay
buddy.
away from the Massapequa one. I know nothing about it. It's too close to Farmingdale. If I
Right,
get to the other area,
Yeah.
nobody knows who I am.
Oh, fair enough.
It works.
Oh yeah, we're on the air.
Oh.
No.
I didn't know.
I'm gonna put you on mute for just a moment. I want to start thinking about where we're gonna go with this. So, what's the ultimate goal with Effin? Where are we headed? What's the bigger, larger picture? I know we have a lot of things in the short term and the opening and everything to think of. So, what are we gonna do beyond that?
As in
Everything.
everything.
Anything that you have for dreams and goals for that particular spot.
Looking to make it liquor and beer hub of Long Island.
Okay.
It's quality. It's not. It's again. I'm trying to bring back the effing vibe. I can't replicate what they did. It's impossible. But to bring back the nostalgia and to bring back the vibe, it was good people. Joe Donato, he was the original owner of Effin. He, at the end of the night, he sat down with every single bartender. He thanked them for their service.
But so far.
You just spilled beer.
That's okay. It's only on the paperwork. The good thing about the new setup is everything over there, there's no electronics. It's literally just desk, so it's fine.
Only thing you can get over there is strippers, right there, right where you are, and we're at Peter's.
Again, when is
It was
that?
last Wednesday
Wednesday
night. Christy Monroe's ass was in Billy Guyer's face.
And why are you not sharing these details with us
Because
earlier?
it's not
Jeff?
my show. And
I have a
God damn it.
screenshot for you. Is that too much for that paper towel roll? I got more.
No, that's okay.
It's
That's
fine.
great.
We're good. It's just
You're
on the
going to get a
desk.
complaint tomorrow that the studio smells like beer.
They
all
can
day.
suck it. Listen,
Suck it.
they finally got back to me this week with a nice tone of voice, and I was very happy to work with them. So we're good to go.
I might have Graz night over at Effin.
Yeah, I do.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm telling you. Everyone loves the Graz.
And you bring the brewers in. Do you approve Graz? And he'll let them
Yes.
know?
Yeah.
Tell him what you do, Michael.
Listen, all the brewers. Graz has an open door policy because, especially like Charlie 2 weeks ago. Charlie literally is Graz, only a little older, or he was actually a younger, better looking version.
I'm a little younger too, but we bonded. He was a nice man. It's funny.
No,
tell him the story. I tried to. Michael was on my show.
You're going to tell the story right through me, so I don't know why I tried.
Michael was my producer on my show.
Yeah, but they know that.
We were doing really well, and I kept telling Michael, get a beer show. Do a beer show. You know your beer. Do a beer show. He finally says to me he's going to do a beer show. We're on the phone. I go, so when do we start? He goes, He goes, you're not going to host it. I
What's this wee shit?
I go, what do you mean? He goes, what's this wee shit? He goes, I'm going to find a host. I'm like, okay. I go, can I at least come in and open door policy? He said yes. So now I've latched myself on to the greatest beer show in America.
We always tease back and forth that he's not coming on, but for the most part, Graz always has an open door to come in here because of what he's done for the station since I've been here, and what he's done for the brand, and what he's done for everybody else. And
plus, your wife thinks I'm funny.
She sometimes.
By the way,
does.
Mark, I love that I'm able to flip through this fucking dossier and be like, oh, what am I drinking now?
It's the best. You know what? We should have this from now on. Only when Graz comes in, because as he's going off on his stories and tangents,
okay,
we
this
can
is
be like,
Pale Rider.
Got
It's a West Coast
together, man.
Don't you notice how happy they are now that I'm here?
Yes,
Right?
everyone's
Don't
happy.
you notice?
Everyone's been happy. What are you talking about?
It's a
Didn't
little bit
offend
more
anybody.
happier here. My friend Rob, Mr. DeFalco over there.
No, the paper towels. I'll take those back.
When you
Just so
start to
stop
drink,
just
you
sitting
That's
out
pretty
there
good.
lose track
in
of
the
what
way.
the hell you're drinking.
I know.
Hops Scotch.
Yes.
Yes,
Can I
sir.
get some more cheese in here, please? Maybe
No, come out here and get the
That
cheese.
pale ale
Come
is
out here and get the
freaking
cheese. He's gonna.
That's really good.
That's
I
the very
want him to.
smoothest pale ale I've
That's
had.
Paul Boy out of Port Chef.
That's
I want him to
good.
educate you on
Very
the
floral,
jerky and the cheese. That's why I wanted you to come in.
This is it? Are we on?
Yeah, we're always on. What do you mean?
I forgot we were on.
Graz, while you're there, pass the jerky.
Where is the jerky?
Yep.
Ooh,
3 bags.
that is different.
Open up something.
There's a spicy one in there, man. Watch your lips.
Yeah, that's the one he's
Hot-
got.
That's good. Habanero.
It's good.
Yeah.
Asshole's gonna be on fire.
It's gonna make
Habanero.
your asshole pop
I'll take
in the
another one of
morning.
those though.
Is
By
it
the
gonna
way,
really?
I like spicy.
Oh man, like tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be in the bathroom.
Like a
my
rocket
daughter's
in
ship.
the bathroom, it's gonna
My
pucker him
daughter's
up a
gonna
little
go.
bit.
Oh my God, get away from me!
Courtesy flush, please.
Double flush. It was a double flusher. You got cheese? Come back for the cheese. Where are you going?
Oh, cheese.
Get yourself some cheese.
Get some cheese.
There you go.
Time's this show go to about 2
Whenever we feel like it.
Graz, where did we grow
Whenever
up?
these people get sick of
I grew
us.
up. All right, I grew up. Dave.
When I see it on their face, they're like, all right, we had enough of these two fuckers. Let's get the fuck out of here. And to be honest with
Grew
you,
up in Franklin Square.
Okay.
wait. Mark brought enough beer so we can do a 5-hour show today.
Yeah.
6-7 hours show.
And then
We'll still be drunk.
I still had beer. Pete still had beer. We all had beer.
Yeah, you got work tomorrow, don't you?
What's work? What does that mean? You mean do I have to teach young minds?
I can fall down the stairs into my home office.
There you go.
Yeah, I used to work. I used to live in Franklin Square, and then I moved to Farmingdale. I've been in Farmingdale for 20 years.
Okay.
He asked me.
I know. I'm just asking. I'm just saying. Okay. Good.
Wow, this stuff's hot.
Yeah. So
Holy
we
crap!
gave that to you as a joke because we want to see how fast it takes for your entire face to get red from the heat.
Oh my
of that.
God! Holy crap!
Oh, the habanero one? It's fucking
Can I have
great.
something that's not a stout? Because I'm dying.
No.
That's not a stout.
But no.
I would give him the West Hampton.
Yeah, he's evil.
Come on.
He's evil.
Back up, Graz.
You're
We have-
evil.
We have a nice little blonde for you,
Yeah, just get the West Hampton, the nice bright
That's perfect.
which is delicious.
palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Mine's
Yeah,
from,
take a full
The
can.
chicken jerky's really good too.
Southern
Yeah.
California 7-day. That's what
Fuck, we need to get these guys in here.
Yeah, what the fuck? It's delicious.
What are you handing me?
I'm gonna give you a full can.
Oh.
Grab the sour while you're
So
in
you
there.
can stop asking.
Take a jetty.
Yeah, bring them all up. Let's bring up the sour. I want to do the paradox.
Ooh, okay.
Hey, folks,
I love Paradox.
it's the word with Mike and Pete.
Oh, that's the what is that?
And
That's
West
Hampton
Hampton Beach
It's
Jetty.
the most delicious show we've had yet.
Take one and put the rest back in there. There you go. You're good.
Get some bread here, too. Bread too? Home cooked? Oh my God! I don't want to leave.
What's up?
We need to bring jerky in from now on.
Was that delicious or what?
It's really good.
That chicken one's really
do a
good.
24-hour marathon.
It's just the right amount of spice to get you wanting to have another sip of something. And yet there's some sweet.
I bet you Mark's got a bottle opener.
Hey, give me the.
I
give me
got a
the
bottle opener.
Give me a bottle. Give me a bottle. I do my little trick.
You and your... there's
Wedding ring.
it's right here.
Boom.
There's a bottle of...
Too late. It's the only reason why I got married is so I can open up bottles with my
What
wedding
kind of
ring.
metal is that?
Titanium. No, tungsten.
Tungsten.
Tungsten. Yeah, you got the same one.
Lost all three.
Tungsten wedding ring.
So how many marks do we have in studio?
Enough to keep ourselves going for the night.
Two. We have
so
three,
we opened.
don't we?
Wait. I want to backtrack for a minute. So we opened up the Po' Boy. It's the pale ale. And I know Mark. I know that Pete started reading off.
Pale.
No, it almost isn't.
I mean,
It's like running the border of.
Pretty sure they dry hopped it. I mean,
Yeah.
the way floral smell that comes out through the.
So it does say a balance of hops and malt, large tropical melon, fruit flavors. It's actually
comes through.
very different. And you know what? We've been all over the place. We didn't really kind of think out the strategy here, but for the most part, very like you said, very smooth, right? I mean, it was something that was definitely different than what we've.
mouthfeel.
Yeah, well, we've been drinking between the 9 Lives. It's different than 9 Lives.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
So it still has that malty flavor, but not quite to that level of what 9 Lives has. So it's
Oh
definitely
my
different.
God, this shit is so good.
So Graz, you're drinking something different. What do you got in there?
Dude, I got, hold on,
Gab.
where's my glasses?
Oh, you got the West Hampton Beach one?
Jetty.
Oh, the Jetty.
The Jetty. Yeah. We gotta try that.
Vienna style lager.
He took all 4 of
Oh
them.
no, we actually
I didn't.
Mike's gonna bring around the sour. Is that the sour?
Yes, it is, sir.
All right, hold on. Let me finish this up here.
I have the West Hampton Jetty.
There go the headphones.
What happened?
You don't need them.
Let me tell you something. Between this bread, this homemade bread, this
Yeah.
cheese from Hops Scotch, these
bread
jerky
is
from
really
Hops
good.
Scotch, and the beers from Effin Beauty and American Beauty in Massapequa,
There you go.
I might have sex tonight.
I might actually get lucky. There might be something to this
Yeah,
all.
a little vibe going on. I
Maybe
feel like
that-
we should have Italian music in the background with these cheeses and everything else.
Oh, you want something?
Oh my God! Like Ave Maria.
I play that every
guys-
Sunday night when I go full guinea on the kitchen.
Would you
Half
guys
guinea,
do a
full
show
guinea.
out of the bottle shop?
Fuck yeah, we would,
Dude, so
I want to do
this,
that too.
hold
I
on,
gotta
time
do
out.
that. That's the best. I've been thinking all night.
Hold on.
All night.
Hold on. So,
Happy hour.
by the way, for the since we contacted you and talked to you a little bit about coming on the show. Not that we're looking to get out of here, because obviously I spent a lot of time and effort building the place and outfitting, and we just retrofitted it to now be more video related.
Took 3 days.
3 days and 37 hours.
You did a phenomenal job.
Thank-
It was
thank
fucking
you.
freezing in here. I bought him some egg sandwiches and a Red Bull. That was my contribution.
Thank you for that, by the way. So my thought process was we have a full road rig that we can do gigs on. We've done the Great Beer Expo. We've been to Croxley's for Great Beer Week, and we're going down to AC Beer Fest. So we have the equipment to leave this studio and be on the road, and we also have a Comrex station in here, which allows us to do portable recordings from anywhere in the world and broadcast right back to this board to go back on Gov's radio.
Can I make a suggestion? Can I
What's
make
that?
a suggestion?
Yeah, what?
Hey, Mark.
Yes.
Before you're done with the other Mark and Effin Beauty.
No, that's Mike and that's Vinny.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Mike, Vinny, and Maria.
Punch.
Mike, I'm sorry.
We
Don't hit me, Michael. I'm sorry. You just want to punch me.
You called him. That's fair, man.
That was good.
Go.
Michael,
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, the other Michael from Effin Beauty, you know what you should do?
Yeah.
You should put a little section for a podcast area and have a podcast
love them in
studio.
a million.
And have a podcast studio,
No,
a portable podcast
Can
studio.
I finish my thought
Put
with
it-
Mark?
Why?
Hold on.
Why, you were going in that direction?
I was talking to Mark this whole time about it. We're leading up to it.
I'm pretty.
This is
touched
how
right
you
now
do
that
radio.
Because
Mark
he's a
really
hop.
did it.
He's not a bar.
Well,
One
listen.
of Mark's family's been
So the
calling in a
whole
while.
time,
I think I'm pretty.
put him on hold for
I'm
a
waiting.
second.
It's done.
Like he's a phone call. I'm putting you on hold for a moment. I know. See, he can't even talk. So this whole time I've been thinking, and so you're a restaurant. You're going to maximize your space. You're not going to have space for us. I mean, it'd be nice every once in a while to pop in there, but I don't want to take it near tables. You know, every seat has a money value to it.
You gotta understand something. What we're trying to do, again, I'm not saying it's not about the money. We're a business. We're entrepreneurs. We're trying to.
No,
make money.
obviously. I mean, it's
But
your
if you
business.
create the vibe and create what it's supposed to be, it doesn't matter at that point.
Okay.
People are going to come in, and I want them coming in for the beer. I'm not looking to be the hot spot. I don't want to be the hot spot. I want
Well,
people coming
you
in.
may not have a choice.
No. The first
true.
couple of months,
It might
it's
just
going to
be.
be 5 deep, and every deep
Yeah.
Dems and doses is coming in, whether they like beer or don't like beer, and they're going to try it, and they're going to bash it on Yelp. They're going to like it on Yelp. It is what it is.
Yes.
In 1 year, we'll know what we are.
Correct.
Because our customers are going to tell us what we are. We're going to adapt to it. We're going to make it proper. But we're not going to bend or break and serve Fat Tire.
Right. Okay.
I'm not going to bend or break and sell Kettle One because they keep asking for it. I'm going to sell the best. If Fat Tire at the time is the best, that's what's going on.
Correct.
We said we're not going to be different to be different. We're going to put what's the best out there. You like it? Great.
Hemperer.
You don't need a big
that
area.
Hemperer?
No, yeah.
Well, when you finally open and then months later they pass the marijuana law that it's legal.
CBD cocktails.
We're going to do CBD cocktails, right?
I'm down. I'm down. You know,
I'm
gonna
there.
have to.
I'm there.
We know.
Listen to me, Mike. You don't need something that big.
That's gonna
Half
be a
the
different
size.
license.
I'm telling you, podcast studio would be great for Effin Beauty. I'm telling you.
Well, I'm just saying I don't want to interrupt normal business.
that is normal business. It should be normal business. I want normal business. I want the brewers hanging out at my place.
Right,
I want
correct.
every bartender from Manhattan to Montauk coming to my place, and this is where.
Yeah.
You know what? Our entire thing on all of our logo is setting the bar.
Yes.
Effin Beauty setting the bar, and it's got the jigger, it's got the stir. We're setting the bar.
I saw that.
This is where the bartenders drink. You know,
Good.
I have a little neon inside my place that says "In bartenders we trust," red, white, and blue.
So true.
And you have to trust your bartender. You come to talk to your bartender about your problems when you're having a good time. You go to the bar. You go have beer. That's what
I
we're
did it
gonna
for
do.
20 years. I know.
And you guys, as a podcast, it's you fit right in. And then we have drag queens yelling out numbers. And
There you
letters.
go. There you go, Pete.
I gotta go to that.
It's drag queen bingo, Graz.
I want-
Great.
Date night for me and you, Graz.
Put you
We'll
in a
go for
bikini and
drag
let it
queen
roll.
bingo.
I will go to. I've seen it. They had it at Mr. Beery's once.
Ah, Beery's a good guy.
And I happened to walk.
Beery's is a good guy.
And I happened to walk in there, and they were having drag queen bingo, and it's unbelievable. There's some of them you don't even know that they're not what they
I
are.
know until they pull their pants
Yeah,
down.
it's sick.
It's crazy.
Get a couple.
So
of,
you actually see
never
the
happened to
Adam's
me.
apple.
get a couple of drinks. I'm in their parking lot with my schmeckle hanging out.
This guy. What the fuck?
I said couple of drinks.
Couple drinks.
Couple of drinks you don't even know. Hey, Beatrice, come here. Come in
Hey.
the back of Mr. Beery's.
Let me rub your neck just to check.
Are you a girl or a boy? What do you think? Let me check your Adam's apple.
Jesus Christ. Well, Pete and I are on the same page. This is fucking phenomenal.
That paradox
Right?
is fucking
Where the
balls.
fuck did you get this?
If you like that, wait till the Plan B comes out. In about
Oh,
2
boy.
minutes. Because the royal jelly.
this
See-
is you could just give him.
She
cut
intercepts
my
some of the
finger off.
distributors and she goes, "Is this for the restaurant?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You're
We
full
might
of
have to
shit."
call Uber
She goes,
tonight.
"You're gonna
No,
drink
we're
one of
not.
those
We're good.
bottles, and we're gonna have to sell all the rest. Just pay for that last fucking bottle."
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, I'm gonna drink the others too.
No, those are going to come right back home
I'm
with
gonna
me.
drink everything else to pay for everything."
So, Mark, do you have what's your square footage space? What's the size that we're looking at, or do you have room for like events and stuff like that?
So, well, total square footage is 1,200 square feet.
Okay.
The back end.
That's not bad.
Probably the size of this room is the kitchen.
Okay.
So the front end, all of my shelving, all of the tables, they're all on wheels.
Okay.
So
At
all
any
be able to
time.
push over. Yeah. If I need to make space for something, I will. Events,
Adaptable, yeah.
whatever it is. We are limited to the amount of seats we have, but
Right.
if we can get people in.
Do you already have a capacity which you can hold, and they giving you the health inspector, whatever the hell comes
15,
in, building
16
inspector?
seats max.
Okay.
So 15 seats right now is what we applied for.
Mhm.
So that's going to be the maximum.
All right. Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, yeah.
And you have a big enough bar to support all that, and have it all come in and.
Correct. And, but also we're not a bar. And,
Right. Right. Oh, it's-
we're not a bar, so we're there for people.
Retail hours.
Yes, retail hours. People, it's really to go.
Mhm.
But come in to taste. And
Taste, like what you like, then pick
Where is
from
this
the cooler.
place?
Exactly.
Where
Do we
is
have,
this
do we have a lot of
place?
seating if we want
Park,
to taste?
848.
What?
A lot of seating for if we want to taste for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, where
Yeah.
is this
Yeah,
place?
There you go.
848 Long Island Avenue in Deer Park.
848 Long Island Avenue in Deer Park.
Yeah, you said it louder. Yep,
needs
we
to
got
get
it.
the
Very good parrot.
You know what?
I love you. No, I love you.
I'm going to come over this thing
you
and
are
punch
like-
you right in the face.
You know-
No, because I'm gonna get punched first. Let's
No,
go.
not you.
It's you, and then I'll know it's
I
coming,
like
so I'll duck
familiarity.
underneath.
We're friends. You don't
Wait,
look
wait.
like my friend anymore.
So wait. So this is the reason why I like you. You're like the P Diddy of my show.
Why?
Let me explain. So wait, no. Let me explain.
Why do I
So Diddy was really great at being like the hype man, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's you.
Thank you.
That
Yeah,
is you.
absolutely.
So Mace would say something
100%.
like whatever Mace was saying, and then you would come in as Diddy, and you're like, yeah. Yeah,
but according to you, your wife doesn't like me all the time. I
No,
used to be a hit all the time. Now I'm only half the time.
No. It's
What's
three,
the problem here?
3/4 time. It's fine.
Well, I don't want a 3/4 stiffy.
No,
I want a regular stiffy.
No, it's fine. No, you're
And
good.
why? Can I ask you one more question?
Sure, go ahead.
Why does it say the word a podcast behind you? Where's the limo talk or Graz?
Because you're not limo talk. This is not limo
Can
talk.
you
This
get
is
me
what-
one?
Was that podcast?
I can.
one?
Yeah, I have your initial banner.
Please put me up there.
Do you see the screen in front of you?
This is fantastic.
Right. So all you got to do is mirror what's there. It goes up here.
I got to tell you something. What you did here is fantastic.
Well, I turned on the Apple TV. I didn't actually do that. I told Tony that it can happen, and he.
Can we
actually
talk
did it.
production?
Where's Mark's?
Can we do our production
Yeah, let's talk about
Can I get
scheduling.
cheese and beef jerky?
Yeah. Okay. So talk about the.
Hold on,
beef
I
jerky
want to talk about how specific the beer pairings are on this on this wild ale.
Oh, yeah.
Try this beer with grilled bison burgers with charred onions, or kettle cooked jalapeno or sriracha potato chips,
Those people are right in the alley.
or if you're playing golf, specifically round robin, bingo, bango, boingo, and mini golf.
I want that. Can I have one? I want that bottle.
You want the bottle?
I want that drink.
Well, when we you want to taste this?
I want it. I just want it. I want to cuddle it right
The
here.
royal jelly you're about to have, that's
Hold
probably
on,
my
hold on.
favorite beer of current situation.
This right here?
In this world, Mike.
The finish is absolutely
Mike, in this
ridiculous.
world, that's your favorite beer of all time right now?
Right now, the finish on this beer is
This
the
is
best beer I'm
fantastic.
having.
I don't know. I can drink that whole
wait,
thing. Hold
Wait.
on.
This is the best finish you're going to
It's
have.
an interesting color.
So take
It's almost
take
like,
this and
uh,
grab a glass.
This right
pour it-
here.
yeah.
This is
It's almost
your
like a
favorite
rose
thing
color.
going on.
No, the royal jelly. That just came out.
Oh, good lord!
No, that's
It
what
smells like
No.
a fucking
No,
winery.
the $30 bottle. of
Start
beer,
with
right?
that. Start with that.
It
Start
smells
with
like a winery.
It's so good.
It's actually, it doesn't taste like Plan B. I don't know.
I like the barn beer.
I don't want to go crazy with that. Hold on. Yeah, wait. I got a glass for you. Okay.
I feel like
You
that's
take
very-
this.
Sweet.
Nice and cold and chilled and ready to go.
Like
Like a beer fest.
I like the
finish.
paradox.
Yeah, better?
Better
Yeah.
the finish. You like the sour better.
This is
it's not sour.
Smells
You- you-
fucking amazing.
Plan
though.
B BEE Farm Brewery in Poughkeepsie, New York.
Peak skill. Why do I keep thinking
So it's a wild ale. So I assume they're getting their wild ale from up there.
I know now. Okay, now I see what he's saying about the finish.
Brewed with honey and
Wait a
bourbon
couple
aged.
seconds,
So
and
to
you
give
feel
you
as if the beer
to
was
give
just
you like
happening.
So it's aged in bourbon barrels.
When you pull up to there, have you guys been there?
No, I haven't.
When you pull up, you're welcomed by goats.
What?
Like, it's a legit-
fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's a legit farm. There's chickens out. Like everything's under. For their outside portion, it's under tents. Like
Okay.
everything's scrap wood that they probably pulled from, from the original farm that was there.
That's cool.
And then
Yeah,
you
I like
walk
that
up to
idea.
this amazing tasting room that was their original farmhouse, and they've redone it and brought a lot of the original wood in. It's incredible.
Stuff that's all over the area and scattered throughout. Wow.
Why is this beer $30?
And they, if I'm right,
What?
they
That's what they charge.
Yeah.
Are you
A
serious?
beer is what someone else is willing to pay for it.
Now, how much is the alcohol content?
On the Paradox?
No,
is that
it's
what you're
not-
drinking?
Not as high as you think. Sours need a separate facility. There's a lot going into a sour.
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot going into a sour.
Yeah. Ryan
Barrier.
from 27A was telling us about that, because they can just spoil your whole
everything.
Yeah,
I have to
ruin
tell you,
everything will turn into a wild ale.
Cigar City. A lot of Cigar City.
Straight across the boards.
There's been sours that weren't meant to be sours. Cigar City had Guava Grove was not supposed to be a sour.
I like that one. What about, where's the $40 one? I had the $30 one. Where's the
This is $30 a bottle.
Our cost, I think, is 22.
Wow. Shit.
Yeah.
Where's the $40 bottle?
Whoa. Did you finish the $30 bottle?
It's gone already. I snipped that thing up. Dude, I got to be walking out of here. I got to be sleeping in the
Barrier
bodega.
started their sour program.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Starting their sour program.
I'm good. I'm
Good.
gonna
Now
drink
they
this
have a
shit.
separate facility for it, right? Yeah.
have
I
to.
saw that there. Yeah,
Who's
you have
this?
to.
Who's
Barrier.
this? Oh, okay.
It's in Virginia.
They have to. Is it?
No, joke.
Oh, let's say what? It was you that said it. I thought it was
It's
Vinny
gotta
said
be
it.
that
I'm like,
far
Vinny, I
away.
can't see your mouth. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, Christ. Virginia would be ridiculous.
Barrier
You know what,
sours
though?
are gonna be
I wouldn't
amazing.
put it past them, though. Keep it as far away from my regular brewery as
I have
possible.
that, and I have the Cherry Crisp. Cherry Crisp is just as good.
Oh, boy. So I'll get you, when you're done with those other, the Jetty, we'll get
But
back
as I
to you.
was saying, the prices are ridiculous. Paradox, a sixtel
Yeah.
of their sours, $300.
Wow.
Like wholesale cost.
Yeah, Mike,
So what do you have to then do per pint of
I
snifter?
don't buy that sixtel.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I sell the
That's what it
bottles.
comes down to. I'm not
just
buying
that
it.
I don't want it sitting on the line.
Right.
This is like you're on your anniversary. Let me get a $30 bottle of beer. Yay!
I think the most expensive thing I ever bought was like Curio from
Cascade.
Allagash.
You get a little grim.
This is like Christmas time over here. I swear
Grim
to God.
Cascade, all
I'm
right, I'll
getting
spend
good
the
beers.
40s,
Yes,
you know.
seriously.
Just so you know, you're drinking some of the top of the line
I know
stuff
that, and I
that's
want to just say, Mike, I love you very much. You don't look like my friend. I don't want to punch you anymore.
I think I'm getting hit either way.
All right,
Yeah.
no. Why?
Just
one way or the
we're gonna
other.
make sure.
All right, I'll hit you later. But can
Just for shits and
This
giggles.
is such good beer, man. Fantastic.
So if you ever had a sour before,
I like that one that
They're
you just gave
addicting.
me. That was fantastic.
Once you start
and
sours,
I don't
that's
drink it
when
that
it's,
much. You know that.
I know
It's
you're
expensive,
not.
and you just don't know why you like it. It's
Wake
that-
up the next morning feeling better too.
Yes,
It really is. It's
I
not
compare it
as-
to a bag of potato chips, the salt and vinegar. I'm like, you ever have potato chips? Salt
I
and
love
vinegar
salt
so much
and
better,
vinegar.
isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, you like sour beer.
Hey, Mike, how long you been doing it, Mike? Mike, how long you been in the industry?
In
and
the
doing
industry, about 8 years.
it? And you own American Beauty in Massachusetts.
She owns it. I just follow suit.
Okay. So in other words, you're like me and my wife. She's
Yeah.
the boss, and I'm just a pimple that works all the
I
time.
make sure she makes it happen. I make sure we don't go broke.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
You're
I don't
saying
know.
all the right things, Michael.
I make it happen. She
Saying
makes sure it
all
doesn't.
the
We're all
right things.
drinking. I want to have sex tonight. Sure.
I don't think you're getting anything after the remark before, brother. You better get drunk.
You don't know my wife. Your Brooklyn accent's making it happen right now.
This one's for grass. This one's for grass. This one's for grass.
Oh boy, this is.
She's blushing. I told you.
As we go to a
Great show.
Listen, Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, honey. If you need me to speak to you when you go to bed, I'll talk to you in bed. All right. If I need to get you motivated for him, I'll talk to you.
Oh jeez.
Put me on the phone. Here we go. Oh yeah, talk dirty. What do you got? I got a 9.7 APA. I got an 8.6.
APA.
I got a
APA, yeah.
10.4 IPA.
There you go. I put on some sexy music for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
what are you wearing, baby?
That's Mace. There you go. There's your Diddy.
That's my Diddy, right?
Yeah.
Victor, you gotta shut the lights in here. It's getting too bright. I can't. It's getting.
No, we're not. Victor's got to shut
Where's
down.
Victor? I don't see
Victor's
Victor in a
sitting
while.
here.
He's got another chair over there.
I made
He's-
him laugh a couple of times. He goes, "Oh, you're actually funny." I go, "Oh, thank you, Victor. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, you're actually worth being here. Thank you very
you're
much for
actually
being here.
worth it. Thanks.
That was very nice of you.
Thanks.
Give us a call, 516-465-3990, 516-513-0515, GovsRadio.com. We're also broadcasting live on our YouTube page still. It is hour 4 of our radio broadcast. That's correct. Yes, we are in hour 4 of our podcast. And actually, I probably have to plug in my laptop in a few minutes because I'm running out of juice.
11:15.
I was at 100% when we started this show, so we're good.
It's a marathon for the Wood Warriors project.
Yeah, there you go. You're back in your hole. You're in the crow's nest, or if we call it the foxhole.
I
Yeah.
want to tell you something. I think the Hopped
is it?
Up Network doesn't know how good they have it with you guys.
They do.
And I think that
they do.
the Jersey
Wow.
boys. Did the Jersey boys like us? What happened?
The Jersey boy love us. I just first time had the B.
The B.
Ooh.
The boop.
Which do you like better, that or the sour?
It's
different beer.
It's different beer. Definitely different. I'm gonna say it's so much smoother.
Likes the sour.
So much smooth. No. So much smoother. I don't. I like the Paradox. It's good. I like that a lot better. It's almost like you said. It's almost like a wine, but like
smells like the
a
production floor of a
harder,
winery.
much different feel to it. Wow.
Get,
I'll have some.
much
get
different.
to WA Meadworks.
I'll
Yeah,
have
no, I
some.
What they're doing, and that's the honey wine. It's
Yeah.
literally what they're doing. I mean, he's
That's-
got one that he's it's like it tastes like a mimosa. He did a mimosa. He did a mimosa mead. It's called
Hey,
mimosa
Graz,
mead.
we can walk to it from my house.
Mike,
Yes.
I want to
So good.
sleep in your basement for like a week.
I just
I
visit
just want to
all the
go. I
shit.
want you to just take me on all these trips that you go.
All
to.
of the things.
Long Islander and all this. You make these nice trips. I want to go to Effin.
You
Beauty.
missed a really great trip to Long Island.
I saw it on Instagram and I hate you. I turned to Pete. I see Pete in Stop and Shop.
He ran into me at the
I'm by
grocery
the
store.
fruit section. All of a sudden, you see Pete with his 2 daughters walking in. I go, "Hello, Pete." He goes, "Hello, Graz." I go, "Go fuck yourself. You were at New Ireland this weekend. And I wasn't even invited." And you guys
Long
look like you had a
Ireland.
nice long.
And I was like,
Island, wherever
holy
you are.
shit, I have young children here. What the fuck is the matter with you?
Why are you yelling at me in the middle
Why
of the
was I
cold
not
cuts?
invited to Long Island or wherever you went?
You were. There's always an open invitation to everything we do.
Please.
There's not an open date. There's not an open invitation if we don't tell him about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really.
well,
My wife's cool.
That's partially not my fault.
My wife's cool. I'm not cool. I'm a dick, but that's okay.
How long you been married?
Too long.
How many kids?
I'm
If I told you his wife was the president of the PTA,
I believe it.
Yeah, at my daughter's school.
Yeah, my wife. I've been married to my wife 17 years. She's the greatest woman in the world. She allows me to do this. I got 3 kids with her. I got 1 with somebody else. I got 4. 21 boy, 14 girl, 12 boy, 6 boy. I got a shotgun in the garage, and then
Dude, I am waiting for our kids.
And at any moment,
2 of my 4 are hers. 2 of my 4 are stepkids. My 9 and my 6-year-old and my stepkids.
You know what?
They're my kids.
How long you guys been together?
6 years.
It's fantastic. She looks like she loves you a little bit.
A little bit.
She likes me more than a friend.
Yeah, well, that's
right
good.
now.
I feel bad for the guy that's right next to you. Vin looks like a little uncomfortable at a moment.
No, Vin's been great tonight, man.
awesome.
So the thing is, Vin is the sleeping giant. We'll call him.
So he's the guy I should hang out with, right?
Yeah, well, he knows a lot about.
He's the guy who knows more about beer than Mike and I put together.
Yeah,
oh, really? Hey, Vin, fuck everybody else. It's the Graz and Vin show on Limo Talk.
No, wait. So did you listen to the show when we had Uncle Ralph on?
Uncle Ralph could come on my show.
That's what I'm saying. You and Uncle Ralph would make one hell of a fucking show.
Limo Talk with Uncle Ralph.
Holy shit.
He's going to burn them and he'll put them in the fucking paint can.
Uncle Ralph. What's he going to do? He going to kill me?
He'll be hauling people's ashes in paint cans to the fucking Jersey Shore.
There you go.
All right, that's okay. I like Uncle Ralph. I like Uncle Ralph. That's good.
All right, listen, we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come back and wrap it up.
You're the boss.
I am the boss. So let's just do this.
Wait, I'm the talent. You're the boss.
Notice I'm not laughing. So this is what we're making.
You know, you can't take it, can you?
I can take it fine.
Your wife thinks I'm funny.
I can take it further than you can take it.
Oh no!
That is.
That's what she said, and I held
it.
So very creepy.
Let me smoke this.
Disturbing, but I want
The Wort with Mike and Pete coming soon. The Wort with Mike and Pete continue.
That's right. We'll be right back after this. This is the Word with Mike and Pete, GubsRadio.com. Check us out on our homepage, GubsRadio.com, and of course our YouTube page. Type in the Wort, Mike and Pete, and we'll be right back. I guess right after this.
This is Ghost Radio, and you're getting drunk with Mike and Pete on the Wort.
One, 2. Check me out right here, yo.
Yo, the sun don't shine forever, but as long as it's here, then we might as well shine together. Better now than never, business before pleasure. P. Diddy and the fam, who you know do it better. Yeah, right, no matter what, we airtight. So when you hear something, make sure you hear it right. Don't make an ass out of yourself by assuming our music keeps you moving. What are you proving? You know that I'm 2 levels above you, baby. Hug me, baby, I'ma make you love me, baby. Talking crazy ain't gonna get you nothing but choke. And that jealousy is only gonna leave you broke. So the only thing left now is God for these cats. And babe, you know you're too hard for these cats. I'ma win cause I'm too smart for these cats. While they making up facts, you making up plaques.
In the commission, you ask for permission to hit him. He don't like me, hit him while wifey was with him. You heard of us, the murderers, most shady. Been on the low lately, the feds hate me. The sun is they say my killing's too blatant. You hesitating, I'm in your mama crib waiting. Duct taping, your fam, destiny lays in my hands. Gat lays in my waist. Francis, M to the is H phenomenal. Gun rest under your vest, body abdominal. Rhyme a few bars so I could buy a few cars. Then I kick a few flows so I could pimp a few hoes. Excellence is my presence. Never tense, never hesitate. Leave a nigga bent, real quick, real sick. Raw nights, I perform like Mike. Anyone, Tyson, Jordan, Jackson, action, pack guns, ridiculous. And I'm quick to bust if my ends you touch. Kids or girl you touch. In this world I clutch. 2 auto, matos. Used to call me Fatso, now you call me Castro. My rap flows militant, y'all faggots ain't killing shit. Oops, Cristal keeps spilling shit. You overdid it, Holmes. You in the danger zone. You shouldn't be alone. Hold hands and say it like me. The most shady, Frankie baby, fantastic, graphic. Trying to make dough like Jurassic. Parked in, quick to spark kids who start shit. See me, only me, the underboss of this Holocaust. Truly yours, Frank White.
I got the real live shit from front to back. To my people in the world, where the fuck you at? Where my niggas is at? Where my niggas is at? Where the fuck my bitches at? Where my bitches is at? We got the real live shit from front to back. To my people in the world, where the fuck you at? Where my niggas is at? Where my niggas is at? Where the fuck my bitches at? Where my bitches is at?
Put your money on the table and get your math on. Break it down, split it up, get your laugh on. See you later, dog, I'ma get my stash on. There's a bag full of money that I get my ass on. I never lose the passion to go platinum. Said I live it up till all the cash gone. Ain't that funny? Only use plastic, crafted to make classics. Hotter than acid, PD, blowing on your tape of CD. The Billboard killer, no team killer. The famo, ammo is every channel. We've been hot for a long time, burning like a candle. What you can do is check your distribution. My songs bump in Houston like Scarface produced them. You ain't got it like me, you just mad cause I tell her how it is and you tell her how it might be.
We got this shit mapped tight, brass knuckles and flashlights. The heaters and the two-seaters with 2 meters. Senoritas, kiss rings when you meet us. P. Diddy run the city, show no pity. I'm the witty one, Frank's the crook from the brook. Maddie broke the neck of your coke connect. No respect, squeeze off to all y'all diminish. Shootouts for 20 minutes until we finish. Then it's to the loot, escape in the coupe, break bread with the kiss. Panero, chic loots, Black Rob join the mob. It ain't no replacing him, niggas step up. We just macing them, placing them in funerals. Criminals turn the vows to Brick City. Nobody come off like P. Diddy. Business wise, I play men. Hide money on the island Cayman. Y'all just betray men, you spray men. Opposition, competition of the day in the life of the commission.
We got the real live shit from front to back. To my niggas in the world, where the fuck you at? Where my niggas is at? Where my niggas is at? Where the fuck my bitches at? Where my bitches is at? We got the real live shit from front to back. To my niggas in the world, where the fuck you at? Where my niggas is at? Where my niggas is at? Where the fuck my bitches at? Where my bitches is at? We got the real live shit from front to back. To my niggas in the world, where the fuck you at? Where my niggas is at? Where my niggas is at? Where the fuck my bitches at? Where my bitches is at? We got the real live shit from front to back. To my niggas in the world, where the fuck you at? Where my niggas is at? Where my niggas is at? Where the fuck my bitches at? Where my bitches is at? We got the real live shit.
Fuck y'all niggas wanna do?
It's all fucked up now. What I'ma do now? Huh? What I'ma do now? It's all fucked up now.
Yo, this Mace, you know what I'm saying? You got niggas that don't like me for whatever reason. You got niggas that don't wanna see me rich. You got niggas that's mad cause I'm always with they bitch. Then you got niggas that just don't like me. You know, those PhD niggas. But you know, I pop a lot of shit, but I back it up though. See, it's a difference. A lot of niggas pop shit, and a lot of niggas don't make hits. But it's like this whole bad boy shit, we come to bring it to y'all niggas. Me, B.I., Puff, Locks, whoever, Black Rob. If you wanna dance, we dance. Now trick what, lace who? They ain't what Mace do. Got a lot of girls that'll love to replace you. Tell it to your face, boo, not behind your back. Niggas talk shit, we never mind that. Funny, never find that. Puff a dime sack, right hot shit. Make a nigga say rewind that. Niggas know you go against the Harlem Gigolo. Get your hoe, lick a low, make the bitch trick it though. I represent honeys with money, fly guys and gents. Ride with the tents, that be 35%. Foes hope I lay, so I look both ways. Cops say it's okay, my tent smoke grades, no way. Nigga leave without handing me my shit. Got plans to get my land and my six. Niggas out of town don't understand this shit. Pop champagne like I won a championship. Come on.
Playing around the world and yeah. And we been player hated. I don't know when, I don't know why. Why they want us faded. I don't know why they hate us. Is it our ladies? Or drop the faded?
I was a one bedroomer, dreaming of a million. Now I'm in beach houses, cream to the ceiling. I was a gentleman living in tenements. Now I'm swimming in all the women that be tense. Went from bad boys to the crushed linen men. Now my dividends be the new Benjamins. Hoes of all complexions, I like cinnamon. Make you got some hoes, well nigga, send them in. What you waiting for? Let the freak show begin. How they came in a truck. Nah, Puff, that's a bitch. Mercedes, come here, baby. You don't like it where it's hot and hazy, never shady. Must be crazy. It's ridiculous how you put your lips on this. Don't kiss right there, girlfriend. I'm ticklish. And I be switching V's with a wrist full of G's, nigga. Please, I'm the macaroni with the cheese.
Playing around the world and yeah. And we been player hated. I don't know when, I don't know why. Why they want us faded. I don't know why they hate us. Is it our ladies?
Now puff rule the world, even though I'm young, I'm making my bed to see that all ladies come. Get them all strong from the tip of my tongue, licking places niggas wouldn't dare put their face in.
Before I die, hope I when they could float by in the brand new treasure on the old chai. Never my throat dry, even when the smoke fly. Eat the mommy chocha and drive a low car. We never ride far, pack 5 in the car, save money for the drinks. I'm about to buy the bar, and everywhere I drive, I'm a star. Little kids all on the corner scream, that's my car.
It was days couldn't be fly, now I'm in a T.I. Coming clubs with B.I. Now a nigga V.I. Rock tons of gold, enough money I fold. Roll away you wanna roll, break 100 at the toll.
Playing around the world, and we been player hated. I don't know when, I don't know why. Why they want us faded? I don't know why they hate us.
Why they hate us?
Is it our ladies?
Is it our ladies? Say what? Yeah, baby.
Playing around the world, and
you know,
we been player
sometimes
hated.
I gotta
I
ask
don't
myself.
know when, I don't know why. Why they want us
so much
faded?
jealousy in
I
the world?
don't know why they hate us. Is it our ladies?
Don't look at mine.
Okay, after these messages, we'll be back with the Mad Rapper and his brother, the Mad Producer, after this.
Okay, just sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself. We'll get you through this. Take a sip of water, deep breath. That'll do it. Welcome back. As you can
Got
see,
the
I'm
check,
Trevin
though.
Jones, and I'm sitting here. I've been conversing with the Mad Rapper, and
Did you get
he's
the
still
check,
pretty
though?
mad. But this time he brought someone else with him, and quite frankly, he's even madder.
You got that right.
Mr. Producer,
you know what I'm saying?
why are you so mad?
Yo, I'm gonna keep it real simple for you. You know
Tell
what
them
I'm
niggas
saying?
why you mad, son. Tell them niggas
Okay,
why you
but
mad,
then
son.
please,
Tell them why you
one at
mad,
a
son.
time.
Tell them why you mad, son.
I've been in for the culture. You know what I'm saying? I don't be recognizing all that loop jack shit. You
Yeah, we
know what I'm
don't
saying?
play that
Bullshit,
shit, you know what I'm saying?
bullshit,
We
you know
don't
what I'm saying?
do
You
that
know what I'm saying?
shit.
Producer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then come to find out, you know what I'm saying? My brother hit me too. The nigga trying to rap now.
Oh, that's the shit that got me mad.
Please,
That's the
Mr.
shit that
Rapper,
got me
once
mad.
again.
That's the shit, you know what I'm
This is a
saying?
family
You know what I'm saying? That's the
oriented
shit that feds me up.
Gentlemen,
Word up, you know what I'm
please
saying?
disregard
Watching this
the
nigga
foul
video,
language.
you know what I'm saying? They got mermaids swimming in their living rooms and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? This nigga dancing in the rain with kids climbing up mountains and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching this
I'm gonna
nigga
have to
video,
ask
the
you to
car
refrain
going
from the
200 miles an
language.
hour. Where the fuck is he going?
Please,
the nigga
Mr.
climbing
Rapper,
out the
please
fucking
refrain
car.
from the
Let me
foul
see you try
language
that
one
shit
more
on the
time,
tray. You know what I'm saying? Try that shit on the fucking tray. What kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? Got 1,000 niggas right for it. Let me write for you. So now my shit is John Play. I got John Play shit.
It's a hell up in Harlem. Fuck it, another day, another dollar. Wake up to the barking from the Rottweilers. Pull the collars, make 'em sit for the Godfather. Then I holler to Justin, my son, run the water for the shower. Trust fund scholarships, sure to give 'em power. Baby mama calls, she pick 'em up in about an hour. Now I'm free to go, free to blow with the calicos and the Navajos. It's just the way this player knows anything goes. Finally caught up with my nigga Sam. Sam picked me up in the 10 Lex land. Wanted breakfast down at Pan Pans. What's your favorite dish? He ordered cheese, eggs, and grits. I had the swordfish. What is this? 3 niggas dressed in black, rollies on they wrists, feathers in they hat. One tapped me on my back, then pointed at my stack. Put my finger on the trigger, then I asked him, what you want, nigga? What you gon' do when it's your turn to go? What you gon' do when you can't take no more? You gon' cry like a bitch or take it nice and slow? What you gon' do when it's your turn to go? What you gon' do when it's your turn to go? What you gon' do when you can't take no more? You gon' cry like a bitch or take it nice and slow? What you gon' do when it's your turn to go? I pray to God that I'm dreaming. I know my family wouldn't take it when the doctor said he ain't make it. Mom Duke's crying, baby mom's full of grief.
Govs Radio. You're listening to The Wort on Govs Radio.
Hey, moron, it's pronounced the Wort.
What the hell is a wort?
It's pronounced the Wort.
What is it? The wort? Yeah, okay, I'll do that again. This is The Wort on Govs Radio.
It is the Wort. Not warts, not forts, not short. The Wort.
I'm sorry, I just don't know what that means. When do you guys start drinking?
Who says we haven't been drinking?
Where's mine? If I say it correctly this time, can I have a drink?
We'll think about it.
You're listening to The Wort on Govs Radio.
I'm not fat. I'm Big Ben. It's the Word with Mike at PeteGovsRadio.com, 516-465-3990. There's got to be 4 people that are going to call in at 11:30 at night. No big deal. I got to go to work in about 5 hours and teach young minds things about the radio industry.
I'm going to fall down.
Oh, hold on. I don't have you on. My bad. Go ahead.
I'm going to fall down my basement stairs and work tomorrow and not do anything till about 10 in the morning.
He's not that drunk. Cheeky bastard.
Can we get an extra banner here so I can put them out outside so we can have it in the?
Can you not? Well, we'll do. You and I.
Can we talk business? Can we
Let's-
talk?
wait, let's
Shut up, Pete. All right.
Let's-
I hope you stumble down the stairs, hit your head.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
God
yeah.
willing, Grass.
Can I get another beer, please?
Hold on.
I need another beer.
I didn't have the Jetty yet. I want to try
I
the Jetty.
want the fucking $40 beer.
The $40 beer's right here. It's sitting right here. You
Nobody's offering it to me. I'm sitting here with Victor. Victor don't even talk.
Listen, make yourself a plate.
We brought some other half.
Like a piece.
How many surprises?
We still have the
Should we
other
trade
half
wampum?
5th anniversary.
Dude,
Is that what we're gonna do?
You're like a beer god.
Yeah,
No,
you-
Vinny is. Vinny.
Yeah,
Vinny, I'm telling you, Vinny.
Vinny's the man.
Vinny, you single? What's your deal?
Wait, where's this going?
No,
Where is this going?
You don't want to make Vinny feel
Shut up.
uncomfortable.
Shut your mouth. It's the Wort with
That was
Mike
not a
and
Jimmy
Pete.
That's
Guest
right.
host
That's
Anthony
from,
Graze.
Yes.
Mike, what'd you say?
Nothing.
Vin, what's your deal? Married, kids?
No, I'm 26.
Hey, good for you.
Vin, I want to hang out with you.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
53 and 26.
Are you married, single? No, I'm 26.
Yeah.
That wasn't the question. It's like, let me ask you a
So
question.
you're single?
No.
Oh, good. You got a girl?
Yes.
Can we talk about the banner?
No, you got a girl.
So
No,
after
you're
the
looking
show's
for me to say
over,
more?
we will ceremonially hang the banner up outside.
Yeah,
I
I'm
have.
tired of looking at it. They got 4 fucking banners to knock them dead. Where's
Okay.
the Wort with Mike and Pete?
It's right there.
We
We got
should get
that
a
banner,
banner
and then
out.
you and I, well, we got to take our group picture first, and then we'll Then
Am
we'll
I
do it.
allowed in that picture?
You're allowed in that picture.
Hey.
What do you got there? What do you got there? Hey,
Oh, easy.
Mikey.
Mike and
Mike and the Mad Dog on a fan.
On a
Mike,
fan.
Mike, I could get Mike and the I could get Mad Dog Russo to call in
No,
and
you
ask
can't.
you about your.
Do it. Let's say it. Come on.
Dude, I have Mad
This
Dog
is the
Russo.
age
Since I am Mad Dog
He's
Russo,
basically-
you're not going to get me to call into my
Give a
own
text.
show.
Dude, he calls my show. He's my best
damn.
guest I have.
Best ever.
Oh, you are.
Good.
Mike and Mad Dog.
It's like I need to drink something else.
Yes.
Mikey from
I'm
America.
like, this is
We
too
should
good.
end it on that. Ben.
So wait, what is this? We're just
I don't
cracking
know.
open for our final segment here. What do we got?
This is Other Half's 5th anniversary
Holy
release from this
shit!
weekend.
How the fuck did you get that? You went there, didn't you?
Yeah.
You stood online for this?
No, I
Vinny's
did
got
not.
more time online than most people have alive.
No, I actually didn't wait online.
He's
for that
26 and not married with no kids.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
You should be on every line ever.
Shocking,
one. No, I refuse to wait on those long lines.
Good,
They're a little
yeah.
ridiculous.
Vinny,
But
you're
I
fantastic.
knew someone at the brewery who kind of
Yeah.
put some stuff aside, so
Nice.
it was a little easier to get.
Vinny has
Look
relationships.
at that. I can't even see through it.
Floaties.
That is pretty goddamn cloudy.
Typical Other Half OD lactose IPA.
So, Vinny, you're like a beer god, right?
No.
You could.
I like beer a lot.
We'd argue.
What's your favorite beer of all time?
No,
Vinny?
you can't.
I don't have one.
Yeah, see,
There's
that's the
no-
thing.
there's no way I could
Honestly,
ever-
out of all the beer
it's-
guys I know, that's the number one answer. And if they say they have
Yeah.
a favorite one, like, no, you're not a
Do
beer
you
yeah.
have a
I have a top
Matt,
five.
am I allowed to ask you?
I
Do you have a
can't
top 5
In no
Vin, or top
particular
10?
order.
May I ask that?
That's a lot of beer to go through. We're
But
trying
he
to wrap
knows
up the
his
show.
beer and he knows it.
No, I understand. So listen, the best bet is when Effin Beauty opens up, you can go ahead and visit Vinny behind the
top
bar,
10 Vinny's top.
Absolutely.
and you can
Are
have
you
a
pouring
long-
beers behind the bar, Vinny?
Yes, he is.
Thank goodness.
Yeah,
Yes, he
you can have a long form conversation over many brews as he educates you on all of his favorite brews
How you
and
doing, Vinny?
all of the things that are going on.
You're a
Good to meet
fucking
everyone, by the
genius,
way.
Vinny.
You're
Give me
all
a
Jen.
fucking 9.6.
9 point.
How you doing, Vin? Let's get on the bank bus. Me and you.
You want a guy
That's
on
got
the
some
bank
bite
bus
to
with
it.
It's always a
you.
good
The
go-to.
hot- it's like a
Yeah,
hop.
this one's
Yeah,
10.0.
at the end.
That'll chew up your little drawer right there.
Wow.
Hazy.
Wow, it's 11%.
What was that, Mark?
Did I see that correct?
10.
Yeah.
That's super tropical.
Yeah, oh
Yeah.
Mark, you got to talk it to
Got a little
Mike.
bite.
He knows. He's
You
working
gotta
on
talk
it.
like Mr. Hawiggins. You got to talk a little louder, Mark. Remember Mr. Hawiggins talking to the mic and Mrs. Hawiggins.
This is heavy, man.
All right,
Yeah.
I know.
Two-handed.
I know, you got two-handed fisted. But you got to
Gotta
talk a little
double
bit
fist
louder.
the mic.
Nobody knows about Hops Scotch. I got to be the one to fucking promote it now.
Oh, come on. That's why they're on the
I
show.
can't wait to have you there. That'd be great.
Listen, you don't want me there. I'm
Mark
a
has
mess.
strategically placed his family in all over Long Island, Queens. They are covering a 2 mile radius every 2 miles
Rockville,
to make
Santa,
everyone come.
Queens.
It's awesome, man.
When's your next
Franklin
gig?
Square.
When's your next outside? Where's Franklin Square? Where in Franklin Square, Mark? Frank,
where are they?
Vinny, what's his name? Victor. Did I get it right?
Yeah, they're right near the Garden Center.
Yeah, Mark, I got it right?
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah.
All right. Mark, how many do you have off sites that you go to all the time? Is that what you do to generate the business?
No, I actually don't. I need to probably.
Really?
Apparently.
I'm a salesman.
This
I'm
is
available
actually
for a
my
small
first,
fee.
Like, real publicity thing right now. So any suggestions?
Come to
that
AC
anybody
Beer
has-
Fest with us.
Yeah,
Well,
I'd love to come with you.
call in next week and be the 10th caller, and you're coming with us, buddy.
There you go.
Because we only got 5 callers today, and we had some really great callers. Half of them of which you're your family. Then we had Graz
I called in.
Yeah, do I get some credit for all the
for
family?
2 people.
Absolutely.
You do. Yeah,
That's what-
100%.
Just come with us.
They
to
should have
AC
tickets
Beer
at that point.
Fest.
You know what? If we don't sell the tickets next week, you're gonna get the phone.
How
call.
did you know? How did you know the one guy wasn't me?
I gotta go to the bathroom real quick after calling them
Gotta go pee-pee. I gotta go pee-pee too, Mike.
You should have went over the break. That's why
I thought he
I didn't-
peed
I
outside.
love it, Mike. That mic is like your penis. It wilts.
Does it?
Jesus.
That's how it works.
All
Hey, let me
penises
ask you a question. What is the name of the song that you guys end with on Limo Talk?
Hey Nana.
Is it called Hey Nana though?
No, it's called Rihanna. Oh God, you got if you get to Rihanna,
I know who Rihanna is. Yeah.
and you got to get to a couple of them.
Yeah.
And I don't know which one it is.
This is not going well.
I know.
You should know the.
I'm on listen, I'm trying to walk in there and have a $40 beer before you shut down.
What? You haven't even tasted it yet?
No, I've been still stuck on this. What did they give me
Fucking
here?
delicious.
They gave me a can of West Hampton Beach Jetty 4. Fantastic beer, by the way.
That's $50.
Yes, it is.
That's $50.
You're getting the Il Nana.
A case.
I gotta tell you something, Vinny and
Without
Mike,
deposit.
you guys are gods. Your wife's okay. She's all right.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Are you going to be there all the time, 24 hours, greeting everybody?
She'll be right in the other
No,
place.
American Beauty.
No, American Beauty.
That's me, my baby.
How long you been there?
They had almost
3 years on April 1st. April Fool's Day.
Did you
We never-
take over
all right.
Did you take over an
Really?
existing
It was
place?
Yeah, it was Muggsy McGee's.
Muggsy McGee's, right?
Yeah.
I
Best
think I snorted
out
cocaine
there.
at Muggsy
This guy.
You were dead on. Dead on,
There you
Mike.
go.
Great ideas at 3 a.m.
Well, I used to have the pagans come in
So
at
the
4
truth,
Here
a.m.
come the heat bugs.
Mike,
We just found out what everyone does in this room.
Mike,
Yes, I can help you.
Mike, I used to have the pagans come in at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'd
Did
stay
you?
up until 7.
Yeah.
So the
Well,
sun
I
would be
wonder how they
coming
did
up.
that.
I'd have crusties in my nose.
Yeah.
And we'd go to the diner.
It's a great story.
Why?
Why?
Why would you go to the diner?
I don't want to
'Cause
see
you were
my,
hungry?
'cause
Yeah,
my,
right.
no, because my mother would yell at me.
Because everyone kicked you out of the bar and you had nowhere else to go. That was
Yeah.
open 24 hours a
Yeah.
day. That's what it was.
Fucking crusties, Mixie and McGee's. What was it, Muggsy McGee's?
Muggsy McGee's.
Oh, Muggsy McGee's.
Oh,
man.
I actually remember. Mike.
Dude,
We
I
need to change
snorted
the
right off that
subject.
ball one night with a hot chick.
Oh, shit.
Going nowhere good for anyone.
Jesus
We
Christ.
should get like a
members listening.
snorting sound.
Oh,
That was
man.
me. Hello. Beer in a shot. I'm in.
What are you writing down right now? Because
No more grass after 10:30.
No more
like a gremlin.
grass a day
No more
with
Italian
drinks on the bar after a certain point.
No
'Cause it's
cocaine
super late.
anywhere.
No, never.
No, listen. See, Mike.
That'll send you into a different atmosphere. What's
Other
up?
Mike, laughing,
fair enough.
effing beauty. Mike, seriously, I always say it now.
He's
if I
getting
was-
better with
if
the
I was-
names, just so you
if
know.
I was to
He's
do it
getting
one
better.
more time, I'll have a heart attack and die. So I won't do it.
That's smart.
That's the truth.
It is truth.
Me neither.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm 53. If I'll be in the corner of the bar, slumped over at the fucking pool table. It's not happening. So I'll just drink beer and smoke pot.
So if you guys want to see Graziday slumped over at the pool table.
And Effin Beauty is at 3 o'clock in the morning with crusties in his ear.
Yeah, really.
And his nose.
It's terrible. Terrible way to live your life, buddy.
Shut up.
All right. So let's wrap this up a little
this
bit.
is every
because-
show, Mike, that he comes down. This is just
No, this is fine. Good.
In a good way. No, I'm explaining to Michael.
Yeah.
This is just how the shows go.
Yeah.
When grass comes down.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's perfect.
Mike,
It's exactly what we scheduled.
Do you want me to leave, Mike?
No.
Not you, Michael.
No.
Are you sure?
I just want to get hit.
Am I Michael or am I Mike? Yeah.
You're Michael.
Okay, fair enough.
You're O'Toole. That's
how
Effin
I'm-
Beauty Michael.
Yes, okay.
Who's not getting laid tonight because he told his wife on the air.
I am. I'm stronger than her.
It's not rape if you have rings.
Yes.
That's what I told my wife. I'm just letting you know.
Yes, come on, bro. Here we go, Betsy.
Jesus.
Now, when she listens to this back tomorrow in our podcast section, she's gonna be like, How dare you? You said rape, and I don't really appreciate that.
And Graz is an
I'm gonna
asshole.
get shit when I.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry, Terry, my bad.
Everyone's in trouble now.
To my mother-in-law.
Again.
Sorry,
Mike,
Danny.
delete that.
Oh, Marianne, I apologize for all of the cursing and all of the things that I've said that are probably not PC.
The
My
Me
bad.
Too movement is not happy with us right now.
Certainly not. All right, so let's get the big plugs in. Let's get everything going. We'll start with Hops Scotch. Gad, give us the big to-do here. Give us a little bit about the contact information and everything that's going on and how everyone can get in touch with you for the big grand opening coming soon in spring.
Yeah, you could just DM us on Instagram, which is Hops Scotch New York. That's 2 S's, HOPS SCOTCHNY.
If I had my phone, I'd put it in, but I don't have my phone. Repeat it again.
HOPS Hops SCOTCHNY. Hopscotch.
That's right. With
So
2
that's
S's in the middle there.
2 S's. So that's our website, our Instagram account, our Twitter account, and our Facebook account. Our Twitter account is HOPS_NY. But yeah, you can either DM us. There's a link to our email. There's also a text message. However you want to contact us, any investors, anybody like that want to grab a hold, we're welcoming you.
I love you.
Yeah, so we're opening hopefully up in the spring.
I just love you.
I love you. You got a good product, Mark. Your cheeses and your beef jerky at top of the line.
Well, he's bringing them in from outside sources, but he's going to be hosting them at his.
Did you try any of the
bottle shop.
bread?
He's putting
the
out
bread
Dude,
was
the bread
homemade.
he baked
was
himself.
really
That was really
He
good.
baked him.
I
He
know.
baked it.
The bread
I
will
know he
be
baked
pushing
it.
out of
Do you have a
there.
brick oven? Like, how did you make that happen? I can
That's
never
just
make that
out
happen.
of the, I can't wait to have a real
You
oven.
made
but
that?
yeah.
Listen, Dad,
He
Mark,
made that.
you did a good
Fuck
job,
the Scotch
Mark.
eggs. Make some bread.
Fuck everything else.
Is bread
Nice
going to be
bread all
available
day.
for purchase on the when you open
Yes,
up?
so bread will also be
Nice.
there.
Made on
Nice.
premises or
Name on premises.
What's the
off
address?
premises.
Yeah. Yeah. but
Address is 848 Long Island Avenue in Deer Park, New York.
And what's the website? You have,
Hopscotch NY.
it's on your dossier.
now, listen, you wanted to do it. He does it impromptu. Don't tell me how to
fair
run a
enough.
show there, Pimples.
That's all right.
Pimples.
Pimples, yeah. Pimples
But
make
yeah,
you-
we're just super excited to just bring all the local independent breweries over and all the purveyors of cheeses and meats and anybody else local, any local artists or local anything. If you want to come in and just bring it to our attention and say, hey, we feel like this would fit in well, bring it in. I'm totally open to it.
awesome. And
we're excited to come hang out.
Yeah, well,
I
absolutely.
It
can't
sounds
wait
like it's
to
going to
have
be a
you
fucking
guys.
great
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
So can't
yeah.
wait to
There's
have
going to
you
be
guys.
there's going to be some good times
Can I
happening
come
soon.
too?
Yes, Graz, you can
Yeah,
come.
yeah,
We'll invite you.
absolutely.
We'll drive you.
I would like that a lot.
I know you would.
We
So
can
you just
carpool.
enjoy
Could you
yourself.
rewind this song again? Because you made my night.
No, I'll that's fine.
Oh, I was liking this.
It is. It's Graz's outro song for his podcast, so I figured we.
No, he's
go ahead and-
excited.
Oh yeah, like
dude,
super excited.
Dude, when I hear this, then I know I'm about to go home. It's either three things. I'm either snoring, watching a dog take a shit, or I might get laid. So you don't know which one I'm going to
All
get.
of which are
It's usually
bullshit.
number
Highlight.
two.
Boom.
Yeah.
It's usually It's usually the dog taking a crap in a. Listen, I told my wife the other day. I have 4 kids, an ex-wife, and my wife. The other night, my dog takes a crap in the backyard, looks up at me, smiles. I go sit on the deck over there. He comes over, kisses me on the face. I actually looked up in the sky and I go, "Holy shit, it's here! Unconditional love. The fucking dog loves me more than anybody
It felt
else."
good to get that shit out of his
Dude,
ass.
yeah. That's what I
like,
said.
now it's
too.
on
And you were in the way of getting back into the house.
Listen, smart ass. I took it for unconditional love. Don't ruin my fucking.
And now he wants to
fantasy.
hit me in the face
That's
again.
it. Go right back to face hitting.
Don't ruin my fantasy.
So off that boat.
dog fucking loves me. Don't tell me this is the shit. I know. Shut up, Dad. All right, I keep telling you it's the dog. The dog loves me.
Did you kill Victor? I haven't seen his face in like 3 hours. Oh, there he is. All right, Victor's here.
Victor's so
Victor's in therapy right now.
Victor's
like, I
like,
can't believe
why
I
am I
made it
sitting
here?"
here with this idiot?
All right, so Mike, Vinny, Maria from Effin Beauty, give us the big plug. Give us the whole thing. Give us the, the whole contact information and what we should be looking for when you guys open.
Anything to plug for American Beauty before?
Yeah, American Beauty. Just
Yeah, start there.
Go to the website.
What's the website?
AmericanBeautyBistro.com.
AmericanBeautyBistro.com in Massapequa.
24
Ridiculous
Central Avenue.
Ridiculous beer menu.
Yes, cocktails.
Somebody said you
Until
got
they don't need
fantastic
us anymore.
desserts. Is that
I mean,
true?
what was
Somebody
that?
said you have fantastic desserts.
The food's good.
Yeah,
Listen, I gotta,
you know what we have? Yeah, banana Jameson, banana.
That's
bread.
it.
Yes.
That's it. So my wife's friend went to your place. Says fantastic desserts.
We have banana Jameson.
American Bistro. What is it?
American Beauty.
AmericanBeautyBistro.com. The fucking greatest desserts
It's not
ever.
the .com at all. Is
Serving
it?
burgers from
It is? Okay,
Farmingdale
okay,
Meat
good for
Market.
you, buddy.
Yes, Main Street Meats.
Oh, Main Street Meats.
1946 blend.
Sickest
Yes.
burger.
I got my schmeckle wet in the parking lot behind there too.
And I have it on tape.
It's on all my security cameras.
Smile for DVR.
Smile, Graz. What is that in your hand?
We'll be releasing that on our Instagram in the upcoming few months.
We need to get a brewer to make a beer called Grazer Schmeckel.
Yeah. That might be the answer.
It might have some floaties in it.
You know what?
Made with pure lactose.
Fucking floaties.
Jesus Christ.
I love it.
Well, we won't make that because no
All right,
one's
so
going to
back
drink
to
this.
plugging American Beauty and
Yes.
Effin Beauty.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Effin Beauty, look for this. Once that sign goes on, game on, doors are open. Come on in.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's going to be a sign that says Graz was here and got his schmeckle wet in the corner.
I might take some spackle, throw it on the wall.
Yeah,
and put
just-
it might happen now.
Have you signed the wall?
I've never
You know how
s-
people get in front of like the wings and take a picture and like your schmeckle next to it. Like, hey, there you go.
Graz and his schmeckle, founded in 1999.
That's terrible.
Move over, drag
crazy.
queen bingo. We have schmeckle for your house.
It's schmeckle night at fucking
No,
Effin Beauty's.
the drag queens might like your schmeckle.
That's
Hey.
true.
You know, after a couple of beers, I might like the drag queens with my schmeckle.
Jesus Christ. This is taking a wrong turn.
I might.
I'm just trying to wrap the show up.
That's a sex show.
Yes, it has turned into that.
I apologize.
I'm amazed
That's
it
okay.
took till almost midnight for it to get that dark. That's
Darker than the Imperial Stout right now, guys.
Yeah, I think so. All I know is this West Hampton Beach Jetty 4. I want about 3 more of them. They're good.
He's got like 10 cases.
No. Don't feed into that. Don't feed into the bear. Ixnay on the ear bay. Ixnay on the ear bay.
Ixnay, no more 4 o'clock in the morning, eh?
Nope.
Graziday in
any
the
of
back
that.
of BK Sweeties, eh?
Yeah.
Snort cocaine, eh?
Schmeckle.
Schmeckle, eh?
I don't even know how to do the ecole with the schmeckle bay. Anyway.
This is the Wort with Mike and Pete. We'll be next show is
March
11th.
Nope. We're talking about February 25th.
I don't even know what date it is.
In
right
the
now.
studio, we will have Six Harbors Brewing from Huntington, New York.
Yes.
Yes.
2 weeks from today?
2 weeks from today. Six Harbors Brewing Company.
Mondays is the greatest beer night in the
Another
world
Mark,
on Long
if I'm
Island.
not mistaken.
Another Mark?
Another Mark.
These 3 were a fuck. These 2 are a dud. I'm only kidding, Mark. Just
Six
a little
Harbors.
joke.
No, we got
I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, you did.
We have February 25th, Six Harbors Brewing Company.
That's
March 11th, Black and Tan TV will be coming on. We'll
Black and Tan will be with us.
hanging
We'll
out,
do a little
getting
bottle
shit-faced.
share. Yeah,
A
fuck
little
yeah.
bottle share.
Pete, I'm so proud of you, Pete.
And then March 25th.
We got Matt Archambault, and we're
Hammer
just
and-
finished. No, we're trying. Yeah, he's part of Fifth Hammer, but we're trying to finish out with the West Hampton.
There we go.
And they'll probably be the guests there. Well, my hope is if they agree to it and it's plenty of time out, we'll have West Hampton in the studio that day.
Obviously, open door policy if you guys want to come and hang
Yeah,
out.
if you guys want to come and hang out.
I'm gonna lie.
We let this guy in, so you guys are.
What is that
welcomed
supposed
in
to
at
mean
any
now?
time.
Now I'm the fucking homeless guy in the corner here.
Right,
Bye-bye.
exactly.
Bye-bye. All right, so let's wrap this up. I have your music on. That's right, I have your music on. I'll put that up a little bit. For the incomparable Anthony Graziday.
Good night, guys. Hey, it's the Wort with Mike and Pete. We'll see you in Atlantic City. Mike will be the guy at the fucking Bellagio with no money and a fucking tip cup.
No, I thought I was dealing.
Are you dealing?
I might be dealing.
You know, Mike, I want. Where you guys staying?
We're not staying. We're going to do one day.
Just going up there, hanging out.
Fucking red eye.
Dude. I'll get you some cocaine. We'll
Yeah,
be fine.
fair enough.
Okay, I'm
I don't
kidding. I'm
need-
kidding. I'm
I don't need
kidding.
any of that. Just Red Bull. Red Bull, I'm good with.
Red Bull. That's right.
I'll
And,
make it
and an
through.
egg sandwich.
Yes, an egg sandwich. That'll fuel my farts on my home. Pete'll have to figure that all out.
Good times, good times.
So for all our guests tonight,
thank you so much for coming down.
This has
I had a
been
blast.
I mean, look at the table. If anyone on YouTube is still watching, and we're
So
watching,
many goddamn
look how many
beers.
beers are out here, how much food is out here, what you guys all brought to the table was unbelievable. And something special with all the Sand City and with all the high-end sours and for everything you guys had from the Brewers Collective and West Hampton, stuff we haven't even had yet.
Amazing. That pale ale was ridiculous.
Yes. Yeah, sure was.
Pale ale was awesome from West Hampton.
So and the po' boy, yes, that's right. I got to mention po' boy in there too. So we really do thank you guys very much for coming out. It's been a real pleasure for you guys having in. And again, like you said, open door policy for any of the guests we have. Just follow us on Instagram, The Wort of Podcast, and DM me, and we'll get you in here, no problem. If you want to just come hang and drink for free, like this guy does. That's it. We want to thank Big Jerks Jerky. For
2 Big Jerks
for kind of bringing in some really great jerky. We've been
Maycox
snacking on that
Bay
all day.
Dairy.
Mecox Bay Dairy, yep. And, of course, we want to thank Sarah from Portland, the local beer girl. She taught us or taught us about the 4 quadrants. You couldn't stop laughing about the quadrants, could you?
I mean,
it's
like you've never heard the word quadrants.
I've never heard not in regards to a city.
No.
So anyway, thank you very much. And we talked about Great Notion, and we want to thank all of the family that called in, Uncle Ralph and John, the brother-in-law.
Mark's extended family, thanks for calling in.
Brother-in-law.
Mary Ann, the mom, and then of course hashtag kick-ass brother-in-law. We can't go without stating that and all our things. And what?
Victor.
I thought we didn't go around the room yet.
Oh,
we want to thank Victor. We want to thank Mark Sr., Mark Jr. We want to thank Vinny and Mike and thank Maria and Pete. Man, we're going to have some months here where we're just going to have a lot of beer in front of us. This is going fairly well, and I want to thank you personally.
Hey, thanks for having
everything
me on
that's
here.
going
This
on.
is fucking great.
You don't thank me. You're part of this.
This is what a way to spend a fucking Monday, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Every other Monday we are here. So again, February 25th, March 11th, and March 25th are our next 3 shows. So come on and visit us on The Wort of Podcast. Visit us on Instagram, The Wort of Podcast. Go ahead and go on to govsradio.com for all the replays and all the great shows that are here on these thing. And there we go.
Graziday. Hold on, here you go. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah, this is how we end every show.
Graziday. Mikey from American Beauty is gay.
Graziday. Thank everybody for coming out. This has been a great time. So we're with Mike and Pete, govsradio.com. We out.
Well, that's 2 hours of your life that you'll never get back.
Are you kidding me?
Please hang up and try again.
This has been The Wort on Govs Radio. I hope you're drunk enough.